Hold up.
I like how Chatty's I like how Chatty's always aggressive, no matter what he's saying to you.
Yeah, dude, it's just his character.
It could be your birthday. You doing this shit.
He
Somebody's driving.
Daddy, he even types aggressive, bro.
It's crazy.
He's an old man. What do you expect?
I still hear an echo.
Wait, yeah, I hear an echo now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Who is it?
Yeah, echo, no.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, that's me. I'm gonna put my headphones back on. Just give me a second.
I bet.
All right, go ahead.
All right, yo. The chapter. I've been seeing a lot of mixed reactions, man. A lot of mixed reactions.
I got a happening.
How you doing, bro?
What's popping, man? What's popping? But how did you guys feel about the chapter?
I'm trying to go first.
Somebody watching.
This
Is this nigga Grim washing dishes or some shit, man?
Why he's always in the background, bro? Like nigga,
Like he's not next to his mic or some shit.
But the chapter to me, it was cool. Like, you know, it was a good battle chapter, you know. But like in terms of like, I don't know how I feel about it because I like said, man, fuck this fight. I already been tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we finally get reveal of Snake Man, and it's like, okay, Luffy has progressed all the strong, and then he's fighting Katakuri, and then Katakuri, he pulls out some even greater shit, and it's like, hold the fuck up, Katakuri. This whole time, you were talking about you about to put this nigga Luffy down, and it seemed like you were struggling to do that, but then you had this big ass fucking dice mochi slapstick in the back.
But you know, Katakuri is a just in case ass nigga though. You know what I mean? Like he just keeping that in his back pocket just in case.
So wait,
I
just think it was a bit anticlimactic.
This whole time, Luffy has been getting back up. I mean, he's been hitting him with these attacks, and he's seen it wasn't working. So why don't you just use this big shit?
Well, the thing is, this was like he wasn't hitting Luffy.
I mean, we know for the most part, niggas don't just use their strongest attack right off rip.
Yeah.
And that's still garbage.
Wait,
but
was it only me?
It wouldn't. Hold on. See the thing. It wouldn't be so bad to me if Katakuri didn't have dialogue saying like, "Oh, Luffy, he's gonna be a problem, Big Mom. I gotta go stop this nigga right now." You feel me?
But honestly,
like I mean, look, I kind of agree with Durson. Like, I see what Durson's saying.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, like Rob Luffy. Like Luffy's
Luffy
been progressing this whole scheme in the fight, and I wanted that going into Whole Cake Island. I've been saying like he needed to progress moving forward, like going to face like Kaido and niggas like that.
Yeah.
But the fact like that Oda has gone like through all of these steps, showing that he's progressed, and like to go into the extent of him showing a new form, and despite that showing like not reducing the gap between these niggas by much, it's kind of like I don't know how to feel about that. Like it's just kind of like to me, it's just like I don't know where he's moving next.
Do you think Luffy has gotten too strong this arc?
No, because
no.
Are you okay with how he's gotten strong?
Yes.
I'm okay with the strength. My problem is like, why are you showing us this progression with no sort of like benefit, like no sort of outcome to it? Because if you're just showing us the progression with the ass whooping, it's just kind of like I don't know how to feel about it.
Wait, Grim said yes. Grim, why you say that?
This Katakuri has been beating Luffy's ass this entire time period, and there's only been a certain amount of times where he's gotten hit. So now that like Luffy actually hit him one more time, he's saying that they're equals. Doesn't make sense to me. Katakuri's been winning this fight. He's been superior in this fight. Luffy's just now got a form that's allowing him to like effectively continuously hit him.
Yeah.
If Katakuri loses this fight, it's because he's inferior to Luffy.
Okay,
so when do I rate this chapter, bro?
I mean, I got two ratings for this chapter. Like for it being like straight battle chapter, that was a 10 because that shit was fucking
100%. I think as far as like the art as well was amazing.
Yeah, and the art was
fantastic.
I've been said like this is probably one of the best art I've seen in one.
The art was fantastic. A lot of people haven't been saying that much, but it's like when you pay attention to it, like you actually know what's going on. Like it's fantastic.
It just
bro.
it's not even like just the swings itself. It's just like when you see the facial expressions.
I just can't remember. Like I can't remember.
Because you
My
can
fault,
tell,
go
like,
ahead, go
usually
ahead.
when it comes to like Katakuri, you know, when he was getting punched, you see like the squint in him because it's the first time he's ever felt something like that. But with Luffy, when he's taking those punches, you seeing his eyes like, you know, bulging out. It's showing like the real force of being a hit from like a first commander and stuff. And for like Katakuri, it's like the first time I'm actually getting hit by somebody of this level. You know, like
Big facts.
Yeah, but
The
the
little
panel,
the panel. The panel where Luffy gets stabbed in the face by Katakuri's little knee spike is like fucking crazy. Like that's just an insignificant panel, but it's a whole bunch
yeah.
of shit. Like
But Luffy,
Yo,
but
yo,
the thing is, Luffy's bouncing right back from these hits, though.
I got a question real
What's
quick.
this
So
acting?
why does it look like that
That's kind of weird.
Luffy's injury is gone? Like what's up with this injury shit, bro?
Wait,
It never existed
somebody's
in the
echoing
first
again.
That to me like Oda just forgot like on
Yeah,
some
somebody's
bullshit.
echoing
Like, you know
again.
how that nigga is, bro.
I think
My fault.
that's
That's me
good.
again. My fault.
No.
yeah, but the panel where you see Katakuri dodging and you see him in 3 ways, I love that.
That was
panel. That's the
amazing.
best
That was
panel.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That was
That
beautiful.
was good,
Yes,
That was
yo, my
beautiful.
son is
Because
weaving,
Katakuri
boy.
is weaving. Because
That's
first of all,
right.
yeah, think about it. The attack that Luffy used, like, it's almost impossible to dodge that shit. Like
Yeah,
that shit is like covering with Gatling. So it's going everywhere. This Katakuri started like further. He got closer. Then he follows it with like fucking kick, bro.
And the fact that like the further it stretches, the faster it gets from there. And like
And
That makes
that's
me
the thing,
say
right?
that he will still win. Though.
You know what's weird on this chapter, bro? It made me feel like it made me be more impressed with Katakuri than Luffy, which is kind of weird because it was supposed to be Luffy's chapter.
I think
I feel like everybody feels that way.
I've always been impressed with Katakuri because he's been strong. But I think last chapter, like I appreciated him more. Because we know he's strong. So it's like seeing him do this shit, like, you know, but seeing him like stab
like
himself
this,
and like basically throw away like this whole persona that he's had for the longest. I'm like, yo, that's ballsy, man. I appreciate that.
in my opinion, like I feel like it was the other way around though, because like this nigga Katakuri has been impressive the whole fight. So if I finally see a chapter where Luffy's doing something, I'm gonna be more impressed with Luffy. If I just see Katakuri doing something, like nigga, you've been doing something for 17 chapters. Like I'm not impressed if you keep doing.
But the
shit.
thing is, when you look at the plot and the story, right? When Luffy gets a new form, he overwhelms, and he continues to overwhelm.
Yes. Yes.
He got Katakuri real quick. Katakuri's like, oh, I know what's happening, and then got this nigga. I'm like, wait, that fast? Like he adapted that quick.
Yeah, he adapted real quick.
That's exactly what my whole confusion was, Brago. Like what you just said, like, cause I thought like when we saw Snake Man was gonna be introduced, like I swore to God it was gonna be like the whole Doflamingo 10 toes to the to the face type of gear force reveal.
Because they kind of did that with Bowman, right? They did it with Bowman to Katakuri.
Yeah, like with Bowman, like where he was just fading, like and like even though like he got a couple clean hits off jump, like. Just the fact that Katakuri hit him with them big ass dumbers, like them.
Would y'all like that though?
I got a question for y'all. Minus the whole shonen trope about they don't use their strongest move to the end. Y'all don't got a problem with him just now displaying this level of strength?
Who, Katakuri or Luffy?
Katakuri.
So Dice Mochi, if you look at Dice Mochi,
he's been displaying that.
Wait, somebody was explaining. Who was explaining?
He's spinning himself to create momentum.
Yes.
So he didn't need that speed form until he went against somebody else with equal speed. You know what I'm saying? Like he really didn't need.
But I'll say this. Remember the beginning of the fight when he was saying Luffy's being annoying? Do you think that's a moment where you use that form? Or did he or he was still underestimating Luffy? Or he wasn't taking, but he said he wasn't gonna underestimate him. He said it so many times.
What form?
Okay, but
base form when he said Luffy is being super annoying. You know what I mean? Like
by dodging all the attacks.
Yeah, he's dodging all my attacks.
Check this out though. Okay, so this is my problem with this entire thing. Like with this chapter, is like okay, this nigga Katakuri came into the mirror world like to kill Luffy, and he failed to do that for hours upon hours upon hours. All the while, they have all this other bullshit going on outside of the mirror world where you would think that a commander would want to go ahead and get this nigga out the way to go finish the job with the other straw hats and all that.
But he
It
said
don't
that
make like I feel like this fight was
Luffy
drawn
won't
out
go
too
down.
fucking long, and it's not consistent story for me, and that's my problem with it.
I got another question for you, bro. Like, do y'all think the fight really ended? I do not think so, bro.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think at this point, going back with the reread and stuff, it looks like what could happen is that they're gonna both get hit, they're gonna fall, and they're gonna get right back up and continue the fight afterwards. Like that's the only way I can see it. It's always gonna be a draw.
Because it doesn't make any sense. Like Luffy being on Snake Man for only like what 8 hits, like or few hits he did.
It wasn't even 8; it was 3.
It was like
yeah.
It was like some clashes, and he got faded by like a couple of Katakuri's punches.
There
and now
was,
he's gonna fucking defeat Katakuri.
No, but he's been hitting him though.
No, but the thing is, bro, it's only he's only been Snake Man for how long?
No, before Snake Man, right? He's been hitting.
Wait, Grim, you had something to say about that point?
Yeah. I was gonna say there's a discussion point we brought up earlier about this. If you notice, like when we first got Bounce Man and then Take Man and then like the Slate form, like it seems like there's like more or less smoke in different forms. So like we were going on a theory that like it seems like Ultimate Hockey's what keeps like the air compressed in Gear 4. So we were assuming that like because there's more smoke, is it that like he's using more hockey in one of these forms than the other ones? Like does it force more concentration to do Snake Man than it is Take Man and shit? And we were trying to like speculate on that. So what do you feel about that?
Wait, wasn't the
because you know
smoke?
why?
Smoke has like a Gear 2. Listen,
you know why that's
like
valid?
Gear 2
yeah, no, like
variation.
here's the way we framed it, because Mercy brought it up in a way that I think was like perfect. Like the fact, like Gear 4 Bound Man, like the nigga never used no sort of jet nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like we only see him use a jet something when he's in Gear 2nd, and the fact that he's in Gear 4th and he's using like a jet culverin, like he's adding that jet form to a form that's already fast because it's quote unquote Gear 4th. It's like I think it's a fascinating.
But the thing is, with Gear 4th Bound Man, right? He's so big and he's using so much of the tensile and the compression of the rubber. It's like he had no room to maneuver to use a jet Gatling. You know what I mean? In Snake Man, I think he's not using as much elasticity, so he has that room to use jet Gatling. Well, that's how I
physically you can see more hockey on Bound Man.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it.
Yeah, you can see it. It's
yeah,
especially the patterns to
great.
move the arm and everything.
Even in this chapter, right? Luffy was still getting hurt when he was punching like Katakuri's fist. And
yes, that shows that's the difference of like power between Snake Man and Bound Man, because we know Bound Man kind of overwhelmed Katakuri, where now Katakuri is overwhelming Snake Man.
Yeah, Bound Man said that nigga.
So the thing is right, like then I'm like confused, because what's the point of this new like crazy speed form when it's not doing as much as we need it to do?
Because the moves are erratic.
Well, unpredictability.
Wait, we haven't seen what King Cobra could do yet.
Exactly.
It's
That's one thing I feel.
Wait, somebody was saying it's erratic. Who was saying it's erratic?
The difference is with Katakuri, we've seen Dice Mochi before. He's gonna get stuck again.
Let me finish.
Let Mercy finish his point. You can go. Would you?
So look, we know it's erratic, but thing is, if Luffy knows that like Gear 4 couldn't do that much damage to him, like what makes you think like a smaller version of it, but it just more speed is gonna do anything? Because he knows that he has better future sight than him. He knows he's gonna be able to dodge the shit.
Well, Mercy, Gear 4th only did damage because of the Metayenda, right? Because remember, after that they had a quick exchange and Katakuri gave him that body blow a few times. So he was like, I can't.
Now I'm confused because Katakuri is able to take care of this form so quick. So what's the point of
the thing is, with Bound Man, he still can't hit Katakuri with Bound Man. Like, Katakuri even said, like, we're back to square one. Like, you still can't hit me. So Luffy's like, remember going back to Rayleigh. Rayleigh's like, there's no way you can like overcome those future sight guys in 2 years. So how do you compensate for that? You come up with a form that can increase your speed, and based on the beating that you've taken from Katakuri this whole fight, your observation is somehow increased to the point that you can somehow sense where Katakuri is going to go using your culverin and jet culverin. And I think that's how he's kind of closing the gap, because Katakuri in this fight, like this chapter, Katakuri got more hits in. You know what I'm saying? But like Luffy is hitting him now. Luffy's actually tagging him now. So, but I know the big question is like, why didn't he use it before? What do you guys think about that?
I think it just comes down to like, with him, it's like you have to find like the right time to use it. If you like, let's say in a fight, you're gonna try and use everything you have there, and of course Katakuri is gonna be at full form, ready to go. If he stops your best attack, and it's gonna take you a while to regain the stamina to go and use Snake Man afterwards, you're put in a disadvantage. You want to kind of retain, if you have the time to retain some of your stamina at the very least to be able to utilize that you wait for like towards the end to use it, so that way it kind of gives you that opportunity. But if Katakuri stops you there, then you're kind of left, it's like trying to regain that stamina. Like Katakuri shouldn't be allowing him to do that.
And another
Here's
thing
my
too,
thing.
man,
Wait.
it's like,
But here's
let
my
me go
thing
real
on
quick.
that though.
Let me go ahead. Who's responding?
I was trying to respond to that. All right.
Yeah.
When Snake Man isn't so much that it's his strongest form, because clearly we see that Bow Man is has more attack power.
Yeah.
So by default, so far what we've seen, King Kong Gun is his strongest attack that he has in his arsenal. The whole thing about Snake Man was this: is that like if you think about it from a true fighting essence, like Luffy been taught this whole time, you've been losing your fruit, you've been using your fruit wrong, you be spamming it, like even when in a Rayleigh flashback, like yo, you just can't be going around wildly swinging your punch and expect to win every fight. Snake Man was designed to Luffy already figured out, look, I could take a bigger ass beat than this dude. He's been beating my ass for 10 hours straight.
Yeah.
All right. But the few times that Luffy get his hits in, he's doing damage. So he figured like all I gotta do is really touch this dude. So it's not so much that like, oh, Snake Man ain't got so much power, it's that he has the speed, and now that he has the observation of hockey in order to properly use the speed, is that he figured like, okay, at the end of the day, my punch is gonna outdo his, even though he might be stronger.
But Katakuri,
another point I want to say real quick.
Go ahead. Who would respond? Who was saying that?
I was gonna say something. I responded to the point where you were saying earlier, like why didn't he use it earlier?
Yeah.
We know for a fact that after he does use Gear Fourth, like the fight's over. So you got to use it as your last case scenario because he ain't no Brule running around no more. Like you can't do that shit.
So you think he's kind of learning? He's learned from like Dressrosa and his the previous time he ran away.
Most likely,
You got to swing that shit out to your last. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, like to me, like I don't even like that question. Truth be told, like I feel like we could ask that question for a lot of situations within the story. So it's just kind of like what purpose you got the shit now? You feel me? So like, what is that gonna do? We're just gonna spin circles.
Well, I agree.
Yeah, I hear that, but I can understand why that would kind of someone would be like, wait, what? You know why?
I think Oda could have did a better job, like foreshadowing. Like first of all, we all knew that the nigga was gonna have another form. Like we were all under the assumption. Maybe
we knew he was not beating Katakuri with what he had. We knew that.
Yeah, exactly. Like we could have maybe Oda could have did a better job alluding to Snake Man entirely. Sure, we could have that argument, but like him saying why did
this
this
whole
earlier like that
20 years old. I know the story's 20 years old in our world. He only stopped everything in the story that happened before the time skip was 3 months. 3 to 4 or 5 months most.
Yeah.
Then this guy was at a time skip for 2 years with Rayleigh. So keep
and that's
in mind.
The way I look at Snake Man too at the same time is it feels like an evasive form. Oh, my bad, go.
Like I don't necessarily agree with it's not that I don't agree with the him waiting to the last minute, like because his stamina issues. Because now they were saying that once he used Gear Fourth, it's gonna be over with after that. I think it's more along the lines that he could not hit Katakuri. So once he started to develop that observation, it's like, okay, now I'm almost on his tier. But if I use this speed form, then boom, I can match this nigga.
But the thing is, he was kind of mistaken though, right? He was kind of mistaken because Katakuri had another level he could get to.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Well, that's the thing, because Katakuri just now pulled that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, Katakuri, before he pulled it out, Luffy can because you seen how Luffy would put it on him, and then Katakuri said, let's turn it up a notch.
And looking at Katakuri, Katakuri is pretty much using, like, Sodu in this chapter. Like, this nigga was, like, teleporting and shit. It's crazy.
Hey, I agree with what you were saying, though. The whole point I was saying that, like he had to get the observation and shit through the fight. If he would have like used Gear Fourth early, he still wouldn't have been able to hit the dude. So it didn't matter. You still lose the fight.
Yeah, but
that's why he used the speed form.
There's also a point that I think that we have to address that's very important in the chapter before, is that Luffy is saying that he's checking out his opponents, how they are and what they are doing. Because that's why he's using for now Snake Man, for example, because he's looking up what is Katakuri now doing, and because of that he's reacting and using some kind of his attacks that he thinks is going to be able to defeat Katakuri at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the question. Wait, hold on. I got a question. Do you think do you think Luffy was waiting for some chances like waiting for a fatal injury for like to like Katakuri until so he could use his gear for the new form.
He was he's looking. He didn't expect the Flampe thing. I don't think he expected that. But yeah, he was waiting for his opportunity. He was waiting for his opportunity.
Yeah, remember his focus was on the fight the entire way.
I don't know if he was waiting for an opportunity, but like he definitely took advantage of the nigga stabbing his goddamn.
But thing is, he never knew how it's gonna come though. So
yeah, so that's why you keep going. You know, that's the Luffy's thing. You keep going to an opportunity presents itself.
I got a question. I got a question though. Like, going off the assumption that King Cobra is Luffy's ultimate attack in Snake Man, do y'all think that Diced Mochi is Katakuri's attack too?
I say this. I've been saying this a lot. Pharaoh was like, yo, you keep saying that shit. But with Katakuri, first off, his stickiness came back this chapter, which is great. And then with this Diced Mochi and the fact that it's sticky, I was saying once Luffy is caught, like at the final panel, right, where Katakuri, the Diced Mochi is already over Luffy. I was like, blow it up. Just blow it up.
Right. That's true.
and then you get him off guard. Like, Luffy's not expecting that. And maybe the Cobra still hits him. But it's like he has the arsenal and the tools to do it. But But Diced Mochi, I think so. I think so.
He's swinging it down too.
Yeah,
we know it's gonna stick. And the thing is, like King Cobra, like it looks the same as Chase Python, but and King Cobra, like his hands not closed. You know what I mean?
See, that was another thing,
It could be a penetrating attack, like when he used Cody Jones to Sun Holden for a second.
People believe that
there might be something else going on there.
People believe that Python's name is Chase Python. I don't know why people would think that Tack's name is Chase Python, but
it's one of the second.
Yeah, hold on. That's what he. Wait, hold on. That's what he says because he said the same thing with Cobra in the first time. But as far as the King Cobra, it's probably the super version of the Snake Shot. Because think back to the Horty Jones.
Horty Jones thing. Yeah. So you about to use electricity?
So besides being
no. Look at his hand. It's used the same way.
Do you guys remember King Kongun, right? And then the better variation King Kongun, right? So this is just that.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, the thing is with the King Cobra, if you look at the panel closely, right, you see how it goes all the way around. At the same time, where he uses Diced Mochi, it applies off the speed. Okay, so the King Cobra refer to the speed.
I mean, if you guys like when y'all ask whether if that's his finishing move in that form, like that to me, like to another question, which I asked, do you guys think like the fight is over after this?
I don't think it's the finishing move. I don't think it's
because if it is, then like because if the fight is over, then I would say hell yeah, that's his strongest move.
This is what's gonna happen.
So we're putting King Cobra over like King Kongan.
Next chapter, we're gonna get nothing about Luffy and Katakuri.
Yeah, that's what scares me, man.
I've been saying that for a while, man, and we keep getting them. So I'm gonna keep my.
That's typical, though. That's typical.
Who said the point about King Cobra his hand? Who said the point about his hand being open? Who said that?
I did. I said that.
I said that too.
I said it too.
Like his fist is not. He's not gonna punch Katakuri. I'm telling y'all. He's not gonna punch him.
He's gonna give him a bitch slap in the face, and Katakuri gonna.
What if he? Hey, look. I said this out. What if he grabs Katakuri's head, right, and then he shoots his body back like a fucking bazooka, and it connects with his ass?
Well, the thing I was gonna say, and I kind of talked about this with like Dustin and them, is like you remember how he goes with the right hand afterwards before he's about to come and attack him, right? As coming towards him on the rebound, he still has his left hand tucked in, and if he uses an elephant gun, because Katakuri's gonna be expecting that right hand that's coming back afterwards, he's not gonna be paying attention to the left. He doesn't pay attention to that left, and that comes right to the dome. That's gonna make him unconscious.
If this nigga don't look into the future, see what the fuck is going on.
But there's the thing though, his hockey could be low though. Remember we talked about this before.
I got
his hockey low to the point. Why he's taking those attacks?
But you say look into the future, right? You seen in the earlier panels when that nigga looked into the future and got slapped.
Where?
That nigga
on the third point. On the third point.
And then to the front, and he got shocked for a second, like, "Oh shit!" and got slapped.
No, I don't think.
Listen.
I think you just use normal observation on that one, bro. I don't think he looked in the future for the first punch.
Because when I think he looked in the future, Durson, go to on page 6. On page 6, I think that's when he looked into the future.
But I'm saying, like, how the fuck is you gonna say he using normal observation? Then, nigga, how do you know when he uses physics out or not? Like, how can you tell?
Look at
Because
You know,
he couldn't see that
using it
shit
all the
coming.
time.
That's
We
why.
actually got a pretty big
Hold up, hold
indication
up.
this chapter. We got that
He,
whole
he's
that star thing on the top of his head, and then he was able to block that next one. I'm pretty sure the first one that he couldn't block was just that he got speed blitz. He wasn't using the shit at the moment.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
page
saying.
6, like it darkened it to make it seem like this is from his
I'm looking
perspective.
at it. I'm looking
Yeah,
at it
he's
now.
like, oh, I
Hey,
get it
son.
now.
Hey, I was gonna say about this dice shit. Like now don't hop on me for saying this, but like
Oh, we gonna get you.
King Kong type shit, like King
no,
Konga type shit.
Nigga,
no.
Nah.
no King Kong type
That's
shit.
I don't know, man.
King
at
Kong.
most
Hey,
Leo
hey,
Bazooka.
hold on. Did you not see the level of destruction
It's not
that
King
Yeah,
Kong.
fucking King Kong gun did?
It's not
The
King
Yeah,
nigga
he
Kong.
folded
split
the
a
city
whole
in
fucking
Like
half.
that's reminiscent to
city.
like the King Kong gun in some form, like a smaller
I
version of
Yeah.
disagree.
it.
I
Like
completely
that
disagree with
nigga, that
that.
nigga hit Luffy with the dice motion and put him in the ground, made a big crater. But
No,
King Kong gun literally lifted up a whole fucking city.
Yeah,
Come
facts,
it was
on.
like a
facts,
miniature version
facts.
of
Yo,
it.
the
Yeah, that's what
panel
a
was
miniature
Yeah,
No,
version
no,
was.
guys,
King
guys.
Kong
At
gun
most,
was definitely more
I
destructive
think
than
I
what
think they were
Katakuri
no,
did
talking
with
about
Dice
the
no.
anime
Motion.
At
because the
most,
manga
it's
didn't
Leo
show.
Bazooka.
He
The
basically took his
manga
own
showed
attack.
about
That's what kind of
a
happened.
few city blocks that were getting actually destroyed and shit. And
I'd
obviously
say that
Flamingo ran
that
into it.
spinning spear move that he did that blew the whole giant wall out probably a little bit
Yo, bro,
more
like, I got a
destructive than
question
others.
real quick, bro. So, what I believe, right, from this chapter, I mean, I don't, this may be headcanon or not, but I think Luffy's gear for this Snake Man punches are faster than Pacifista's little light beams, bro.
I
Yo, why you
disagree.
keep you said this shit
No,
so many times
we
today, bro?
talked
Hey,
Stop
about
look,
bringing that
look,
shit
Mercy.
up,
Come on,
dog.
Mercy.
I'm trying to bring
Yo,
up
what's
facts,
going on with you
I
today,
think,
bro.
I
bro?
think, I think so.
Progress
I think
point.
so. I think so.
Nah,
Oh,
You don't gotta
Hey,
I'm trying to bring
recycle
up
them
facts.
points,
Yeah, I
bro.
mean,
Oh,
I
look,
think, I
he
think,
agrees, bro.
I think as far as like relativity, I don't know. As far as like these light speed lasers of the pacifistas, in comparison to these monsters in the New World, I don't think. Yeah, I think their attacks are faster.
Man,
Because
look,
like,
I'm gonna tell you the
by
problem. Look, I'm
accepting
gonna tell you
that,
the
you would be
problem
implying
with
that
the
Cat
laser.
Curry is moving at
Look,
light speed.
I'm gonna tell you the problem with the laser. The problem is the fact that
Facts,
But
they
wait,
Leo.
I
have
don't think
to
those
have.
lasers are moving at light speed though.
oh, I
No,
don't
but
think
they
they
No,
are.
are. They're
They're
fast.
look,
lasers.
bro,
Okay.
look, check
They're
this
That's
out.
lasers.
technically
Even
what a
if they
laser does.
are moving,
They charge differently.
even if they are moving at light speed, the
Yeah,
problem is the
please
fact that
don't
they
say
have to be
lasers. Please
fired
don't say
first.
lasers not moving
They
at
have
light
what?
speed.
That's
The-
because you're
I
anticipating
said the
bigger.
problem. The problem with it is that they have to be fired first. Like you can
yes.
predict when you're about to fucking fire them. You know
That's
what I'm
fine.
saying?
Just
So
fired though.
it's
Doesn't
not
mean
But
really
Yeah,
the
but that's not the
now.
phrasing that he used
wait,
at
hold
first.
up,
He
hold up.
said
The
that
thing is, right?
So you're saying the
his
speed
speed.
that they're
Hold on.
moving at is like, are they slower than a Katakuri or a Luffy jet covering?
No,
Yeah,
No,
because
no,
what
no,
he's
no,
because
no,
saying,
no. The
That's
thing is, they gotta be
different,
what he's
listen,
charged.
saying,
listen,
The
listen, listen,
pacifistas have to charge those lasers,
listen,
and the
yeah,
fact is, they
listen,
get to
Yeah,
listen,
charge.
let him explain his
Get
point.
the,
listen.
It's like,
When Luffy dodged that shit with just normal observation, bro. Just normal
bro.
Yeah.
observation.
Bro,
Wait, what do you got there? What do you guys think? Because
And
you
the
guys
thing
seemingly
is,
think that the
right?
pacifistas lasers are faster than
No,
like.
Brago, you're not
No,
understanding.
no,
look,
no.
look,
You
Brago.
think
look,
Of
his
course.
punches are going at light speed?
Yeah.
Luffy's punches.
But the thing is, no, 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 no. But I don't think these lasers are going at light speed,
No, but they are.
they're
They're
no,
They
lasers.
are.
bro.
let
Well,
me break
okay,
it down.
Wait,
Braga,
okay,
Bro.
what speed
hold
are
up.
they
The
going
thing
at?
is, we're
nah,
getting
but
this wrong because we're trying to
based on
apply real
what
world physics into
Yes.
this shit.
it
That's
doesn't
that's
it
it's, we're
doesn't
not. It's
matter
not gonna
Well,
if
comply.
they
But
are
it's
or
laser,
if they're
Hey,
bro.
laser.
Then
check this
okay, then
out.
why
This
isn't
how
Kizaru one
lasers.
shotting
concentrated
everybody?
light. I mean,
Hey,
Kizaru's not
look,
watching
well,
check.
everyone because they
Well,
have
that's the
observation
same
power. They
question.
have
Why is Kizaru
precognition.
fast at all then? Why
Hey,
if
can I
they're
say
not really
something real
moving at
quick?
light speed, why consider him moving faster? If he's like a regular
Hey,
guy,
but check this
doesn't
out.
take
Can I say
super
something
speed.
real quick?
Go
mm,
ahead, Des.
All right, so look, if a pacifist and Luffy lined up right beside each other, and the pacifist shot his laser the same time Luffy take off, and they raced, he would not beat that laser. But the
That
thing is the fact that they have to fucking fire the lasers, and with observation, you can predict when they're about to pull the trigger. That
Yeah.
makes it easier to dodge. You feel me?
Correct.
Now, if a
that
laser just
too.
came out of nowhere and you had no idea like where
mm-hmm.
when it was being fired, where it got fired, you probably get smacked by that motherfucker.
It's not
yeah,
just that. It's also the fact that every time you see these lasers being used, even when because the only time Kizaru don't charge is up, it's charge time. Them pacifists have to charge charge
he's
their
got
lasers,
one
and
where he
then they
just points his
fire.
finger and it goes. He's got one where he points his finger, it just shoots off.
It's not really a hard concept to understand, bro. I think niggas just don't like the idea
Steve,
of people being light.
Steve, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
I think, like I just said, I think niggas just don't like the idea of niggas being light speed. That's all it is.
I don't. I mean, this just doesn't matter in One Piece. I don't think. Like we have so many. We have so many counters to it. You have so many counters.
Yeah,
to
people can use shave like
yeah.
Tashigi can use shave like you
like how fast is Soto? How fast is Gear?
like if
how
you
fast
can
is
blink,
Gear
it is what it is. Like
I don't want to give Sanji credit, but Skywalk like,
takes 5 seconds. Run 100.
I mean, is moving faster than the move.
I would say like I agree with what you're saying, bro. Like it seems like they do disregard that feat of like moving faster than light river a lot of times, and especially in the series. But what I'm saying is that they make it like they make an emphasis on the fact that like there are certain things that are very fast, like the soda, for example, or Kizaru's light shit, and like they even mentioned like people confusing those pacifist weapons as like being Kizaru's powers. So like I'm positive that like these things are actually that fast, but I'm not. You're right. I can't prove to you that like their niggas are not faster than lasers.
Right. That's the thing. I agree.
I'm gonna keep it simple. Go ahead.
But say they are moving light speed, right? Like how fast are the One Piece characters moving in relative to like their speed? You know what I mean? So it's like
that's the thing.
So that's what. So it's like. That's what you gotta judge. They're like we're not seeing these guys when they move, bro. Like
because it's kind of crazy.
The teleporting thing, I think, is the fastest thing in the story.
Wait. So what's the fastest? What's the fastest we've seen something move in the series so far? Is it
Sanji?
Is it Sanji?
Something moving. Law using shambles.
Wait, what? Law and shambles?
You guys
Wait. 1 second. Law using shambles?
Law using shambles is the fastest thing.
Bro. Let me say this. Virgo blitzed him before he could use shambles.
No.
I'm talking about the actual movement.
But that no.
Y'all just went full cancer. Calm down.
Yeah, explain your point.
Him using shambles. Like I'm not talking to him about him getting it off. Like anybody can blitz him before he gets the shit off. But him like using shambles to transport one thing to another, that speed in itself is the fastest thing.
But the thing is, the reason why that's kind of flawed. It's like the action is part of it. You know what I mean? Like the action of using it.
He was fighting Doflamingo, and then Law transported behind him.
Moria is the fastest.
Hey, but check this out. We forgetting somebody. We are forgetting somebody.
Lucky Roo greatness.
Kuma.
Light speed.
Or Owen.
Shout out to Kuma. Owen, yeah.
Now what?
Kuma.
Brago.
Let me address that.
Wait. One at a time.
Let's get a
Now
second.
is that light speed, bro? Because I know
definitely.
definitely.
Wait. Let me ask the question though. Let me ask the question real quick. Is teleporting speed?
No.
That shit is instantaneous.
No. What I'm saying.
It's instant movement.
It's probably
So
answer Brago's question, bro. No. To answer Brago's question, what's the fastest we've seen in the series?
Moria.
It is Moria Kiblago. On Sabaody. No.
Let me prove you all wrong.
No.
Let me prove you all
Wait, hold
wrong.
on. One at a time, guys. One at a time.
Please. Oh, Rakim, please. No, on Sabaody, right? We've seen Kizaru going at X-Ray, at Apu, at Urosh, at Basil Hawkins at the same moment, okay? While he's moving. So that is the fastest we've seen, okay?
Let me address
I can understand.
Yeah, can Rakim go real fast? Because it's more.
Hold on, Grim.
This question.
How it is, okay? Kuma, he reflects shit at the speed of light, right? But that doesn't mean they'll travel at the speed of light constantly. For example, the Kuma AirPods that he shot at Zoro, those didn't travel at light speed. They massively decreased in speed.
My nigga, just tell them about Moria.
Yeah. Anyways, when
talking about
Moria,
movement,
right? Moria is the fastest, right? Because he can do his shit instantly. When he switches between his shadow, that's instant. But the nerf to that is that he can't. No, the nerf to that is that he can't teleport everywhere like Law. He can just teleport between his shadow, right? Yeah. So him and Law are tied there in terms of fastest, right? Kuma is slower. Kuma's slower than Kizaru though, because what Kuma does is he reflects himself and he gets to certain locations.
I would say Speed Zero is under Kizaru. He's really fast.
But
See, look, I think the problem is everybody bringing this light speed shit. Let's keep it simple. Motherfuckers in One Piece are fast as fuck. Boom. Fuck light speed. Fuck all that shit. They fast as
That's
fuck.
what I'm trying to say,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That was my whole point to this original Mercy shit. Because this nigga been bringing this bullshit up all day, and I've been saying this
nigga,
all
not
day.
bullshit,
Nigga,
but the thing is, it makes sense,
you've been
nigga.
bringing this bullshit up all day, bro.
Cause no, look, listen. Me and Theory were arguing, and Theory said the Kuma's, not pacifista shit is like exact replica of fucking Kizaru, so it's fast as fuck. It's light speed. So I said, but so if we apply real life physics to that shit, of course it's not right. But then if we think about it, if Luffy is dodging that shit on
the Viz
basic
never said that's Kizaru's
observation.
weapon.
That's
basic
precognition, though.
observation.
Listen, it's
listen.
precognition. It doesn't mean he's faster than Lightspeed because he dodged it. He used precognition.
Hold on. No, but
to
the
dodge.
thing is, it was stated that even if you fucking see that shit coming, you have to be fast enough to dodge that shit.
No. He is
saw the
about
aura.
to charge
He saw
the
the
laser
aura of
beam.
where it would attack, and he dodged.
No, he's not gonna dodge it before it comes.
He knows he's charging the beam.
Hey, hold on, bro. Because there's an easy way to clarify that right there.
Yeah.
If you have a flashlight, and we're playing a game that if you point the light at
No,
me,
laser, not flashlight, laser.
If you have a flashlight in the game, is if you point the light at me, you win. If I step out of the way before you turn on that flashlight, I win. You miss.
You won't be.
So if you can plan beforehand, you can dodge anything.
Facts.
Wait, you think? Wait, hold on. You think? You think you dodge?
You think you could dodge a flashlight?
No, that's why I said.
Yo, this nigga's a wild. This nigga said you can dodge a flashlight.
I think he said if you know it's coming, like if you know the light's gonna be
like,
turned on.
I'll count down for the motherfucker. He still can't dodge it.
It depends on the radius of the flashlight.
I think y'all misconstruing.
It's a cone spread out. You know what it is.
I think y'all misconstruing what he's saying. He's saying if he can get out of the way before they click that motherfucker on, like they about to click it. If you move out of the way before they click it, then you're gonna be in the way of the flashlight.
Yeah, that's what Luffy.
And Luffy has
How is that hard to understand?
But it's the same with
I know
punches.
what he's saying. It was just.
But it's the same with punches. You guys know that
it's the
shit,
same
right?
in this fight though. Katakuri's only dodging because of his future sight, his observation.
Katakuri got hit, bro.
I think y'all forgetting about one fast ass person in One Piece. Like it's one guy that's been so fucking fast that he has never been seen in One Piece. Period.
Dofi?
Oh, Sanji.
Black Cat, Captain Kuro.
Nigga Charlotte Oven. Niggas never been
My
seen.
nigga.
Hold on, before the oven thing, you gotta remember too what Lucky Root did at the beginning of the series.
Hey, bro, hey, Ken, what's this nigga? What's this nigga's called, bro? The with the slow, bro, where this nigga slows everything down. Foxy. Foxy could stop that shit.
Oh, now Foxy low key would be the fastest nigga.
Oh, y'all getting
Come on, yo. Come on, yo.
He wouldn't be.
These niggas is fucking him up before he even does anything.
He would be the fastest nigga.
No.
Listen, all he has to do is slow everybody down.
No.
Hey, let's get this on real quick.
Oh my god.
Real quick.
He essentially has like the world, bro.
Hey, look, this is bogus, but let me say something real quick. What if Foxy had observation? He was in the same place as Luffy when the pacifista shot the laser. If he used his beam, could he slow down the lasers?
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
He should be able to, yeah.
He should be able to.
Yeah, so
You can slow down anything.
Foxy like speed, confirm.
Confirm.
Well, the thing is, it's like because you dodge it, that doesn't mean you're fast. You're reacting.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
And he's a great counter to it, though.
Durson is saying that Foxy's slow beam is light speed.
Wait, come on.
Fact.
No,
It's a counter. It isn't light speed. It's a counter.
Yeah.
It's negative light speed.
Hey, but back
That's a scary ability.
But technically,
back to the chapter though. I'm back to the chapter.
Yeah,
Look,
back
I
to the
found
chapter.
this completely funny. When I was reading the chapter. It was like a long time ago when we first got introduced to Katakuri and we was trying to figure out how niggas gonna beat him. And I was like, hey man, what if Luffy do a covern and do it and hit it and then turn around, hit him in the back of the head? And everybody laughed at me. I was halfway serious about that shit too. Like I halfway serious, like I bullshitting. and then the shit happened. Like I found that shit hilarious as fuck.
I see you put your toe in the
You
water a
just
little
put that
bit.
shit.
See how cold the water was.
It's too cold. Back up a little bit.
Nah, I'm gonna take that
Like,
out.
we good.
I should have stuck with that shit. I should have made a theory video about it.
Though, I agree.
I mean, I guess when we were looking at it, it just seemed too simple to work.
Yeah,
it seemed
exactly.
too simple.
That's exactly what it was.
Like, what do you think
I was
Katakuri
like,
gonna see that shit coming, nigga? You know, but it ended up working. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it
But
happened. Shit.
This is what thing is right. When Katakuri got hit with the second attack, if he's able to see, if he was looking at the future at that moment, why wasn't he able to see the second one coming?
the second one, you talking about when he uses hockey on his face?
Yeah, well, no, yeah. Like as soon as like the initial hit,
Because he had the initial hit.
The initial hit, right? No, he dodged it.
It's because it's sped up. Like it's because every time the shit cuts,
Yeah,
it speeds up.
right, because he got hit the first time. That's when he dodged it, right? You talking
Yeah,
about-
like the dodged it, then he got hit. You see what
Yeah,
I'm
but
trying
he
to say?
dodged it. The shit cut, and
then
then
it
it
cut.
sped up after it cut.
Oh,
Right, then it hit him in his face. Then it came from the side.
But
He
the
dodged
thing is,
that one.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like how far does he see into the future?
He didn't get hit again until like well, he was blocking everything until he got hit in his face.
Yeah, it's more of like he could see everything that's coming at him, but it's more of like if the shit keeps getting faster, no matter how far into the future he can see the shit. Like,
But
he's not
I
gonna
think
be
he can
able
only
to
see in his
stop
field of vision. So if it's like coming from
arguably that too. Yeah.
behind him, it's like he's not seeing the future from behind him. So
That's
it's like-
that's more
Yeah,
interesting.
see, when he
bro.
figured it out.
Hey, did somebody kick Tyrant?
Nah, I think Tyrant just left.
Yeah, hockey ran out.
Ran out of hockey. He left the mirror world, man.
Who kicked
Yep.
Nobody.
He asked me who kicked him.
Nah, nobody. I don't know if did anybody kick him.
Nah, he might have. His shit might have just dropped.
I ain't got no power here.
He can join back in, right?
Yeah, you got one more spot.
Y'all mess with Tyrant?
Tyrant about to be angry as shit, bro. Nigga, that.
Well, I
Yeah, nah, he
don't.
that
that
nigga
gonna come
Tyrant
in here
be
barking on niggas now.
Put him
And
back.
he be trying to throw his hockey around and shit.
Yeah, I
You guys.
I don't
Oh, look,
see
but
that.
I was thinking about this earlier, but like the fact, like since like Gear 4, we know like the speciality behind Snake Man is the fact that like it like increases the speed and how fast he stretches. Like, do y'all think he can apply that effect to his entire body? So essentially, like once he starts moving, just essentially just keeps getting faster.
So you're
faster.
talking about like
Rest in peace.
Bellamy.
like Kuro?
Kuro.
Wait, into his base body? Are you talking about?
The
his
Captain-
base
Yeah, like, I'm
body?
talking
I
about
see
his
where
body.
it's
Yeah.
going.
No, that's
Captain
not gonna work,
Captain
because-
Kuro, he just started moving. He couldn't control himself. He's moving so
The only
fast.
reason
But-
he's able to do that right now is because he blew up his muscles, and like his muscles, I guess, allow him to like bounce around the place with his arms and shit.
So you're saying why he can't do it with his entire body?
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. That you know how like
Well,
how-
I think he will be able to do that eventually. He just can't yet.
Hey, that's what I'm saying gonna happen with King Cobra. He gonna grab that nigga by the face, and then instead of like following up with an attack, he gonna move his body to his hand, and he gonna follow the path that it went, and
Going in
smack
with
that
the
nigga like a
legs.
bazooka.
Well, I think King Cobra is just gonna hit Katakuri from like multiple angles at
So
once.
guys, I got a question for you, right? Like, this may bring some cancer, but
Go ahead.
let's say right now, right?
Oh my
Put
God.
Luffy at this level, fresh,
Mercy again. Let's go.
fresh. Because this is the shit me and Dan were arguing this, right? And you put Luffy fresh and Katakuri fresh at this level, at the start. We guys put him back at the beginning. They're fresh. Who do you think is gonna win?
high diff
See,
Luffy.
I think I thought it was Luffy before this chapter, and now
Yeah,
this chapter
same.
got me thinking like,
don't
I don't
I
know.
still
Like, if Luffy were to win this fight, it's gonna be
Wait. This chapter though,
Luffy's still winning,
Katakuri got more hits in. So
Yeah.
That's the thing. The thing is, that's the thing, right?
I've been, yeah, like y'all know I've been arguing that for like.
But
this
I don't
whole
know.
week,
That's
like,
tough.
Luffy
That's
is stronger
tough.
than Katakuri.
We don't know how long Snake Man is
now
gonna
it's
last.
like, hold the fuck up.
But Dan had a good.
And remember, like what we're seeing right now from Luffy too, using Snake Man and stuff. Again, he's not at 100% right now. He's been worn down during out this fight, and now he's using Snake Man. Him using a full power, like again, I always still think that it's like a speed form, but he's trying to reserve that power and still utilize it, just moving at a quicker rate.
Yeah.
So if he was like at a better health, like he'd be doing some damage. Again, it takes one punch, man.
But lads, remember Katakuri is injured as well.
I mean, yeah.
But remember this right here. Remember this right here.
To me,
this
it's
nigga
undeniable. Like,
Katakuri could.
twice, right? Like, if like
what are
if
we
Luffy,
remembering?
No, remember this. Like he, fucking Brago. Listen, look. After he uses Gear 4, he's kind of fucked because he has no hockey after that. No observation. No.
Do you think it's the same with Snake Man? Because it's not as much.
Yeah, I think so.
You gotta admit, Luffy's been.
All he gotta do is
using
keep dodging, man.
Luffy's been using
He's the
ornaments.
chosen one.
That's what
Luffy's been
Snake
using
Man is.
ornaments before he used Snake Man though. He's been using ornaments to like block shit and like.
Yeah, I think it's been actually having a good time with the gaps.
Also,
Luffy just realized he's the main character.
The thing is, Dan had a good
Yeah,
point.
man. All he gotta do is keep dodging.
You said what?
Katakuri gonna take out the spear again.
Hold on.
You can't hit him with the spear.
Listen. Dan had a good point where he said, you know how Luffy is improving in this fight right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He went from having like shitty observation hockey to having like
I don't know about shitty.
Not shitty, but you know what I'm saying, like low level, like I guess mid level.
You don't have to use hyperbole.
Like mid-level observation hockey.
Word choice is very important.
No.
Like mid-level observation hockey to like high tier observation hockey, right?
Okay.
Like he built that. He closed that gap, right?
Yeah.
So if we put him at the beginning now, do you think he's gonna reach Katakuri's level
by the time the fight is over? I mean, based on his growth, he would.
No.
He's already at his level.
That's the point. Because
Katakuri already said that.
Wait, Rakim, no, he's not.
Actually,
he's at his level, dude.
No, he's not.
Actually, Katakuri said, "You're no longer."
They're fighting.
Even if he wins the fight, he's not first commander level. He'll be second.
Chill out.
Wait, I think as a combatant, he's probably at Katakuri's level, but I don't think as far as observation hockey.
Because honestly, Katakuri was gonna win first.
Let's just do it as an overall.
How is Luffy hitting him? His observation is at his level.
Dude, he's using speed.
Hold on.
Like I said, even if you use speed, right? Even if you use speed at the very beginning of the fight, he's not gonna hit Katakuri.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. That doesn't make any sense. If he's been 2 years.
We're tired of listening to you. There are men in here.
Listen. He's been.
Nah, go ahead,
bro. Hold up. You guys are making no sense. Snake Man.
You guys are making no sense.
Y'all some trolls.
I'm a little disappointed though. I thought Snake Man was supposed to look a little more like a snake, you know?
I was hoping we might be more similar.
Like some type of.
Hey man, that's just Bow Man on a diet.
I was surprised.
It really is, to be honest. He's smaller and less hockey.
Yeah.
Literally.
He looks more like him with all the
At least as you can see.
Bro. He looks more like a monkey right now.
Snake Man and Snake got revealed in the same chapter, so it's Snake Man.
He looks more like a monkey. I like that.
You say he looks more like a monkey?
Like this one is like a cooler version of.
I'm not being racist.
Steve was racist.
Y'all know what's messed up? Like Luffy's a rubber man. How come he ain't got the fangs showing? You know. It's supposed to be Snake Man. Fangs are iconic for snakes, so why ain't his teeth sharp? Why ain't his canines extra sharp?
First of all,
he figures that he don't.
I mean, it would have made sense.
No, listen. First of all, this nigga don't. First of all, this nigga don't got a teeth, bro. He's already missing one, so he don't need any other.
Hey, one of them fangs could have been showing, my nigga.
Wait, you guys want Luffy to grow fangs, bro?
Come on now.
Yeah, be a raw dog.
Black
Mamba.
Hey, shout out to Kobe.
If he has a fish man, he better have some puppy lips. No homo.
What?
Kobe.
How did he get
So
there?
you're a
Kobe,
gay
One Piece
fish?
Kobe
Alright,
or Kobe Ryan?
You a gay fish, huh?
Oh, you like fish sticks, don't you?
What? Fish sticks, okay.
You like fish sticks in your mouth, huh?
You like fish sticks in your mouth, right? Don't you?
Wait, so how do you guys view this fight overall, though? Like, did this change how you feel about the fight? Did it just like make you rank this fight higher in One Piece? Like, or how many fights?
From a fighting standpoint,
how many fights do you put above this? How many fights do you put above this?
It's not. I still think this is still the best fight.
I honestly feel like this one chapter was amazing enough for me to put it over.
Take away.
I think easily you can put this one.
All right, let me ask you guys. When's the last time you guys watched Rob Lucci versus Luffy?
I rewatched it.
last week.
I read it
I
like a
watched
month
that shit
ago.
the other day.
I watched it
Yeah,
last
3
week.
How did you feel watching it?
An hour ago.
How did I feel watching it?
I still want to
Oh
cry.
man,
That shit is
Brago, I
fucking dope.
watched this like
So fire.
One
uncountable
at a
times.
time, dude. I'm gonna move all of you.
It's fucking
I was
dope.
crying.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I watched it, but I read it.
Why, Rocky? Why?
Cause like everyone's just talking at the same time now. Come on.
I watched it last week.
I
I
was
watched it last week.
How did you feel about it when you watched it?
The way I felt about it, I felt like it's a pretty good fight, but I feel like people kind of mystified. People kind of feel like, you know what I'm saying, they kind of like they look at it through like glass, you know what I'm saying, like through glass, like with glassy eyes. I feel like because it isn't it isn't the best fight ever. Like
You know what makes Lucci versus
What happened?
Luffy.
I didn't move at all.
Are you serious?
You know what makes
What just
you know what
happened?
makes it really
Yo, why you
you know
moving?
what
You was
makes
in the middle
really
of
good the
talking,
fight.
Rakim. Come on,
No
now.
one listen. He left.
I guess
Let
enough
us speak.
didn't
Speak.
like
Come
the
on.
slander.
Let's
What
just
makes
speak it
what
out.
makes what makes the fight really great is the context. It's not the freaking animation itself. You're really so into the freaking story that the fight just gets better. It's not that when you see actually the freaking fight without the context, it's just absolutely it's like, oh my god, this is not really that great.
Yeah, the thing
I
with Luffy
agree.
Lucci
I
is
agree
like,
with that. I agree with that.
yeah, because the thing with Luffy
Big
Lucci, it's like it
facts.
has that emotional tie because like what it's
Yes.
building up to try and
Exactly.
like save Robin. Where this one, it's like once we get past you, we can finally get the hell away from this.
But the thing is,
island.
the stakes are well. I don't know. I don't know.
Yo, I got. Look, this is a point, right? I mean, it needs to be brought up because I feel like we should wait until the anime because
Yeah, for sure.
because like right now the fight seems kind of like lackluster because we jumping around from
Hey, Super
like
Cool said he got kicked too.
He got
Yes.
kicked. Who kicked Cool, man?
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
do the mod powers.
no,
Nobody
listen,
cares.
listen.
I
Don't
don't
blame
know.
me.
OG about to give me the violation list tomorrow, so we'll see.
No, don't
Yeah, OG losing his rank.
It
Yeah,
looks
but-
like
I mean, look, I'm not gonna act
so
like
much going on in this arc, right? Just moving from one
Need a
place to
king?
one place. From that, Luffy versus Lucci, but it was like only like a few things going on, and the fight was probably.
I give you king.
No,
So that
let me say this though. Let me
it
say this
felt
though.
great.
You're
It looked
lying to
great.
yourself. You're lying to Lucci versus Luffy
Look, can I
compared to this
can I make a
fight
point real quick?
is garbage. Lucci versus Luffy is nothing compared to this fight. This fight's way better.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, listen.
I think
If you read the manga,
Big
Rocky,
facts.
Wait, Rakim, did you think Rob Lucci versus Luffy was a good fight before this fight?
No, this
thought it
one
was
this
amazing.
fight
I
is
thought it
better.
was
No. I'm saying before this
terms of One
fight,
Piece.
where did
In terms of
where
One
did you
Piece
rank it?
before this fight?
Because if you're
You know
saying
that
if you're
it's
saying Rob Lucci is garbage in comparison to this fight, then every fight in One Piece is garbage because a lot of people.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's not
compared
that.
to
Not
this
that.
fight, they're all garbage.
No,
It's
no,
like
no,
the
no,
White
bro,
Beard
bro.
moment.
Hey,
I mean, look, I will like
Listen,
For me,
One Piece is not
think
good
this
at
fight
doing
is
fights.
garbage.
One Piece is not good at
in my
doing fights.
opinion,
But it has that
in my
one fight that
opinion,
stands out that's among the
Which one?
best.
Which one?
for me,
Luffy and Lucci.
That's all like you're just reminiscing
Wait,
about.
somebody
like
was
that
trying to say
good old-
something.
That's
Yeah,
in my
what it is.
opinion, bro, when it comes to the fight of in this freaking battle, is that actually Luffy and Katakuri has this kind of the same freaking devil fruit. You know, they're really similar, and that what actually makes the action so good, in my opinion. It's really different from Lucci against Luffy. It's the match. The match is really good between these
I
two
think this
characters, in my opinion.
chapter had probably the best fight sequences in One Piece.
Like the choreography
Yes,
was on point.
like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
unlike anything we've ever seen in One Piece. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think it also has to do with the transformation that Katakuri is going into. Like in the beginning, he was like very loyal to Big Mom, and at the moment that Flambe showed up and he took off his mask, he just left Big Mom's crew in some way, because I think in that moment he was like, "Fuck it, I'm just doing this in my own way. I got an opponent that's strong enough that I can show my real powers." And that's why I like this chapter, this fight also so much, because the Curry is actually doing his thing, what he wanted to do a long time. But because of all the flaws that normally nobody is seeing in the Big Mom crew, and they have to hide it, now he can really show himself how he is. So
I think this is the first time Katakuri has had fun outside of his merienda in a long time.
Definitely, yeah. Like he actually has someone who he can say is his equal almost.
Do people like this fight more than a Rob Lucci fight because it's fresh?
Yeah, it's some recency bias. It's some recency bias.
Hold on.
Can I say
Look,
something? It's
wait,
the
look,
first
Can I finish what I was saying before I got
I've been
kicked
trying to
out?
say a point for
Wait.
that long now. Look, just real quick. Like, for
One at
me,
a time, guys.
like for me, like this fight like was going to be good just by like the amount of ass whooping Katakuri was dishing. Like I knew it was gonna be
Oh
great.
yeah, bro.
But like when we related it to Lucci, like I was hesitant because like ever since that Lucci fight, us as a community have been looking for that next fight. Like niggas was saying that about Doflamingo and Luffy when that fight was going on. Like, oh, is this the next Rob? Is this,
You know what we're looking for, right?
You know what I'm saying?
A fight without interruptions, with an opponent that's like
exactly.
That's what we want. Without interruptions, without any like asterisk. Like we want someone that Luffy, like they're, I guess, an opponent that's strong enough that can really compete with Luffy and push him.
You're watching the wrong Straw Hat. Just watch Zoro if you want that.
Brago, you mean, but Brago,
I was gonna say, please,
Brago, you
please,
mean that?
please,
You mean with
please.
interruptions? You mean like
Or
that?
that Sanji greatness. Don't forget about that Sanji greatness, Akeem.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as that.
That's right.
Wait. One at a time, guys. One at a time.
But you mean that without interruptions, like that they go into another place, like what they're doing with Sanji?
No, as far as the actual fight.
I think the one thing that makes the Rob Lucci fight so good though, like is like the stakes behind that shit. And like I think that's like the one thing I appreciate about the Katakuri and Luffy fight is because like the amount of like tension there is surrounding the entire arc.
Agreed. That's why the Doflamingo fight, it lost some of its luster because Fujitora was there, Sabo was there, and it's like, you know, like Luffy is gonna be good regardless.
This fight lost attention for me. Hey, but I lost attention because it's been so fucking long, and it's like,
what do you mean?
You talking about wait, the Katakuri fight, the Katakuri Luffy fight?
Yes.
But the thing is, it's like Oda's been jumping around, so it's like when we think about it, we've been seeing so much different shit. It's like that's why we feel like it's been going on for a long time.
That's why I said we should wait until the end.
One at a time, dude. Just one at a time.
Bro.
I mean, even though we've been jumping around, it's still been hours.
Yeah.
But like, look, if you look at the
no, but if Oda didn't do that, we wouldn't actually have this suspense, this you know, this whole pressure.
This improvement.
Look, if you look at the
Oda's had to jump around a lot because of just the amount of niggas he's had to juggle with.
Yeah.
But in terms of just like the longer this arc has gone on, the more tense it has gotten. And that to me is vastly. I mean, Water 7 had the same sort of element and sort of theme, but it's vastly different in terms of.
If you say, if you say the Rob Lucci fight versus the Katakuri fight, right? I think of it like kind of like the Mr. One Does Bones fight was Zoro versus the Kaku fight against Zoro. When I enjoyed like insanely the hell Mr. One fight, right? And then the Kaku fight came along. I thought the Kaku fight was way top above that. Okay?
Well, the Zoro Mr. One fight, it was just like Zoro just pulling something out and then beating him, right?
Well, but back then though, if you had the community and everything around it, it would have been different. Like everybody reading the same.
No, I agree with that.
But getting back to the topic that Thurston was saying.
What you said earlier though, because like I like as a fan personally, like I fuck with the Mr. One versus Zoro fight way more than I like the Kaku versus.
Really? Why you say that?
Wait, saying that? I think you're saying that because of the animation.
Why? Yeah. Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Because my man Kaku was going to.
You know what I'm saying? Like that to me was like on some real, like honestly, like that to me was on some real swordsman shit. Like and like what he was doing with in Water 7, like I didn't even know what the fuck Ashura was, where the shit came from. Like
that's
it was just like, I have this one thing.
Okay, let me ask you guys. Do you guys have a problem with that? Do you guys have a problem with that? Where Zoro, when he wants to cut something, he just has to want to cut it, and then he cuts it.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
Nah, go ahead.
Do you think? No, what I'm saying is that what he's doing? Do you, or explain to me what do you think he's doing?
Like that to me, like is that not like every sort of like every sort of like samurai mythology, you know what I'm saying? Like being one with your blade and getting in tune with like everything around you and learning what to do to cut some shit that you're not supposed to cut. Like that sort of mystic line of speech that he was reminiscing about before.
I agree. No, I agree that being one with your blade, but I want it to be a match before then. You know, it's not just like okay, as soon as I'm able to cut him, then I win. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be okay. I can cut him now, but I still have a ways to go. Like Luffy's able to hit Katakuri now, but he still has a ways to go.
I didn't have a problem with that. Look, I didn't have a problem with that because like when I was seeing like this nigga fighting Daz Bones, like he was talking he was gonna cut metal, I was just thinking about it, like hold the fuck up. This nigga Mihawk, the world greatest swordsman, cut open a fucking ship with no problem. So it's like, yo, eventually he gonna have to get to that point.
Wait, Zoro
to
cut a ship.
where he
Zoro
can
cut a
just
ship.
say,
Zoro cut a ship as
Yeah,
well.
he did that. He did that.
Yeah,
no,
I
but
got on the wrong
it
ship.
wasn't at that point. Hold on, but
That was a godly panel.
this that Mihawk did.
Yeah,
This
it
nigga
was
Mihawk just
dope.
literally just came and just sliced, get the fuck out of my
Bro,
face.
Zoro
Like,
just used
nigga, I
Lion
do that
Song,
shit
bro.
because I'm
That was the
bored.
point I was gonna make though.
Sanji
Like,
can't do that
because, like,
stuff.
when Zoro cut Mr. One, like
Sanji's
he still
Facts.
couldn't cut. He
Oh
still
my
couldn't cut a
goodness!
Galio.
You
He still
just said
couldn't
it's
do
trash.
a throw
Yes.
and slash and all shit like that. Like he still had a
My
while to go.
Yeah,
condolences.
no, I'm saying it's like after he was able to cut Mr. One. I know Oda doesn't really give the Straw Hats outside of Luffy a lot, like as far as fights are concerned. But it would have been great if, like, even after he was able to cut him, they went for a bit longer. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
that would have
No,
been nice.
I
like
feel you on that for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
people,
It does
people
end
don't
that
just want to.
Yeah, after he pulls out.
at everybody, you know.
Yeah. It's like I like the one-liners, but I want to see Zoro pushed. You know what I mean? That, like, I want to see him push this.
Just wait till Wano. Just wait until Wano.
Oh no. Zoro fanboys is gonna hate this, but I expect honestly, like the first thing I
shit.
want is when we hit Wano is the nigga on his ass. Like I
I agree.
want him to get
I
his
agree.
ass whooped.
At the same time, too, I do want to see him on the back.
I agree. I want him to be on his ass, pretty much. I agree.
If he loses, he's not gonna be to a swordsman.
Man,
That's
he was
what you
just
want.
washing Mihawk's
That's
clothes.
not
Y'all want him
that's
to
not
be on
what's
his
gonna
ass?
happen, bro.
Yo, that's
Only swordsman he will lose to is Karina.
And then when we get to Wano, the saying is gonna be, you don't want Zoro to beat anybody. That's what it's gonna be.
Brago, Katakuri is a Zoro fanboy.
Yeah, I'm gonna want the best for my boy, man.
I don't want him to go to.
No. The thing is, but it's ultimately gonna lead to him being a better character. Because now it seems like he's just super linear. It's like he's a badass when he gets a
He's
fight.
an amazing
Thank
character.
you. I agree with that. I so agree
I
with
don't think
that,
he's
man.
gonna get any more one-dimensional, like in terms of like his character.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like I want to see like the pre-time skip moments from Zoro. Like it's like
Zoro
again, we haven't seen Zoro that much post time skip. To be fair, but pre-time skip Zoro had like amazing moments with the Straw Hats, or even by himself. Where it was just
What
like
you mean? Like, you talking about like his moment where he's bitching Luffy about his whole captain shit? It's like moments like that.
not even just that. I'm talking about like
that's post time skip.
Yeah, that's post time. But I'm talking about like it was one moment where it's like he was carrying like Chopper or shit. It was like he's having fun with the Straw Hats. But it's like we're not just always seeing this badass side of Zoro. You know what I mean? Like it's like we know what this is. I want to see the other side. Like that's when Zoro was like,
you mean the
side? Lines for real. Like that nigga just says one line, like one sentence.
where it's like he's just badass as fuck post time skip. Luffy, get your head on straight, nigga.
I know. You need more dimensions.
Where it's like I understand his
for
role
it.
on the crew. Where it's like he's kind of keeping Luffy in check. That's kind of like what Rayleigh did, and we see Ben Beckman is kind of the same with Shanks. But it's like he still had that other
Something
side
more.
to him. You know, that soft side was like he was warm. Now it seems like Zoro's a fucking like beast.
It's just like
you know what I mean?
It's just like Sanji,
that's the
bro.
progression.
Hold
Though.
on.
That's progression. He's
When you
going
said-
from like a
when
whiny
you
kid.
said the line,
Listen. It's because that eye, bro. Somebody took that nigga's eye, bro.
Nah, like to me, like it's like his development, like is more important for me in terms of his strength and all that.
Okay,
like, I guess. Like,
let me say
it's
this.
not his character, like his personality is not the thing that attracts me to Zoro as a character.
But think about this, right? Think about this. When you think about Rayleigh, what do you see?
He's a nice
Badass.
guy.
He's
nigga.
carefree.
He's a badass, but
He's
bro,
badass,
hold
right?
on.
But you know
Yeah.
he still
Personality.
has that personality. He was still
around.
fucking around with
He
Shanks
jokes
and
around.
Buggy on the crew. You know what I'm saying? Like it was still those moments. Not
Exactly.
saying Zoro doesn't do that, but we're not seeing enough of those moments. We're just seeing the one-liners.
But Brago,
Yeah.
the line you just mentioned,
already.
Brago,
Yeah.
the line you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Brago, that on Punk Hazard when he was telling Luffy, we can't just fucking bullshit around, right? And this is the new world, right?
Yes.
It stuck out to you till now, remember? Because it stuck out because he didn't do that before the whole time. That's what Oda wants to do. He's not giving us
I don't know. Remember that after that Usopp fight, Zoro was like, Luffy,
exactly.
tighten up.
Oh yeah.
If you fall, we all fall.
Get it together.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right,
Can't you kind of say that about the whole?
And he said he
That was dope. That was
Wait.
dope. That was dope. That was perfect.
Exactly. But like, remember what time lies between those moments where he doesn't do that. That makes you remember that shit
was
because
powerful.
it's so
Yeah.
because it's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Oda does. See, I think I find it good that he does that. You
Like,
know,
Brago,
in
again, I
Wano
feel-
might be different, but You know,
like in the this is filler, right? It's filler in the anime when they were at Zoro and they were cleaning up and helping him and shit. When Zoro went away with Law, and Zoro wasn't supposed to be with him. He got lost and ended up with Law. And then Law ended up like using like shambles on him and shit. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Law and Zoro, our dream team.
It was hilarious. Like it was funny. It was funny.
It
was funny.
Again, like I feel your sentiment, Brago. But
Yeah.
like, can't you have
Anime too,
the
though,
same sort of
Brago.
like feeling for like the Straw Hats and the story in general?
Yeah.
Like, don't you feel like to me, like I feel like I don't like I miss like that sort of like adventurous feeling.
Yeah, it does. It's not there as much anymore because they've
You know
been
what I'm saying?
separated a lot too, though. They've been separated.
they need all the Straw Hats to be back together.
They need to.
That's gonna be a great moment when they're all back together.
Yeah, it is.
That's gonna be
They're in the
fantastic.
ship, just like digging around and shit.
I think we ain't gonna get that adventure feel till like we go to Elbaf though.
Yeah, Elbaf will be like the Skypiea base.
That's what I'm telling the
agree
people
with
all
that.
the time. I'm telling the people all the time, like, we only know Reverie, Wano, or like Elbaf at most, right?
Yeah.
There's so many islands to come. Think about it. Like, if you count all the islands from the last half of the Grand Line, right? What happened, and you count them, and compare them to what has happened. Punk Hazard, if you count Fisherman Island into, or Dressrosa and Zoe and Whole Cake, it's not that much, okay? And then count in Wano and Reverie. Okay, we have still so many islands to come for. And well, no, but like I'm saying, arcs in itself, right? That's happening in the New World, right?
Yeah.
Are you
But,
talking
like,
about?
there's
Are you
more-
talking about orcs?
Well, yeah,
Future
arcs,
islands, basically.
like, but there will be a time when the crew will, I think, just goes on their own shit again, their own journey, and just their own thing, you know.
What do you mean?
Except with Jinbei this time. Oh my bad.
He's a fanboy of Jinbei.
Hey,
I fuck
hey,
with
Joel,
Jinbei.
can I bring this back to the
Jinbei's
chapter?
the GOAT.
I got something
I know, bro. I know. He is.
So I really want to hear people's opinion on this because I heard a lot of conversation about this last week with the last chapter, but in the last 2 days, nobody really been talking about this.
Oh,
And
shit.
do y'all still think Luffy has future sight?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Using future sight right now.
100%.
No.
It's clearly stated in his senses.
No.
He just showed it.
No.
It's
I
clearly
wanna
stated in his senses.
No, wait. If
I
you
don't
say
know,
future
bro. It's
sight,
just- it's just-
if you say
he's
future
not-
sight, is it the same? You think of the same level Katakuri has it? That when you say future sight,
At this point,
You can't.
at this point,
I think.
at this point, I don't give a fuck what kind of observation.
It's clearly stated there's two different
Listen,
paths.
I
bro.
agree.
But the thing is, I think the really thing is clear. Like he doesn't have future sight.
Brago, you're misreading it.
Yeah, exactly. But just think about it. It just doesn't make
I
any
wanna
sense
hear
to me.
him talk about it because he's talking about it for a week.
Bruh, he's using future sight.
No, he's
It's
not. bro.
facts. Yes, he is. Listen, why would listen? Hold up. He's already
I'm
used
good
it.
about it.
Really? What's it called? Not really. Katakuri even said he's using it infrequently. He straight up said that. So
Katakuri was wrong.
Katakuri thought he was using
He
it.
was wrong.
how was he wrong?
Because Luffy was sensing. He wasn't seeing.
No. Did Katakuri say he was wrong?
Why does Katakuri say he's wrong?
Katakuri like gasp! I was wrong.
Hold on. You guys
Did we not? But wait. Did we not see a legit panel of Luffy with his eyes closed and see exactly what Katakuri was doing, and then those exact punches were thrown at Luffy?
Wait. He
Before what happened?
he was sensing what Katakuri was about to do.
That's the same thing as future sight.
No,
He was sensing.
He was seeing the future.
No, bro.
No,
he wasn't seeing the future.
bro.
You guys are making
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Bro,
Okay.
that's exactly
Adding
what.
some-
That's exactly what. Bro, that's exactly what both Hank sisters they do, man. That's exactly the same thing.
Alright, let's just move on because there's clearly evidence for both.
Because if Luffy
No,
has future sight, then why?
The thing is, Luffy didn't see the
He's doing
future
it right
He
now.
sa-
If he's not,
He's not using observation at all right now.
The de facto future, as King of Lightning likes to say.
when
So
Dolphin.
my point is,
when
you were
Dolphin.
saying, hold on, you were saying for a week that he can't beat Katakuri until he develops his observation haki to get some form of future sight. Even if
Yes,
it's not
and
on that level.
he's there right
But
now.
How is he fighting him if you're saying he's not using observation?
Because what do you mean? Right now he's using observations hockey, using future
Oh
sight.
well, someone else said that.
Bro, they're both using
I
future sight
think,
at
I
this
think
moment.
the thing is, look, see, I think the difference is the fact that when you see Katakuri use future sight, like it shows the panels of like everything that's about to happen in complete detail. When we saw Luffy do that, all we saw was the aura.
He saw the aura
which
of
we've seen-
Katakuri.
which we've seen people-
You
like,
guys are
since
just
we've seen
complicating
people
it for
like
yourself.
Fujitora and Usopp they saw aura, so we know that is a form of
Yeah.
observation, but it was different than what Katakuri was seeing. So it's
Yes.
definitely evidence pointing towards that.
Yeah. He
But
saw the direction of
the
the
thing is,
punches. He saw the direction of the
Dosen,
punches.
Dosen, the thing is for that, Luffy's eye was swollen shut and his other eye was closed, and he was all calm. He was seeing Katakuri only through an aura at that moment.
Yeah.
So what he saw in the future was
But
an
hey, check
aura.
this out.
What did Rayleigh say about sensing? What did
Check
Rayleigh
this
say
out.
about
Hey, but look,
attacks? All
hold
attacks
on.
have what?
When he talking about his eyes and shit, Fujitora is blind.
All attacks have what? Will, right? So
Exactly.
you
So
can see
basically,
it.
if Fujitora, for what I'm saying is, if Fujitora was to see the future, I'm not saying he has that power. Let's just say, if a blind person could see into the future, they would see that person through an aura, and that's what Luffy was doing right now.
Wait. Why
Katakuri.
why would Rayleigh say this, right? Why would they show the panel with Rayleigh saying that they're going to be people that can see the future? What will you do against those guys? Oh, you're going to just see the future as well, right? Wow, like that doesn't make sense.
That's exactly what Luffy said. Luffy said, "I want to be able to see into the future." When Luffy says he's gonna do something, he does it. That's how the story works.
Rayleigh says you're more proficient at sensing the feelings of others. That's what Luffy's doing right now. He cannot see the future yet. The future is the epitome. Luffy isn't there yet. He's not there yet.
Brago. He said, you can sense people's emotions very well. I think you'll be very good at predicting people's movements.
Okay.
Advancement of predicting people's movements is seeing into the future.
Exactly.
Why do
Yeah,
you
I kind of agree with Lucid on that because, like he said, that the strongest
I
people
think
with
the
the
thing is
strongest.
with the
Hold
Rayleigh
on, let me
thing
go. Let me
is
go real
one
quick. Though.
word that makes it construed. This nigga Rayleigh said, "But." He said it's all part of color of observation, but it seems that you're more proficient in sensing people feeling.
Yes, because he's training him, right? If you're training a guy how to do math, right? You're gonna train him in the best way in which he can learn. Luffy learned observations hockey by sensing emotions. Maybe
Yeah.
Katakuri learned it a separate way, but at the end of the day, those are separate paths of learning in which they can reach the same level though. Like that's how it is when Katakuri
Yeah,
first.
I suppose that's true. But like I said earlier, I really don't give a damn.
Let me say something real quick. Though.
Fight,
Let me say
niggas.
something real quick because I'm gonna go off of what Lucy said because he said when Rayleigh was saying all that shit, he was saying you can sense the actions another person will take. Among the mightiest in the world,
What's
you'll
up with the
find
awkward
some who can
silence?
see a little
Like,
bit in the
fuck.
future. And then Katakuri is saying that Luffy's hockey is
Hello?
getting to the same level that
Someone's
he is.
talking there.
So if he's the mightiest one in the world, should be able to see into the
Refresh
future as
your
well.
Discord.
Exactly.
Wait. So Luffy is approaching his level, right? That's what you said.
Yes.
Luffy is approaching his level. Luffy is not seeing the future yet. Luffy's sensing the future.
What they mean by he's approaching his level, they mean like he's not
there
seeing
yet.
as much into the future as Katakuri, but he is seeing to the future.
Yeah.
Didn't Katakuri just say he's doing it just in and out, like infrequently, but he is?
Brago, you got
it's
it. That right there.
inconsistent.
Brago, that right there is the perfect definition of what he's doing. You got it right there. He's sensing the
Yes,
future.
I don't
not
understand
seeing.
why
With
people
your eyes closed, you don't
that
see.
what he said. Like I don't understand. We've seen it clear in the panel when the aura was shown what Luffy sees, right? And that's exactly what Brago said, right?
No,
Like
but you guys do know
the
this
whole
though.
point. Hold on, let me
Sensing
go
the
real quick,
future.
Rakim. I'm gonna be quick. Like the whole thing, how I see it, because like Luffy just sees like auras and shit. He isn't all the way where Katakuri is, so he isn't seeing like clear pictures of it, but he's still seeing something that happened in the future.
Yes.
Yes, but still
I'll explain it
different.
to you guys. How was Luffy able to hit Katakuri, right?
He makes up
How
that
is he able
difference
to
with
hit-
speed, Rakim.
No, he
Speed.
doesn't. Listen,
topic,
do you think he would have hit him if he used Snake Man at the very beginning of the fight?
No one's saying that. No one's
No,
saying
that's
you.
No, you
because
know why
because
actually he hit him, bro?
No one's
Because he
saying
got
you
he got multiple punches coming from different
yes,
directions.
he's
He
using
just can't
Snake
see
Man.
one thing.
He's
because
using
he's a
Snake.
Just one
No,
path.
you guys are
one...
listen.
Well,
he's
also
using Snake
Luffy's hockey has improved throughout the fight. So saying that would he hit him at the beginning of the fight? No.
Only it's observation.
Yeah, because this entire fight was based on Luffy getting better observations hockey.
He's gotten better observation hockey, but he's not seeing the future.
But yes, he is. He is seeing the future. Otherwise, he wouldn't hit Katakuri at all.
You guys gotta stop trying to rationalize this shit, bro. He's the Pirate King. That's what we want to do.
No, I feel like this is how I feel, right?
No.
I feel like you guys are overcomplicating it. Just because Luffy's
Same.
doing it another
Absolutely.
way, just because Luffy's doing it another way, right? You guys want concrete evidence of Luffy doing the exact same thing
Thank
as
you,
Katakuri
Steel. The
for
fire
him.
game.
No, Chatty, thank you.
Yeah, you
Thank
guys
you
want
for showing me the
you
way.
guys want
Isn't that
concrete
what
evidence.
everybody
You
in
don't
the
need that.
dog.
Like,
Isn't that what
here,
everybody in the One Piece community
bro,
bases their opinion on?
when
Is that
Rayleigh
hard
swinged at Luffy.
hard fact evidence?
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this, right?
Sane people.
When
So
Rayleigh
this is
blindfolded Luffy,
interpretation.
no, Black Luffy. When Rayleigh blindfolded Luffy, right, and he's teaching him observations hockey, right? How do you think Luffy dodged that attack?
He sensed the will of the attack. Really said it.
Yeah, he's basically
Attacks have will too. He's sensing that.
The will intention.
Yes,
of the
I know,
attack
but basically,
launched.
right, what Luffy did was he saw an aura and he dodged out of the way of that attack when he first learned it, right? But now he's doing that again, right? That's because he has to be able to dodge someone's attack that's coming with future sight, right? Because it's going to be harder to dodge a future sight attack because he'll know where you'll dodge.
Okay, all right. So do you think what Luffy's seeing, that's what Katakuri sees?
What do you mean, like the exact same thing, like clear-cut pictures?
You say
No,
they're
I
both
don't
seeing the
think so.
future.
Yeah, Luffy's seeing the future in his own way. Katakuri's seeing the future in his own way. That's how That's how it is.
How do you
think?
I see what Rakim's saying. Rakim's saying Luffy sees what Katakuri's punches come at, and Luffy sees that he wants to dodge it, but Katakuri has to see him doing that in the future, so he could act upon that. That's what Rakim's trying to say.
No, what I'm saying is that Luffy's using future sight by looking at auras. All right,
got it all wrong.
Looking at auras a certain amount of time in the future, right? While Katakuri's looking in a different way. He's probably seeing clear-cut images of how the person's dodging. At the end of the day, it's still future sight. Throughout this fight, we've been getting so
everyone
many
everyone with observation hockey is seeing the future then.
No, everyone.
Yeah, what about Sanji?
No,
What about Sanji?
Rakim. So you're saying did Sanji see the future?
Yes, to a degree. Listen.
Okay.
I think so.
Here, let me explain to you. Let me explain to you, right?
Let him explain.
How is Luffy able to dodge a pacifista laser? How is he able to dodge so many?
What do you mean?
I can answer that.
Oh, Luffy's seeing the future back then. Luffy's seeing the future back then.
No.
He said the laser was too slow, I believe.
Too slow. Yeah, he did say. He did say that. He did say that.
No, let me say this. Let me say this. It's because, right? It's because he's seeing a certain amount of time in the future. He's seeing a person's intentions a second before they do that, right? That's how he's able to do that. But now with Katakuri can see much further, which gave him that advantage. But now that Luffy can see as far as him, they're having a fair fight in this match.
Oh, Luffy can see as far as Katakuri now.
Well, you were saying
Nah,
how could he dodge? How could he dodge the laser?
I disagree with that.
He sees the pacifista charging up the beam and the direction he's gonna blow in, and he said after the beam went away, too slow. That doesn't mean the beam itself was too slow to evade, but like the attack where it got shot from and how the attack got shot from was too slow. Okay,
I'm gonna tell you one thing. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
but
not that he
no,
saw
but anyway,
the
he
future in
cannot.
that moment.
Yeah, but anyway, he cannot do that.
It's not. It's not that he didn't. He saw the future in that moment. He just sensed the freaking beam and dodged it. He didn't see shit.
No. But you guys forgetting about the thing with the pacifistas is when he was doing that. The pacifist has to charge up first, so he knows that's coming an attack anyway. So he knows that.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like seeing the fucking future like what Katakuri does.
No, it's not the fucking future.
It's not just the intentions either. Like you can point a gun at Nami and she knows she's gonna get shot, but that doesn't mean she can dodge it.
No, bro. Let's take away that one because you guys are going crazy over that. Let's go back to when Hody threw water bullets at Luffy.
Okay,
Luffy
but
dodged
Rakim,
all
that
of them.
answered your question.
How was he able to dodge all of them? Because he saw those bullets? No, he used precognition to dodge those bullets. Right? But Katakuri's doing it to a higher degree. That's what this entire fight's about.
So it's a higher degree.
Let me ask you this: what do you think a premonition is? Do you think that's in the future?
What do you mean a premonition?
Premonition is more like
what he did
like a
to
vision in the
that
future.
thug?
To
that boss, like what
it's like when you just get a bad feeling. You just like, oh,
it's a strong.
No, it's more like a vision. It's like more a vision. I think it's like more a vision about the future.
It's a feeling.
Food. Let's go on the toilet.
It's a feeling.
Something like that. I don't know.
So like when you had premonition, if you had a premonition, you get like deja vu. Like if you see it come again, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like a premonition.
Brago, do you think Dofi has observation hockey? Do you guys think Dofi has observations hockey?
Of course,
come on, bro.
When Luffy and Dofi fought against each other, right? They were both using observations hockey, but Oda didn't straight up say that they're doing this and they're doing this. We know for a fact they were using it, right? Now that Oda's built up Luffy slowly but surely using Future Sight, he's not gonna say it from this point on. It's common sense now. We should know that Luffy's using Future Sight.
Luffy is using Future Sight. Katakuri said it himself.
Listen. Maybe he can do it, but slightly, like maybe something, like not even a second in the future.
Yeah, he's seeing in the future in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, it's not as potent as Katakuri's, but he's still doing
Of course. I might agree with that.
Yo, the chat's going crazy, yo.
The chat's all retarded.
They say Rakim saw all his L's in the future, man.
No. Let me say this to the chat. Yes, like last week or something, they're going at me. They call me retarded. All of you are retarded. Don't even go at me.
What?
Okay. Rakim, how you just gonna attack everybody? It was like Rakim. It was like 4 people.
We didn't say shit.
It was like 4 people.
We didn't say shit.
No. Hold on. I know they're not.
Where you going at? That's not even fair.
Hold up. Let me go on, dude. This isn't just because of today, right? Like last week, they're saying L. You're all wrong.
Oh, it's not an L.
Don't ever put an L by my name. You're all wrong.
Listen, Lakim is back at it again.
Lakim
is back at it again.
Proud, man.
Don't get on his bad side. You will be.
Chill out, bro. Chill out.
You will be moved. He holds grudges, boys.
Big facts.
Super cool. What did you do to him? It was probably him.
He swear it was probably him. Somebody kicked me. I don't know who it was, but somebody.
Oh man.
Damn, bro.
It was right when I started talking bad about the Rob Lucci fight too. I was like, God damn.
It's in silence.
Landed. Didn't appreciate it at all.
Wait, you say you're talking shit
Is that
about
even true, bro? Is that even true, Rakim? Are you putting?
And I said it wasn't like people were looking at it through like nostalgia or whatever. Like halfway through that got cut off.
Okay.
I don't know if this is actually a
Let me add more.
I don't know if this is actually a joke, but you said actually Zoro was above Luffy or something like that.
Me?
At some point, I don't know.
Me?
Yo, we don't
Yeah,
have
yo,
to
Rakim, yo.
Zoro every time.
Obviously, Zoro's.
I've heard that. I'm like, what the fuck? That shit is blasphemy.
He says he's equal. He says he's equal.
Equal. Maybe I can't deal with that.
I said Zoro and Luffy are equal, but then Luffy got stronger in this fight. Now Luffy's definitely stronger than Zoro. But before that, I felt like they were both commander level. And,
That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
That's
you said
fine.
you felt.
Well, the thing is,
yeah,
commander level. That's fair. That's fair.
He's obviously going based on what we've seen, right?
All you guys in the chat, you guys know I'm a mod in the chat. I'll ban all of you.
Fuck.
You're being a tyrant right now.
I'm
just joking.
Rakim, what's wrong with you, bro?
I'm just joking.
Hey, I have a question. Have y'all? So everyone made like a rank list, like what the last month and a half or something like that. So
a rank list of wait, a rank list of what?
Yo, Brago, did you check out my list, Brago? Wait, Brago.
Do you think? Hold on. Do you think the Katakuri has anybody's raised Katakuri on their list, or do you feel like it's stand pat?
Oh, the top 30 list.
Oh yeah, I put him down.
Brago, please.
You devoted him.
Brago, did you check out my 800 plus character canon One Piece part level rank list?
I haven't.
Hey, I know why. So when he got hit with nice emoji, he jumped right back.
Oh, I think I remember that. And everybody was calling the trash. I remember that.
I updated it today. I updated it.
Hold up, I'm looking at it now.
Come on,
800. They said this shit. It says too big to preview.
In the community.
He
made
did
this for
every
you and the
single
One
character
Piece
in One Piece.
I appreciate it, brother.
800 characters in One Piece?
This man got okay. Let me put it. Let me show it on screen.
Freaking
Let me show it on screen.
800. What the
He did
fuck?
all the characters in One Piece.
This nigga
read
says.
the forward,
Did you
please.
update it, Sham? Because there was definitely some faults in that. We know
Well,
that.
I'm gonna do more
My man got
updates.
a forward.
Depends on the.
Wow.
I hope you got Caroline at commander level.
Look,
Caroline and Inazuma better be at commander level.
That's a
Depending,
filler character,
depending.
Lucy.
Look,
Yeah, I remember that
depending
shit.
on the community.
That's a filler character. That's
Caroline
not a real
ain't a
character.
So
real
what?
She's not real, man.
Yes, she
Like
is.
Dragon Ball.
Hold on, I think it's a
No, he's
canon
an
character.
anime,
It's
man.
not canon. It's not canon.
Hey, that's like saying the baboon that has Mihawk's sword ain't real.
All
Stop
right.
it. We know that baboon is real.
You're gonna rank that freaking
real quick. So he has his
Yes.
rankings, right? He says SS is World Destroyer / Sea Ruler. S rank is World Shifter, Sea Owner. A rank, Sea Demon. B rank, Sea Monster. C rank, Sea Freak / Sea Crusader. D rank is a Sea Warrior. E rank, Sea Scout / Treasure Hunter. F rank is a Sea Thug. G rank is a Sea Rat, and H rank is a Sea Shell. X rank is Native Islander, Sea Fodder, and Z rank is Vermin and Insect. Question mark unknown. Okay. So here's the factors of battle: health status, quo, physique, strength, speed, skills, abilities, durability, reflexes, intelligence, experience, devil powers, probability of win-loss.
Yo, sorry to interrupt, but Shaman, could you link your that list in chat?
Yo, this is crazy.
Oh yeah, of course. We're at VC.
Wow.
Well, you just showed that shit to me, I
second.
think, right?
The live stream.
I think I got that.
The live stream.
He can't post in the live stream.
Okay, just send it to me. I'll post it there.
I remember that.
Yo,
rank.
this is.
It was real. It is real extensive. It's real extensive.
This is really like. Jesus Christ.
It took me a while. Yeah.
Wow.
But like, it started with I was watching, like last time I was watching the Brago stream with the power level debates and everything, and I just got real enjoyment out of it, and I was like, well, I think it was through somebody else, in the stream when you made the list, and well, it was and it was like all A's and like 2 or 4 B's, and like somebody, I think it was Farouk or somebody mentioned, well, we can't just have all A's, and so, or something like that. And I'm like, it hit me, and I was like, well, let's just, if I'm gonna rank every canon character, we might have a more accurate list, So somebody who was like D plus. Well, you got it. Well, Brago, for hint, you pull up the wiki for the names.
Is that like white beard? Is that a white beard? My G, like.
And for the Spade Pirates and stuff, the crew of the Spade Pirates, right? I had to go with question marks because I don't know if we will see them again, but for every character we don't see in the future, bro, it's gonna be like, well, then we can rank them. We can rank everybody.
Brago, you don't know who that is.
Well, Brago.
Hey,
big Brago. Okay, I gotta tell this, Brago.
Too
Okay,
many
Brago.
characters, bro.
Brago. Look at Brago. Okay, wait. So you know Batchy, okay? You know who Batchy is?
Hell
okay.
No, who's Batchy?
I'm lost.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna tell you.
Batchy?
Wait for this.
My nigga, listen, man. This is a character introduction stream now. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, yeah. So in Batchy, you remember in Barati, right? When the insect that was crawling on the floor and like
what?
Nobody
This nigga did rank insects.
That's the lowest you can get in the verse, though. Wow. That's the lowest. That's the lowest you can get. It is. Because
did you really put that in? Oh
yes,
my god!
Well, Oda put it in. Oda gave that insect a name, though.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. So who's Drip G? That's the insect as well?
Batchy.
I don't remember what insect.
You go.
No, there's a Drip G right beneath Mihawk.
Oh shit! I just fucking realized that shit.
Yeah,
God
you can like go. You
Ducky.
can just enjoy yourself.
Hold on, let me see. Ducky Bree. Who's Ducky Bree? Who the hell is this
You
guy?
you can have all your dreams fight.
Oh,
You
he's
can
one of
all have- you
Ace's
can have
crew
your dream
members.
fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eddie G. Let me see who Eddie G is.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Eddie G.
Eddie Guerrero comes up. Is that an
Eddie
insect as
Guerrero.
well? That's an insect.
Well. Depending. See, the thing is, the highest guy you have in the list compared to the lowest thing in the list, that's that insect on the floor.
I searched him up, Chatty. I searched him up, bro.
Alright.
Eddie
Bro,
is a
did you
former-
rank the freaking Dendemushi as well? Or
navigator.
what? I'm telling you, bro.
All right. This
shit is crazy.
This is cool.
No,
This could be like a
because it's
One
not
Piece
ca-
quiz. Who is AO? AO? Okay, from the AO Pirates. Abdullah. Okay. Absalom.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
We know them. We know them.
Who's Agilia? You guys know who that is?
Oh shit.
That name
It's
sounds
gotta
so
be a
familiar.
female.
That sounds so familiar.
No, that's a guy, right?
Agilia.
That's one of some pirate crew, right?
I don't know nothing about
She was at the
One Piece.
Korea Coliseum.
Oh, she was in the college. Yeah.
Agilia, yeah. Because there's a guy called Agil. Because there's a guy called Agili.
That's what I thought it was. But it's,
Wait,
it's,
Adele
it's
is in One Piece?
Acilia.
Oh yeah,
He's
the long
father.
leg guy, right?
Adele G.
That was him.
Adele? Hold up.
Yo, who's
It's a mermaid.
Epony? Who's Epony?
Epony, that's the maid. That's the maid from Sanji's backstory.
Yeah.
Adele is a mermaid. Yes.
Wait, y'all got these characters on a tier list?
Aggie.
What?
Aggie 68. Who's Aggie 68?
Well, then you know who Buggy's
crazy.
polarizing.
Hold up. Aggie's a member of the
Depending.
Speed
It's
Pirates.
called
Okay.
dedication, guys. That's dedication.
Wow. I commend you, bro.
None of you in chat have
This
that.
is like.
Thanks, appreciate it.
None.
This is amazing.
You started, Brago.
Like,
It won't load on my.
this
Where did you put
this
it?
is like
I'm
super extensive.
I'm
like
not
I don't know,
gonna
bro.
even lie.
Yeah.
Baz. Hold up. Who's Baz?
I am proud of you, my brother. You really sat down all this time to make this list, my brother. You know the way.
Thanks, bro.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the description box
You do not
down
know
below.
the way.
Yeah,
You analyze every
I
fucking
tried-
pixel,
I-
Well, it's
every
dedicated
freaking
to
goddamn
you all. It's
frame
dedicated
of
to
the
you all.
episode.
I try to help him with the list. But
Yeah,
Whatever,
that's
right?
You cannot
exactly
help
what
with
we
the
want.
tier list, Rakim. You have Ebola.
He just wanna
You have
put
about
Mihawk at
7
this.
characters on that list that can
Fuck.
beat Buggy.
Oh no! Oh, you do not know the way, my brother.
This is
Wait,
You do not know the way, brother.
no, but Brago,
You must have Ebola.
so the thing is, I made the list so if people like would get like, I can give you the rights to write on the list too and everything. So just like if for the future, so if we're gonna rank down or rank
Like
up
to
somebody,
you want
it's
to
more
build this
accurate.
thing like with everyone.
So in the future, when Wano comes up, we see a guy fighting somebody. Okay, we can
That's
like
cool.
not just make assumptions, but tell if he's gonna win or not. Like this is
my man
something
got
set for the
Bogart on
future.
here.
Bogart, my nigga Bogart. You must certainly know the way, my.
I feel like this list deserves like its entire like its own video.
It does. That's what I'm saying. It deserves its
Just
own.
like I thought, because Brago mentioned it last year, so
I can legit make a One Piece quiz off of this list.
you can.
Most people don't even know that nigga Bogart.
I would
bro.
fail.
That's Garp's right hand.
Shit, I would fail. I got the list.
It's like
He has the power. The force.
Open note.
you
Open
can do
book, I
straw
would still
polls,
fail.
but the thing
You
is
can
like
defeat this man right now with this shit.
the thing is like, if you take a character like Ace, if you want to rank him down, rank him up, like I had to include like people who are dead, and I was gonna make something compared to like Prime and Past too, like depending on how people like this, like we can do an update on that and everything.
So he's like a C. C rank.
Like like so, let's say like
Yo,
if somebody wants,
Condre was he's a Marine.
if somebody wants Capone to be rank up or rank down, you can just make a straw poll because you have like 700 visitors on your stream sometimes.
Yeah.
But like depending on if you want a straw poll or if you want people to be giving reasons to that. That depends on you. I can just give you the rights to write on that shit. So, there you go. Then for the future, this shit could get more accurate because this is version 2.2.
Bro, if you wanted to be 100% accurate, just let me change everything about it.
Get the freak out of here,
Get this nigga out of here, man.
Fuck. Man,
He's
you're gonna
feeling
freaking corrupt
himself
the
today.
freaking
Bro,
work of this man?
I've never been
Nah,
wrong
don't do
about
that.
One Piece. Like I've never been wrong about One Piece.
Nah, no,
so far.
you can't trust this brother, bro.
I
You
see
can't
why.
trust him.
I see why you got that snake right there now.
The snake is because of Snake Man. I predicted it.
Nah. You a snake.
No, but Shaim, I give you props for this flip, bro.
Yeah.
But
bro.
hey,
bro. Kudos for that.
Depending on the characters you search, I'm ready for assault. It doesn't matter.
Wait, who's Girth? Who's Girth in the?
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Wait, what?
Oh dear.
Hold
No way.
This is what you do. You take
Can you
up the
repeat the
wiki.
name, please?
If you don't know,
Is there someone named
Girth
Circumference?
is a giant back then with Lenin's flashback.
Oh yeah, the free. Oh shit, the
Oh
Big Mom
my
flashback.
God.
Yeah, the girl. Oh shit. Wow.
Wow. I forgot about her.
Jesus
I forgot her
Christ.
name was so inappropriate.
Yeah, Girth. Great Michael. Am I?
Oh, he's destined for greatness.
I went through the list like months ago.
Yo, I think she was in love with Hajruddin or whatever is his
I
name.
updated it today. Like I
Yo,
put in
Sean,
yo,
you
bro.
just put so many in there, man. It's like so crazy just going
She
through
had
the
a crush
list.
on
and wondering
Hajruddin
who's
and Big Mom made her.
Well,
Great
next
Michael
week
is
there's
an
gonna
out-
be a break, so you can spend your time.
Yeah.
No, I don't
One
want
Piece
to.
list.
Great Michael is a New World
Hey,
pirate who allied
hey,
himself with
hey,
Lightyear.
Shaman.
What is this? Oh.
Is there like a picture next to the names?
Well,
That it?
it's alphabetical now. I want to make like just put them all in a place where it's like A rank, S rank, B rank, D rank, C rank. You have all the names in the ranks, but that would take me some time too.
Yeah, that'll
So
take a long time for sure.
But
People could
the
just search it.
pictures I put in the list right now, I'd like for people who made the pictures. It's like the copyright
Ooh,
and shit.
pictures would be
Like,
great.
Well, there is pictures in there already. There's pictures in there already. I dedicated the pictures in like the alphabetical order. Everybody who's the strongest in the A alphabet gets the picture. Okay.
Yo,
It's the
but
strongest.
Just the
in-
word. Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, no.
you have to change something, Shane, because you got Tunjit, the guy from Foxy's Island, that was standing so long. His durability was so good because standing for ages on those two poles. You have to give him more than the X that he's got now.
Facts.
Okay, so here, we can talk about this. Like, so if you want to rank somebody higher or
Yeah.
lower,
Like to.
I posted up in the. It's in written in blue. It tells you how to rank in the. You have to beat like half of the guys in your own category rank. Okay, like the character, for example, a 50-50 has to beat the half of the characters to rank up, or you have to beat the sum more than one in top of above you, a B plus character. Okay, for example, because that makes sense. You can't just be like, okay, I beat this one guy and ranks me up on the character because
Oh
people
shit.
think about it.
Yo.
Huh?
The girth. This girl, the girth girl, the giant girl. It's not. This is not the marine giant that was in Marineford.
Nah.
She was blonde and
nah.
She looks like her.
You got the wrong idea, baby.
I don't know. Maybe she looks like her. Honestly, I'm not gonna even lie. Go see it. There's a giant Marineford that looks like Girth.
Someone said Joy Boy. Double S. Yeah, Joy Boy. Joy Boy made the list, man. Joy Boy made the list.
Yo, Shaman. What do you have? What do you have?
I'm like,
you got Kaku at D plus.
Damn.
Kaku's, no, hold up. What do you have?
Wait, D plus.
What do you have?
In the grand scheme of things, that nigga was cheeks. Come on now.
Blueno is like a solid D, for example.
Wait, Kaku is a D plus? Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
He's over Blueno. He's over Blueno, okay? But
He's probably a
think
lot
about the
stronger now.
feats he can have. But the thing is, we haven't seen Kaku in the
Yeah.
future. If we see him, we rank him higher, right?
Yeah.
Depending on what he does.
All right,
You know,
all right. Let me do this.
What
I'm gonna
if-
choose.
what
I'm gonna
if he
choose.
doesn't-
Let's do this before I
what
end the
if
stream, though.
he-
I'm gonna choose when I'm done, you can ask a question. One name from each letter. You guys got to say who it is.
Ace. Start with A. Ace.
C.
Black Builder.
I'm gonna just go down the list
Shit.
from like A.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? He said he was gonna say something. Y'all ain't even listening.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, what was your question, bro?
Damn.
If we see somebody in the new world that we haven't seen yet, do we just and they haven't done anything? Do we just increase their rank, or do we wait until they actually do something?
Gotta wait until then they're fodder.
Until we see some feed or something.
Depends on the community. You know, if the community wants to debate it before it happens, you know.
Yo,
depends on
Shaman,
people.
Shaman. Roger wants a list, but you gotta be smart about this. You gotta get money from him, okay? So.
Oh wow.
Give him a number.
Roger
Give
said
him-
he needs
Cough
a
it up.
power
200,
ranking of the
200.
super the One Piece YouTubers.
Yo,
What
Roger,
you do?
Shaman
Cough
wants
up them
200.
berries.
200 for the list. Joy Boy just gave us a call. He wants 150. Well, what do
So
you
he could
say?
try to like sell a list that's not his. That's crazy.
Ace is
no.
gonna be P. Ace is gonna be P, isn't he? For
You're
poor,
setting yourself up for failure if you letting Rakim manage you, bro.
Hold up, right? Hold up.
Yo,
Let me get through this list real quick. Aswa. Do you guys know who that is? Aswa.
Is it a
ASWA.
guy or a girl? I can't tell.
Aswa.
I think she's from Skypea.
Oh.
Aswa.
Oh, she's pretty
Aswa.
hot.
Is with S?
ASWA. Who is Aswa?
Whoever she is, I hope she got some ass.
Oh shit!
wow.
Oh, this. Oh, hold on.
You can't
Oh, the
Google
Muslim
it.
chick.
You can't Google it.
Yeah, is the girl? Is the
You
girl
cannot
from
Google it.
Alabasta? I think.
Yeah, you can't Google.
You can't
baby. Come on
Google
now.
it, Seth.
Google,
Civilian. It's
Fuck!
civilian.
I can't cheat.
No,
God
you
damn
cannot
it.
Google it.
No, you can't cheat.
Freak
Nigga,
it.
what you think
I
this
tricked
is?
this shit.
Bad, I cheated.
I was cheating, man.
Yo,
I'm a cheater.
Aswa is
Freak it.
Koza's mom. So
Oh, for real? What? That's crazy.
let's
Koza's
go.
mama.
It's gonna be Belladonna.
Belladonna.
Oh my God.
Damn, I know who that is. I know who that is.
Amazon. Wasn't that
Belladonna.
Yeah. It was.
Who is it?
You're smart. You're
Belladonna.
smart.
That was one of the Amazons, right? Or am I bugging?
No, you ain't bugging. You know your stuff.
Yeah.
So we playing
Amazon
Jedi.
chick.
You guys want me to tell you who that is?
Amazon
Well,
chick.
you got to think about the civilians. Like we have the
She
civilians.
like to be more
right?
specific because we can use this as like a learning experience as well, right? To learn some shit.
Mm.
She is the doctor of the island.
Aswa?
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the one that looked like an old girl who was with Donald Sterling. I forgot her name.
Yeah,
Oh, you funny.
She do look like her though.
Yeah.
okay. Let's see who else. Somebody.
I think her name is V. Stiviano.
Yeah. Why do you know that?
It just popped into my head.
Yeah, exactly. That's sus, bro. You're suspect.
I see something.
It's a woman.
Remember, that's the most random.
Let's see.
I mean, but once I said it, all y'all niggas remember, right?
Yeah.
I do.
All right then.
God damn, you have a. You're a
Um,
prodigy, man. What a memory you have, man.
No,
all right.
Steve was good in the wiki. That's
Let me-
why.
Struck my ego.
Let me see. Conus.
Oh, Conus. Oh shit. Wait, hold on. I have it.
Come on, Skypea.
Pronounced Conus.
Oh yeah,
I can hear y'all keyboards.
Please
Conus.
excuse my weed.
Niggas is like googling shit.
Right, I hear it.
I'm not googling.
Have some integrity, lads.
The Skyfox news.
Y'all niggas over here like, hold on.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like,
Hold on.
My internet froze.
Jesus Christ.
I can't remember,
Her
man.
Skyfox got ranked too.
Someone say who is. Okay, someone is asking in the chat who is Corgi. Corgi.
Corgi? Damn that name. Why? Oh, the CP agent, the dude who was escorting Robin.
No, that was Nero.
Oh, the weapon you.
Sorry,
You failed, brother. You failed.
There's how you guys know your character.
I just read Amy's
There's how
lobby
you
like
guys
2 months
know.
ago.
You're disappointing, man. You're
No,
disappointing.
Corgi was the nigga that was on the
There's
same
history
train
of
car as
One
Robin,
Piece.
bro.
You're
He was on the same train car as Robin.
Stabbo was right. Stabbo was
Nah,
right.
nah,
Stabbo was
quit
right.
it, quit it, quit it.
Stabbo was right.
Niggas better give me
What about Curly?
Killing Steve-O though. They
Curly?
say Steve-O don't know who Connors
Oh,
was.
Curly.
I know who Connors is. What? Who said that?
Curly?
Let me type this shit.
Curly. Who's Curly?
That nigga gotta get new jokes. He must not have been keeping up.
You gotta think about it too, Brago. Like in German, their names
don't
are
know,
all
honestly,
different.
or not.
So
Curly.
I have to.
Oh, the last
I had to,
Curly.
like, go to
I should have said the full
because
name.
I'm German. Because I'm German, so I had to go. With
Some of them
English,
actually are a
so,
little
like,
bit different.
Look at the picture. You know,
Curly
because-
the Dan.
Phonetics.
Curly the Dan.
Because in German the names are all different.
If you don't know
Wait,
who
Curly's Dadan?
Yeah.
Curly,
Curly.
if you don't know who that is,
Dan.
come on. Who are you?
I know who he is. I know who he is. Come on, bro. Come on,
Sounds
man.
like the Dan. He's like,
Dan?
Hold up. Dogra.
Don't nobody know what it is. Come on, bro.
Dobra is one of the Whitebeard pirates.
I'm blown away, man. I don't know
Mhm.
right now.
Dog.
Shit. This is real eccentric, man.
Dharma like a.
This is depressing.
Dorma, bro.
It was like
so sad,
Dorma,
man.
brother.
all right.
Dorma,
Like,
brother.
what about Disco?
This is all full of sadness.
Disco, that was
Disco. Come on, you know Disco. Sabori.
He was the one in charge.
I'm just asking y'all, man. Do you know who Disco? Do you know Disco felt the wrath of that man? You know what I mean? But anyway.
Oh yeah, I know this.
Yeah,
I know
Disco.
Disco.
I mean,
Disco got fucked over, yo.
What about Donovan?
Disco did that to himself.
Oh, I just.
Donovan is the nigga with the bison fruit from Drum Island.
No, that was Dalton.
Oh yeah, you gotta check you.
Yo, this is so wild who Donovan is because I know who the hell he was. Donovan
People be
is
so confident too.
Donovan is one of the 50 mechanics of the Foxy Pirates.
oh my god, for real, bro. Oh shit. Wow. That shit is wild. That shit is wild, bro.
One of the 50.
One of the 50.
That shit.
One of the 50.
But
One of the
they're
50,
ranked,
bro.
yo. They're ranked.
What
They're
rank?
One of the
bro. What's his
50.
That
Come
is
on.
crazy.
Like I don't.
What
Even if
the
I learned his name, I don't even feel inclined to. 50?
No, we gotta get theory. We gotta get theory with this. Like theory.
on this.
Who Donovan? Who's
I think
Donovan,
he
bro?
can-
Who's Donovan?
I think he can accomplish this shit.
Like theory, you don't even know who Donovan is, man.
Really?
There's no one.
I think he could.
You think theory would know who Donovan is?
Maybe. I think yeah, bro. Bro, this man.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Too much. This
You guys think theory know who Donovan is to the like number?
I will bet freaking $10.
He knows it now.
Actually,
He's probably watching the
I think
stream
so.
low
I
key.
think
He's watching the
I think
stream
he
low
reread
key.
it.
Yo, Brago, we're gonna ask him the insect one.
Yeah. Drip. Who's Drip?
I mean,
Drip.
That shit.
Okay. Let's go to E. Elmi. Elmi.
Don't nobody know these niggas.
I'm getting the fuck away from this, man.
Elmi.
Jesus Christ, man. This is.
Yes.
I'm afraid.
It took some time, bro.
So Elmi is that picture that everyone used to kind of associate her with Big Mom back then. She's like a New World captain that worked for Whitebeard. You guys remember her?
Oh yeah, I remember her. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See
Yeah, I
what
remember
Oda
her.
did. What Oda did to us, yo.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
her.
that's crazy. Okay, I might say this one. Enishida.
What?
Enishida.
Brago is
I'm
picking up
dead.
as a suspicion, and half of
I'm
it
dead.
is below X rank. It's like,
I'm dead.
Enishida. Who's Enishida?
You were asking that?
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck is that, man.
Enishida is a little she's a member of the Kuja Pirates. She's one of Boa Hancock's attendants. She's a lady's maid.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I don't remember these names anymore, bro. I feel like trash right now. Fuck.
it's like all the people
Everyone's
you
getting
never talk
exposed.
about. All the characters you never talk about.
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
We're getting exposed hard in this Discord.
Yeah, Fosa.
Oh, I know that. Fosa. I don't know
Shut
that.
up, man. Come on.
That's
Don't
the
do that.
nigga with the cigar. He got the sword. He light up the sword.
Okay, my niggas
Yeah.
know.
No.
First hit.
It's spelled Fossa, right?
Fossa, yes, Fossa.
Yeah, I would have remembered him under Fossa, but I'll still take that out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Finally got it with Fossa. Let me see. Everybody knows Fukuro. Fukuro is like one of the most like.
Oh yeah, Fukuro. Yeah.
Because of what he did and what he does, I guess. Like we mention Fukuro all the time. Yeah. Pretty much. Gaimon is another famous one.
Shout out Gaimon. Shout out to Gaimon.
Well, you know he got a life.
Gaimon is beast, man. Gaimon is the best
Someone
character ever in
earlier
One Piece.
today had a
Period.
theory of
You know
how
that shit.
Gaimon's like one of the best snipers.
That was Dan that said that today.
Yeah.
Yo, who doesn't love Gaimon, bro? Who doesn't?
One of the best snipers in One Piece because he could have.
Who's
he literally just said that.
What about Jin?
Oh yeah, Jin. God damn, I wanted to see Jin in this freaking new world, man. I wanted to see him again. I'm telling you.
I must start asking.
Hey, y'all know who I want to see? I want to see Bon Clay in a new world.
I want to see Jin, man.
What about? You guys know who Hack is?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Hack.
Heck is that nigga, that fish man. Fish man.
Come on.
Man.
Oh shit, yeah, Hack, of course. Yeah.
That was on the easier side.
Yeah. What about Hannibal?
Hannibal.
Come on, bro. It's a classic. It's a classic.
Hey, man.
We know who he is, bro. That's
All right. Brago's making.
That's easy.
No, Brago's making up for he calling the names of the civilians.
All right.
It's actually matching up.
I feel good right now. I feel good, man. I feel good.
Thanks.
Helmepo.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man.
Hey, we doing? Hey, we gotta build
Okay.
Gotta throw them easy.
Right. I don't want him to leave the game. You know what I mean?
All right. What about Izo?
Okay. Go ahead.
Ho.
Oh yeah, you got me. You got me.
Huh?
Fuck.
You don't know who Ho is?
Shit.
Sounds like a priest.
Ho is the
I'm stuck.
My nigga, Ho is a pet whale of King Neptune.
Oh, strong. Hole.
This chapter is One Piece.
Okay, let me see another one.
I still don't know who the fuck is Ho.
Whale.
Team on Neptune had on Fishman Island.
Oh my goodness, man. This is surpassing me, man.
What about
Go ahead.
Itomimizu?
That's not.
Nah, we're not gonna get that one. Man.
Itomimizu?
That's too complex.
Translates to one rain or something, right?
Why you lying, man?
I don't know what you talking about.
lying.
This nigga googling shit on his phone right now.
Stop
but go
lying.
ahead.
No, but Ito is like one, right? And
nah,
right?
Ito, I guess I don't know,
Nah.
probably, but Itomimizu is Itomimizu is
okay.
He's the Foxy Pirates game official, and he's the announcer
my.
and commentator of the Davy Back Pirates.
I'm done.
That's a nigga. That's a nigga who played a crucial role on the plot.
You should know Itomimizu, man.
We should know
Itomimizu.
I read the Davy Back fight 2 months ago at the same time. Not at the same
Davy
time.
Back
That
fight.
sounds retarded.
Davy Back fight was fun, man.
I read it right before.
It's hilarious.
No, it was fun. It's hilarious, bro. But that shit is crazy, man.
Okay,
I started at Jaya. And I'm working my way all the way.
Let me ask this
up
one.
to
You
Hope.
guys should know this one. Jigra.
Yo, that's the nigga who Katakuri used to.
That's some category.
G read an organ dealer, bruh.
Yeah.
What?
Organ dealer.
The underworld dude.
I would have remembered that shit.
Come on. What's wrong with you guys?
Oh my god, bro! Stop
what about,
typing, man.
What about Namor?
Never. Oh, that's
Never.
old boy from once again from Whitebeard's crew. He's one of the commanders. He's the
Oh,
fishman.
the fish
That's
nigga.
the
Oh,
fish.
Okay.
Wait,
Him and Jinbei are equals.
what about
Hell no.
who is Junan?
No idea.
Junan.
Say that one time.
Man.
Junan. Junan.
I don't know.
Junan is a fishman and a cashier at Pug's criminal brand store.
I got one. Wait. I got one for y'all. Who's Eric?
That nigga used to sell white.
Is it Eric?
Yeah.
Do not say that's yourself. Do not say it's yourself.
Please.
Eric should not be in this.
Yeah, if you say it's yourself.
I really don't know.
The guy is from the filler with the wind fruit.
Yeah,
like
the
I shouldn't have. No. That guy should not be in there.
Real name, but don't do it like this.
No. Fillers are.
What did you say,
characters
Brad?
are not in there.
What was the name? I don't remember, man.
Jigra. No, not Jigra.
Jigra.
Eric.
Fucking
Eric.
Eric.
Let me see where we at.
Happy birthday, Eric.
No, Eric should be like. Well, there might be another Eric, but like, there's one Eric from the fucking filler, but that should not be in the canon list. If that's the case, I get it out.
Doesn't this list make?
But that's the
everyone
thing.
feel
I
so
don't
casual?
see. I don't watch the film.
Yeah, it does make me feel casual. Not gonna lie.
It makes me feel
I swear it does.
Oh, okay. Do you guys know who Kappa is?
Kappa.
Kappa. Kappa.
Kappa.
The Twitch meme.
That wasn't a. That was a Pokemon.
Mario, ain't
Kappa.
I don't know.
He is a young shoeshine boy in Nanohana.
That sounds like a no-bastard.
I don't give a damn about
Remember,
it.
he wanted to join the rebellion in Alabasta.
Oh yeah, I remember the kid, right?
How could we
Was the kid?
forget?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I remember, but I don't remember the name. It's like,
What was
oh
his-
man, fuck.
What was his name again? What was his name again?
Kappa.
How could we forget Kappa?
Man, come on, stop, bro, stop, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck Kappa was either.
I feel
remember
so
the kid,
bad,
but,
man.
like, I don't. Hold up. Who's Kiwi?
I remember.
Kiwi.
That's Frankie's
That's
sister.
Frankie. Good, yeah, Frankie.
Oh yeah,
One of the Square sisters.
Yeah, one of the Square
the
sisters.
twins. One of the twins.
All right, K's got a lot of people that we know. Like K's got like Kuina, Komodori, Kureha.
Who's Kadar?
Kuzan, Kiros.
Who's Kadar? Kadar or Kadar?
Kadar?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I don't know who Kadar is.
I'll throw the hint. Rear Admiral Kadar.
Can I cheat?
Shit, isn't that everything? I don't know what he looked like.
Yeah, you can't give us all the information and say that's a hint.
Well, Kadar, he's this thing that looks a lot like Swamp Dude.
He looks
a lot like
guy
Caribou,
that.
yeah. He looks a lot like
Oh, that nigga. I thought his name was Gabaru.
He's the guy that got bodied by Fish Tiger. The Rear Admiral that got bodied by Fisher Tiger.
Yes.
Oh,
that's another, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, that dude.
What was Caribou?
Wait,
Caribou's
hold
name?
up.
I wouldn't know that.
It was Korabu.
Am I tripping?
Horrible.
So Kitetsu, you put that as like as like just an object or Kitetsu?
No, Kitetsu's
The dude who
guy.
Oh, you put the dude. Okay, the dude.
Kitetsu is the
Okay.
man who made the sword.
Okay.
Brago, you'll get the DM in a second. One second.
Yeah, but Shaman, Kitetsu's an S, right? What rank is he?
Louis Arnold.
Huh?
Louis Arnold.
Arnold?
Arnold.
Yeah, Louis Arnold.
Arlong brother. I don't know.
They said Arlong brother. No, so they say Louis Arnold is a pioneer mentioned in the
Make sure you
book
choose the smartest guess if you
Bragman,
don't know.
a book of grand line tales. Louis is famous for giving Little Garden its name.
What the?
Oh, I remember that.
Is that a history test now?
I'm learning a whole lot of shit.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
That's just how deep and how
Yeah.
rich the culture of One Piece is.
That reminded me of Game of Thrones.
Crazy, bro.
What was the name of the dude who did this?
Me, Shaman.
Okay,
Shaman.
bravo for you, man. Good job. Fuck,
Thanks.
that shit was incredible.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, this
Thank
is
you. I did it
legendary.
for
Good
you,
job, good
all
job.
you guys. I did it for you all, guys.
We appreciate it,
That's
bro.
real,
We
man.
appreciate it.
That's
So,
real.
Brago,
All right, let me ask you guys this. This is a
Brago,
funny one. Let me ask you guys this. Who is Manjaro? Manjaro.
Whitebeard's brother.
Manjaro.
Conjuro's brother.
This is a hilarious one, by the way.
A Manjaro.
It's not. It's not the guy that's with Kinemon, right?
No, that's
Conjuro.
Close enough. Good guess.
I said Conjuro. So
Yeah, good guess. Nah.
What
No.
it shows you in the end of the day is reread One Piece.
Right.
Chapter 1.
Manjaro is the member who was the imposter of the Straw Hat Pirates who impersonated Zoro. Yo!
remembers the name of that dude.
Manjaro!
I'm
That's
surprised
crazy.
that Oda's bias for Zoro didn't extend to that nigga. honestly.
You could better put just behind the Zoro imposter instead of just
Oh
under his
my
name.
god, fake Zoro is Manjaro.
I'm surprised Oda
I
didn't
can't
make
believe I
him
didn't know his
Super Beast,
name.
bro.
That
I don't remember none of that.
I know that guy.
Except for the Malo Black.
Like
Except for the Malo Black. Other than
Malo
that,
Black.
I don't remember none of them other.
I didn't even know they had names.
So I know these even had names.
We talking about Oda here.
That's funny as fuck. I know they had names.
Like that fox, that fox that was supposed to be Chopper. It was just a fox.
What about Mero? Meadow. Mero.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Hold on.
Mero.
Oh yeah, I remember Mero. Is that one of the cats? One of the two.
So that nigga name.
Oh wait, hold on. What was that? Mero.
Who's Mero?
Is that the
Mero is an employee of the Mermaid Cafe.
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
When did these people get names? When they getting names?
Man,
I got that. I got
that.
I swear, bro. I swear.
At least half of them had to be like SBS.
I swear, man. I'm not lying. I knew that shit. I knew it, man. I knew it.
Wait, all right. Let me ask. Tyler asked us in the chat. Who is McKinley?
That sounds like a filler name.
Nah, bro. That's.
No. I feel like I know who McKinley. Hold on.
Googling.
No, you know that shit is.
That doesn't even sound like a One Piece name.
McKinley was the leader. What's the leader of in Skypiea, right?
Yes, he was the captain of the White Beret. Steve-O Googling shit, bro. He's Googling shit, bro.
Nah, that shit is not normal, man.
I'll take
that shit is not normal.
Right
you know,
I'll take a screenshot right now. Post it in the.
He's the captain of the White Berets who tried to arrest the Straw Hat Pirates when they first arrived.
I'm looking at the general chat right now.
The guy crawling on the floor. And
Steve-O getting his Skypiea club. Nobody say he read that shit.
Someone said Skype. Solon Style said Skypiea. You know what? I think this list, we're going to use this list, and we're going to have a giveaway, boys. We're going to use this list to have a giveaway.
Brago,
Yo.
I just sent you. You have the golden key rights to actually edit the files now.
I feel like this. I'm gonna leave it the way it is right now.
Key.
I feel like I don't even want to mess with it right now, bro. It's like,
all right.
Yeah, I think it's great. This is.
He doesn't want to defile your work.
I don't want to defile his work. This is
yeah, right.
If anything,
if you guys want,
if anything, I'd add pictures for myself to everyone.
Yeah.
So like,
and you're gonna add new characters and shit, right?
Yeah, we're gonna add Brago. We're gonna add Brago.
Hey, you know what'd be a good idea, but a commitment to like hyperlink a name to where you click on it and then
go to the wiki.
Google.
Whoa!
Because then you can follow me on Twitter or something.
Yo, what's your Twitter, bro? What's your Twitter?
Too,
Yo, what's your Twitter?
I DM'd you, Brago.
But I feel like if you put it right next to the names on the Microsoft Word or whatever, it'll make it the page is too big or whatever, you know.
Wait.
Well, the thing is, if you get your phone out and you have the whole thing on your phone, it's gonna be a problem because the file's too big, probably. But like, if you have a PC, you just download it there.
This is wild.
It's fine. You can just go on the Twitter and just download it there. I have like all the previous versions in there too. Like I posted every update.
Yo, we should make like
This dude is
collective
nuts.
effort to
Listen,
like.
you got go
Just,
follow.
I'm telling you, just hyperlink
Go
it.
follow
Yeah,
Does that
Shaman.
work on mobile, Shaman?
If
Go
you
follow
are.
Shaman, man.
Look,
Go follow Shaman.
I'm new to the Discord.
Go follow
and new
Shaman,
to
man.
the
like
Twitter
Shaman,
thing.
what's your Twitter again?
it's in. I'm putting it in the chat. Go follow Shaman. Show this man some love.
Hey, Shaman, does
So
the
love.
stuff on
Thanks,
Twitter
guys.
does the stuff on Twitter work
Appreciate
for
it.
mobile? Because I can't
Hey
open
Shaman,
it up on
type
my
in the
phone.
chat so I can make you a mod, bro. Type in the chat so I can make you a mod.
Okay.
Nah, this is lit.
Damn.
Hey, Shaman, how you doing?
Oh,
Rogers Bay said he's gonna follow you right now. By the way, so hey
Damn.
man, it's lit.
The link
Oh,
doesn't
shit.
work.
Oh, the link doesn't
Brago.
work. That'll be you.
The link doesn't
That'll
work,
be you,
Brago.
The link doesn't work. Fuck, my bad. Hold up. It works for me. Let me
We
try
know
again.
Shaman has King's hockey.
That's facts.
Wait, try that
Oh,
one.
man.
Try that one. Try that one.
No.
It's not working either.
No.
Bro, Shaman, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, bro.
That page doesn't exist.
Wait, what?
Rakeem, you tried
Man, who's
posting
spamming
it.
broken links?
No, I'm on his page right now. Hold up.
I look. I tried to open the one on chat. It didn't work for me.
That's crazy. I'm on his page. Hold up. That's
This shit
wild.
is crazy, man. He made us look like the worst fans ever of One Piece.
Yeah,
Not me. I knew a few of them.
No.
It was a setup.
Frick.
I don't even think Oda will remember half the characters.
Oh, yeah?
He won't.
You think he remembers all 85 daughters of Charlotte?
Yeah, my shit ain't working.
Apparently
Rakim,
not.
is your link working, Rakim?
Yeah, I fixed it. It's working.
Well,
Yours
you
ain't
don't
working
know
for
about
me.
Japanese.
Yeah,
What? It just
yours.
did. What the fuck?
It ain't working. But Rogers ain't working either.
You gotta erase the.
Oh my goodness.
And man, Shaman got a fake.
Shaman,
I got
Shaman,
an
are you
idea.
real, bro? You got me to genjutsu right now? What's going on?
Look, Red.
He just got all our IP addresses.
I have 14 followers, so they could do it.
Stop.
So.
Oh my.
Shaman and
Just
Oda.
Google the user of his name or whatever, and then you'll find it.
Yeah,
Says,
nobody's link is working.
19 followers, right?
Shaman, you got it, bro. You got.
Yeah,
I don't know. How do you change
32
like
followers.
your UI user? I don't know. Because it's
What kind
not.
of freaking voodoo is this?
That's
man?
crazy. Like when you Google it, it goes there, but
This nigga Shaman a ghost.
wow.
Oh, maybe it's. Wait, is there something in the chat where like you don't want people linking stuff? So is that why it's doing that?
Huh? No. No, like, look, I'm new. I made the Twitter for the list and everything, and I
see.
came to Discord.
Yeah,
because
OGs doesn't work either.
No, but I just recently.
Original Luffy posted some. Wait.
They said click the link and erase B. Okay. Click the link and erase B. Oh yeah, and that works. What the fuck?
Oh, okay. What is going on?
What the hell?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is strange as hell.
How'd y'all figure that out?
Yeah,
But
so
the thing
yeah.
is, like,
Shaman, at the end of the stream, you got probably 2,000 followers. I'm going to tell you that.
The industry, I don't know. How about
No,
2,000?
it's okay. But the thing is too, there's something strange because the newest version of the list that was just shown, I wasn't able to post it on Twitter either. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
So
this,
I'm gonna post it in the general in the Discord again. And I mean, Brago, you got it. You got the link, right? You can just post it like in your stream, right? For the file to read, right? To read. So the one before I sent you the one for edit, right?
like I said, this list is so extensive and like I can't just imagine how much time this took, bro. Like
I'm not gonna lie.
In
dude. I'm gonna tell you one
total,
thing.
I can tell you, in total, like with the day, like yesterday when I worked on it, it took 3 weeks, so it's fine.
3 weeks.
But like I worked
got a
on
lot
it
of
like
time,
an
bro. I'm
hour
gonna
a
tell you
day. I worked on it an hour a day, so you know.
We appreciate
But
it, man.
there's more common. Like I want the Dorky in it. I want island danger levels in it, and so you can.
Wait, so you're gonna
have,
try
like,
to estimate the
now-
Doriki level?
Well, Dorky level has to be in there for foundation.
Yeah.
It has to be in there. But the thing is, right now with this list, you can have like your dream fights, right?
Yeah.
You can have Alvida fight Katakuri, for example. You see the probability is in there now for how the fight would go up. Okay, but with Island Danger level, you could like estimate. Think about like Marineford or Thurl Bark. Okay, you just pick your crew out of the list, and you can like count like from the letters they have in the rank list to a certain degree of a number. Okay, and that number is what you have, and you go to Thurl Bark, right? And Thurl Bark has all these characters on there, all these other numbers with their letters coming in, and then you know how dangerously it is for your dream crew to like crash it and like annihilate it, foderize it, or just get fucked, you know?
That's amazing.
Yeah, because you know all the future. Man, this man really thought about this. God damn. I'm telling you. I'm impressed, bro. I'm fucking.
You know,
Oh my
Bachi
goodness.
will make the difference, maybe, you know?
Shaman, how long you been following One Piece for?
Did you say Romance Dawn?
Since 2001, it's in the forward.
2001, bro. That's crazy.
2001?
Yeah.
He said, I myself.
Wait, 2001?
I myself enjoyed the manga anime of One Piece since 2001.
I've been following it since 2003, bro. Not 2001.
Now you guys start reading. Now you guys start
that's
reading
impressive.
the forward.
Yeah, now we read the
How
forward.
old
Y'all
are you,
know
man?
about Shaman. Shaman like 30 years old, man.
How old
Y'all
are you,
know.
bro?
No, I'm 27 in April.
I know. I'm messing with you,
27.
man. I'm
Okay, that
messing
makes
with you.
sense. That makes sense. I understand that.
Wow. Wow.
91,
I've
best
been,
generation,
bro, I
bro.
began to watch freaking One Piece since I was 6 years old, so I understand that.
Jesus. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Bunny Joe? Am I tripping?
Holy
Bunny Joe is part of the Revolutionary.
My nigga
Brago
Steve.
loving this list.
I am, bro. I can't believe there's so many characters I don't know. Like I have no idea. Like,
well, like you mentioned it in one stream, right? When you did the 30 characters list, one before that, where you were like you were gonna make a stream around that, right?
I didn't know it was
I
this
remember that
extensive, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, so I was like.
Also, Shaman, I gotta tell you, you just got an official invite to the Reverie, the next Reverie. So, if you want to be a part of that, you can come through.
Clout. This nigga getting clout out
And
the
that's not
ass.
all. We're gonna mail you a box with the action figure, with a Luffy model, Zoro.
And that's not all.
Yeah,
Shogun Freak, you know the feeling.
Roger Base just said he's gonna pay a ticket for Comic Con for you, so you can come.
No,
You're also
he didn't say that shit.
You're also
He didn't
gonna
say that shit.
Thank you so
Great for you,
much.
man. Great. Nah, bro, you said that shit.
He didn't say
Man,
that
you congratulations, man. I'm telling you. You won.
They say Steve-O on fire.
Good job.
So wait, Steve-O, has Steve-O gotten
And
like the
that's
last
not
3
all.
characters?
You get to bring 2 friends. 2 friends.
And a pet.
And a pet.
Nah.
And a candy. Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I used to be killing them boys in One Piece Jeopardy, man.
Let me see.
You're also gonna meet Donald Trump.
Well, is that a pleasure? Is that something you want to do?
It's not welcome, man. It's not welcome.
Wait, hold on.
Hey, what's wrong with Donald Trump? He's an amazing president.
Oh, no. But there's more.
No.
Hey, I'm right,
He's a
Kim. I
great
never
person.
troll.
He's a great person, man. He's an amazing person, man.
Let me see.
Yo, I'm like my internet in Germany dips as fuck right now. So
you didn't hear your?
Yeah, we were saying that you're gonna get into Reverie, man.
Jeez.
No, I heard that. Thank you. That's crazy. Yeah, that's insane, bro.
Happy, man.
I was watching all the Reverie streams like the whole time.
This man Shaman is
He isn't
literally
very-
an overnight celebrity.
Enthusiastic.
Listen, man. I think it goes back to like the dedication and like putting this much time into it, and then following One Piece since 2001. Like, it's not a lot of people
a
that I
hobby.
know.
It's
Oh my
a
God,
hobby of
dude.
mine.
And Roger just tweeted something. He said, he put your Twitter. He said, "Consider this your golden buzzer for the Reverie." Is that part 4? Yeah.
What am I watching on the street, Brago? What the fuck
thing
is
is,
Froob, you're watching the introduction of a legend, okay?
This is the legend that's been lurking in the shadows.
Exactly, the whole time.
Yeah,
It's
no one
him.
knew about this man until now.
Fuck.
No,
bro. Like
Brago,
I
I've
have
been
to
talking.
say,
I've been
I
talking
have
for a
to.
while.
No,
I've
bro,
been talking
bro.
now for a
Someone
while,
please
Shaman.
explain to me what this is.
Froob's like, what the fuck is going on? All right, so Froob, let me ask you a question. Do you know who Manjuro is?
That's Owen's grandpa, right?
No, that's Fake Zoro.
Snap, crackle, pop.
That's the name of Fake Zoro.
You can't deal with it, man. You can't deal
So,
with this shit, man. It's just,
so Shaman,
it's a whole
right?
nother level.
So Shaman,
Yo.
he put together a
Is
list.
this a list of every single name in One Piece?
Well, the names, and he ranked canon characters, and he ranked all of them.
Yeah.
But Brago, I have
Who
to say
does
this
that,
first.
bro?
Brago,
Who
I
the
have to
fuck
say
does
this
that?
first.
Go ahead, Shaman. Go ahead.
That man does
please.
that, bro. He's a legend.
When I like watched the first Reverie and listened to it, and then watched the power level streams of you and your guys, that made me make this list, right? And the thing is, I made the Twitter and the Discord. Like, I'm totally new to this whole social media. I don't have Facebook or anything. I can't do that because of my job or anything.
got inspired,
But
man.
the thing is, so when I came in here first, people were like, there was Chatty was in here, Hockey was in here, Red Nose, and everybody was like really nice to me. It was really good time. They made the Salt came in too,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah,
all
there's not Discord without a little bit of salt in there.
this Discord's list.
Salt and
This
sauce.
Discord lit. I sent like the list, like the first days I sent to all these guys. They checked upon it and they were going with it, and some weren't. Like Big News, for example. Okay, Big News.
Oh shit.
He had one of the earliest version, like Chatty and everybody else.
Yeah.
And he liked the list, and then there was people. I think Rakim was like he had some things against, some things he liked. There's like all different kinds of things. Like when your favorite character is like not there where you want it to be, I can see that. Then the thing is, let's debate about it. Let's talk about it. That's get it heated up.
No, but this
You know,
guy
you know,
got
this is the
way much
moment
more.
where-
This guy got way much more on his sleeve.
Yo.
Fuck, what happened? Oh shit, is an emergency? What the fuck is this?
Your mic is working, sir. Your mic is working.
Yes.
Who's that?
But
What's
Brago,
up, ugly niggas?
Oh, Virgo.
Is that
Jesus
Virgo?
Christ.
Bro, wait, hold on, bro. Why you doing this?
It's a
We're
fodder
praying for
type
this
Virgo, by the
man.
way.
Let's pray all of us for
Nah,
this.
you got me fucked up.
Showman.
Hey, Virgo.
No, but
No,
Shareem,
no,
can you send
The
also
Lord.
the people here? Can you send the people
The
here
Lord
in
Shaman.
the VC the translation about the devil fruit drawings?
Excuse me?
Devil
Oh,
fruit?
you guys want another thing that's like really big that we found
Oh,
out?
the Paracusa patterns?
Yeah,
yeah.
Contour parents. Yeah.
Brago, you
Okay,
ready
the
to
hell
get
am
your
I
mind blown?
Yeah.
That,
I can look that up.
that's going to be a big revelation for everybody.
You
when
guys
they read
ready to
that.
get your mind blown the second time this stream?
I'm sure I've been.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been
Is
blown.
Friday still going down?
You guys haven't.
I'm
seen
sure it's
it.
been blown, but
Yeah,
go ahead.
Brago, if he's going to send you
if
this,
you guys
it's gonna
need
be
to get
mind-blowing.
blown away.
I'm sure it's been blown, but go
Are
ahead.
you guys ready?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come in so rudely,
Bro,
but
you guys are giving up so much hype for this shit. There's gonna
You
be
scared the shit out of me,
came in
man.
here with
Fucking
your-
apologize.
Wait, hold on one
Hey,
second.
man, you
But
got
Froob,
Virgo hockey for sure.
Froob, what were you saying, Froob?
You're strong as hell.
I said you guys are hyping the shit out of this fucking reveal that you're about
You
to
know
do.
already.
Right. Go ahead.
No, but Froob,
Reveal
it
this.
is, it is.
Reveal this.
It is
Reveal
actually.
it. Reveal it.
It's
Yeah,
in
go ahead,
general.
Wait,
It's in
wait,
It's in
hold on.
general,
Have an
okay.
epiphany?
Yeah, it's
Is
in
this
general.
epiphany?
No, VC text chat. He posted it.
Rakim posted it.
Is it
So
a general or VC text?
this
chat?
this is I have
It's
to
a
say
VC
this.
text chat.
Please let me say this. please let me say this. I stumbled upon this thing, okay,
Oh, no.
when I watched a Theory 2
This
video.
is a lot
okay?
of goddamn reading, my niggas.
Like,
y'all want me to read this right
can you
now?
fucking
No,
Summarize the fuck out of this.
All right, so
journal, geometry, and graphics. Like, what
Can
the
we
fuck?
play popcorn or something, golly?
No, but
wait, let's Shaman.
This is what
let him explain. Let him explain.
Look,
So
I didn't know.
Hold on, let
I
Shaman freaking talk, bro. Let the Lord talk.
Yapping,
Let the Lord talk. Come on, Shaman. What do you want to say?
Okay, so
That nigga's a lord
so look, I watched, like, I didn't know Theory 2 had a channel. So I watched his whole videos. I watched all his videos, and in
Brago, I'm gonna mute you.
one video, he was talking about the patterns, on like Virgie's sack of the devil fruits again. Like, we know the patterns, right? And then we know about that. We knew about that, but I forgot about Kinemon, right? He had a sack too, and so.
You talking about the symbols?
Yeah.
The thing.
So,
Yeah, you talk that shit with me. Yeah, I remember.
Look. Yeah. Look.
I'll see y'all
like,
boys later.
Alright, catch you later, Stebo.
Kinemon had the same thing. Look.
Bye.
He had the same
Bye,
thing.
Brago.
He had the same thing going on. I was like, I forgot about that. But Theory made a video about it, okay? So I'm like, why did Oda repeat the same shit, okay? So I'm like looking, what is it with the swirls and everything? And then I'm like I'm looking up, you can Google it yourself. You can just look up
No, it's
Japanese.
quite fine. I just want to make sure you're not slurping Theory.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
But like, it was like, you know, you know the Zelda Majora's Mask game, right? Where there's the fucking thief steals like bombs and shit. Okay, he has a sack on too, and there's this thing in the Japanese culture where if you rob something, you have the sack on your back.
Exactly, yeah.
And so the thing was like,
They have
why?
usually they green. They green and they have those symbols like the Naruto freaking Konoha symbol.
Yeah, exactly. And in Majora's Mask, it was just like purple and it didn't have swords on, whatever. But like, I'm like, what is it with this whole like thing with the Sagon culture thing, So I'm like looking, and this comes out, this Karakuza patterns, okay? And first thing that strikes you, it's not the text, but like, the first thing is all the fucking clan signs of the, you can say the Wano family, like that's legit clan signs of Japanese culture, right? And if you go to the right, you will see the Kozuki clan symbol just a little bit different. If one of those signs, that's just one thing, okay? But if
so you think
this
that
thing is,
I'm sorry. Where exactly are you going with this?
So you think that the devil fruits come from there?
No, let him speak. Let him speak, because the most
Let him
important
talk.
thing is
Go ahead.
No,
Look.
the most important thing is the drawings on the devil fruit itself. That is the most important thing.
Thing is, like, what Oda got inspired, but like, where is he going to is what interests us in the story, right? What are devil fruits made of? Who does make them, or how are they made, right? That's the biggest question, right? How is the power? Where does the power come from, and everything that, right? And like, read through this. This is like 4 or 5 or 6 pages. It's not much. If somebody spends a little bit of time on it, it's fine, But the thing that hits you at the end is when he talks about artificial life. Okay, the end of this Heldemann Verlag topic. Okay, that's exactly what happens with where Doflamingo comes in with
You
all
said there
his
is 5 pages of this.
like 6 pages or
about this
7
thing.
pages.
No,
God
but
damn it!
you're forgetting
You
about
know
some.
I'm gonna read that.
But he's forgetting about one important thing is that like no, Fergo, one second.
Hard. What exactly is the topic of conversation?
Fergo, one second. The thing is, what is important is this. The thing is that's important for the thing is that the drawings telling something about the people that were in the past also part of the clan. So it's like a lineage. It's a lineage. So you see the drawings, and every time the drawing getting longer and longer, when they use it. So what he's trying to say as well is that some of the people with devil fruits, you see the drawings, so they inherit the previous owner's abilities also in the devil fruits. We see that, for example, with
that could have been
Ace.
said with
No,
so much
one
less
second.
damage.
So with Sabo and Ace, with Ace had the devil fruit and Sabo eat it, straight away he could do all the stuff that Ace was doing because of the drawings that was used on the devil fruit.
Oh,
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh,
But
what?
listen, guys, if
That
you guys were like,
conclusion.
if you guys were confused, right? You just need
Oh,
common
really,
sense.
Rakim?
You just need common sense, guys. Just if you read through the 5 points that it makes, and you just have to read through it. And if you read through it and like listen to their explanation, then you'd understand them better. I can understand why some of you are lost. But basically, it's a Japanese tradition that the swirl. All those like
Yeah, the
marks on
swirl
the belt.
thing. Yeah, of course.
You know the marks on
And
the belt
in a
fruits,
lot of
they're
animes,
all-
actually, they show that shit. For example,
anyways,
people like
all the
Rob and
marks
shit.
on the
Yeah.
devil fruits, those all mean something. Like some people just think they're just a design, but there's like a greater meaning to them. And if you read through this essay, you'll understand.
Yeah,
You'll
exactly.
understand it better.
It is
Yeah, it's like
inherited. It's an heritage from the whole clan. That's
So what you're saying is that probably what it actually, the whole thing, the origins of these symbols probably explain maybe the origins of the devil fruit as well.
So you said the theory? Did Theory make a video on this? You said Theory made a video on this.
Okay, hold up. No.
I found it because of theory.
He was inspired from a video Theory did, but this is what I want to know. Can you just give me the conclusion that you guys found out? Because you said a bunch of shit, and I'm still confused what exactly the conclusion of all this is.
He wants you to summarize it.
It will blow your mind.
Extremely confused.
Well, so when you found out about this, when you were looking for a devil fruit explanation, and the first thing you stumble upon is the size of the Wano shit. Think about how many clans are gonna be in Wano. That's the first conclusion I took. If Oda got inspired by his culture, it's his culture, okay? He knows about this way more than anybody else, okay? And this guy studied. You need to think, this guy who made this text, he was studying like just structures on cloths, right, and culture. Like One Piece is like not related to this, okay? This guy makes the studies, and his job is like to find out about cloths and shit and structures and patterns and stuff, okay? But Oda takes inspiration from that. So this might be the golden key to how the devil fruits are somebody in
Could
the
I
Discord
explain
just
it?
said.
I can explain it really well.
Yeah.
So,
Jesus fucking Lord.
So, Froob, you guys there?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Can you post the link in the chat because people are asking for it?
I want you guys to look at the.
I'll link it.
I want you guys to look at the essay that's written. Go to the second page, right?
Yeah.
And point number 2, it says pattern. Okay. Now, if you see that image, you see all these patterns, right? Now, I want you to search up the Kozuki clan.
I did.
Symbol.
It looks like a phoenix with like a circle around it.
Yeah, it's on there.
Those of you that are messaging me, I'm still extremely confused.
If you go to the, I think it's the second row. Was it the second row, Shaman?
It's the second from the right and one down or two down.
If you go there, you'll see that pattern there. All right.
Wait, is it what? The second row?
It's the second to last row. It's the second to last row.
Okay, the second one down.
Break this shit down for me, please.
This is not related to devil fruits, okay?
This isn't related to devil fruits, but what we're saying is that Oda's taking inspiration from Japanese history. The this example that I'm giving you is obvious, but when he's talking about devil fruits, that's a less obvious example, and that's what he's trying to explain to you guys about basically the lineage. Basically, the devil fruit designs are called karakusa or something. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly.
It's a twig plant growing out of another one,
and
right?
it has this specific design to it that follows a set number of rules. All right, and I'll give you one of.
And Oda showed it to us how like the devil fruit comes back. Remember, but like if somebody eats the new devil fruit that comes from a predecessor, he might be powerful more than the predecessor already. with the ability.
Because he take the heritage of the previous owner.
Okay, yeah. So
Rakim, go ahead.
what he's trying to say, right, is that
so devil fruits are like one for all.
No. What he's saying is that to start the design, right, you need to make one loop, right? It's just like a symbol, right? You just make one symbol, right? But then to continue that, you make multiple branches, right? And if you see the devil fruits now, you could see it's like fully covered in those branches, and you'll see that some have more branches than others, which kind of like tells you that this devil fruit has been used. This devil fruit has had this many users in the past.
They trash because they die all the time.
Right?
So
okay.
There's
I
different
think I'm starting
generations
to
between
follow.
devil and devil fruits and
You
shit.
get what we were saying, but
Like they have.
Yeah, that is insane.
Okay, I got you.
The crazy part is how can this source be reliable to One Piece? If you read
Of course, it's just a speculation, but
but if you read to the end where it says artificial life, okay, and what he talks about it in the pattern. Remember, this guy's talking about patterns, Klopfstein studies, right? Think about it, like to say
Where does he
that,
talk about artificial life? Where does he say that?
The whole swirl thing.
Scroll down.
Going back to the whole.
That is proof that like Oda is having this whole shit on his mind, man. That is like the artificial devil fruits are this, like that's when it hits you,
okay,
man.
but with the smile devil fruits, they don't have these patterns, right?
Exactly, but
If the swirl thing is true, where like if somebody dies and then gets it, then it gets another swirl. That would mean the rare devil fruits would have less swirls on it.
Yeah. So
also we know Oda. We also know Oda uses that that history stuff like the Sharingan sign. Like that's used in a lot of anime, like Naruto, and then Enel has it on one of the drums on his back.
Anyways,
So,
like if you guys
You're
look at
basically
the
saying that
smile
Sonic
devil
is a
fruits,
devil fruit.
yeah,
Well,
but no, if you look at the smile devil fruits, right, you notice that there's no design on there, and that's happening for a reason. It's because there's no generation, there's no person that used it in the previous generation, right? So like
Wait, is it Luffy? What are you talking about? Whose?
So like Luffy's fruit,
No,
right?
he's talking about the smile fruits.
If you look at the smile fruits, right, you see.
Oh, so they'll have no swirl because this is the first
that swirl's
time
not there.
they're artificially
Because-
made.
Yeah, because the previous gen, no one used it.
No one's used it before.
Yeah, right. But if you look at Luffy's fruit, it has all these spirals. That tells you that someone's used it before.
Yeah,
but how do we
and the same thing is that with
once Luffy dies, right? Once Luffy dies and another person uses it, once Luffy dies, right, and the fruit, when the devil like goes to a fruit, I'm not sure about the process, but once that.
The devil fruit can actually.
So if I understand correctly, you're saying Luffy's innovation could be, I guess something that he learned, like where he just. Because sometimes Luffy learns shit, like, out of nowhere. Do you think that's something that he could have learned from a predecessor that used the fruit before?
Yeah, that could be.
You could argue that's a theory. I don't agree with that theory, but that's their own theory of it. The way I view it...
Because Sabo was able to fly as soon as he got the fruit. And it was...
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was taking that as an example. Because Sabo was doing everything straight away. So that's why I was saying, like, he took over the heritage from Ace. But the thing is, if you look at Ace and Blackbeard's one, those are quite two rare fruits. And you look at their linings, those are not really the biggest comparable to all the other ones.
Yeah, you'll notice that the rarer fruits have less Karakusa branches than the ones that aren't so rare.
Damn, so the next dude to get the rubber fruits,
they about to be beastly as fuck.
Yeah.
On some Naruto shit.
The thing is, if you read through that like 3 times or whatever, there is some hint upon what Oda might reveal in the future.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna read
cool
through.
thing.
I'm gonna read through all of it and make a video on it.
That's the cool thing. So like, it makes up for like a lot of theories that might turn out to be true. Because it's like if you find a hot trail to Oda's golden
How
key for
exactly
One Piece.
did where did this conversation stem from? I'm so confused.
Virgo, if you had an ounce,
it was a
bro. There is the file right here, bro. You can read it.
Yeah, send Virgo the link.
Virgo, you're lucky.
Brago, go to the BC text and you have it there, man.
I see the VC text and I'm still a bit confused.
Just read through it, bro.
Why?
Anyways,
Okay, just go with it.
I mean,
just go with it.
How far do I have to go?
Don't overthink.
I mean, it's just in speculation and theories.
What I was saying,
not...
right? What I was saying about the family crest, right? The Kozuki. You know how you see like the Kozuki crest is kind of similar to the patterns they show here.
Yeah.
So, what I'm alluding to is that maybe once we get a Wano, we'll get more information
on devil fruits.
Think about how many other clans are gonna be
patterns, and like maybe these family crests or like these families are related to the devil fruits in some way.
Right, because we know devil fruits are kind of like passed down with Pell and
That could be, but
Chaka.
I like the thought, just the thought alone that we know the Kozuki clan sign right now, right? But like, look at all these crests, okay? Like Oda said, like the Marineford War will look fucking walk in the park, okay, compared to what's gonna happen. Look at all those clans. Think about the Shogun, think about Kaido, and you know all those clans are gonna be there. Look how many crests there are. If he's just taking half of it in the story, or just like 1/5, you know what rampage this is gonna be? Think about that. That's just
this makes me actually think about Kurohige. So he took actually the Whitebeard's devil fruit. He learned everything. He learned everything that he learned.
So
right,
if Blackbeard knew of this, right?
That's
let's say
the
this
theory
is a
or
thing.
whatever is right.
Let's say this is a thing.
Yeah, of course.
If Blackbeard knew of this,
that's crazy.
And
I'm listening.
If Blackbeard knew of this, right, and he knew like the previous user of the Yami fruit, is it possible that they awakened a power that could absorb and use devil fruits? That's why he wanted that fruit.
They probably did, right?
Yeah, it could be definitely be a reason for that.
Brago,
you said if Whitebeard knew that?
If Blackbeard knew the previous user, because
What if he gets?
I feel like this is how I think it is. I think that Blackbeard found out something to do with the Karakusa and like the family crest, which allowed him to have more than one devil fruit. Something along those lines. Where, like, I just think that's why
the Kozuki clan.
So like all the Karakusa shit, like
have a different body. He can take some.
Like I said, I'm gonna read through it extensively to kind of get a better idea of what it's saying. But
yeah, if you get
we should make a separate stream for this, Brago.
Yeah, after I understand it better, I can do that.
All I know is that within this last hour, all these One Piece theorists, they're gonna take all this. You know, they're gonna.
No, okay, but here's the thing.
This is really interesting.
I'm not trying to be mean. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding this, but I just feel like there's like nothing. Okay, I'm not saying that the theory is wrong.
It's not nothing. It's just every speculation actually is.
Like I don't understand like what the point of this is. Like,
Rube.
Oh, he dropping knowledge.
Say it again.
Is this something that is interesting?
I understand. It's not that I don't understand. I understand everything you're saying. I just don't know why this is important at all.
Brew, how long have you been here?
Hold on, that actually could explain a lot of things about the origins of the devil fruit. What are they able to do actually?
Okay, but so far the only conclusion that I got from this was that one, the Kozuki clan are probably somehow tied to devil fruits, and two, that devil fruits may pass on abilities from generation to generation. That's the only thing that
that's
I got.
a lot if you ask me.
You missed the point about the swirls.
That's why I knew I came late, but like I've been sitting here for a little while, and I'm still extremely confused.
Nigga, you done said you was confused every 5 seconds, Virgo. Like you ain't.
But it's very important to the story.
Okay, super, and I've been listening, and that does not take away the confusion.
No, but
for y'all that don't understand,
we're gonna have freaking conclusions. This is not a statement, bro.
It's just very important to understand the things that are happening now. And we were always asking, how is it possible that Sabo could do those things so quick? Well, this is a reason why he could do the things so quick.
Possibly.
I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to be a dumbass, but like I understand, like I've been hearing y'all talk for a little bit, and I was quiet for a little while, but like it still does not make any fucking sense.
Let me try and explain it to you. What they're saying is like they're trying to explain. They got a theory about how devil fruits are like that devil fruits came from the Kozuki clan, and that like the little swirls on the devil fruit.
You're the first person to actually say that to me.
It gets most swirls on it like when a devil fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
like,
Roger Blaze is about to explain.
Brago,
Roger Blaze is about to explain. Go.
Roger want to jump in.
Can you let him tell me?
Get him in here, man. Get him in there. And he knows how to explain things. Pretty simple. So go ahead.
No. Okay. Don't let me in with Virgo. I understand. I understand everything.
He said, "Don't let me in with Virgo."
No, because I'm just saying he keeps saying he has no idea what's going on. I know what's going on. I just don't understand why. Like everyone's like, "Oh shit, that's crazy." I'm just sitting here like, This doesn't seem like crazy to me.
Then you don't understand what's going on.
I mean, what?
No, like the conclusions that you derive from this,
I don't
it's
see
like
the mind-blowing factor either.
no, like you get like
there's a lot of hard-hitting evidence.
And from this, we can conclude that Kaido has a dragon fruit. It's like,
no. Listen.
Maybe
Bros,
Sabo got
please,
I'm listening.
One second. Group, if you read through this for yourself alone without any distraction, like I did, you will get the mind-blowing parts maybe for yourself, right? The thing is, if you guys will look upon this a different way, if you read it for yourself, the whole thing, you can maybe be months, like, or years before Oda reveals some stuff upon this stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's also something with the artificial thing has to do with I think with Vegapunk that he can create actually devil fruits.
Also, the wrapping itself, like, you can. It says something how you get something. Like it can be like in this text. It says you know like how the Japanese have like a spirit in everything, like a chair or a stone or a leaf or something, right? There's like an ability or some being in something else,
Let
right?
me address what you said, bro.
No, Han. Let me just explain the theory for how I understand it, and then you can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. So basically, this Karakuza shit, right? It's basically just a famous Japanese like pattern, or I don't know exactly what it is, but it's in their culture, right? Okay. And this is basically what Oda modeled the devil fruits off of, because you can see this pattern in pretty much every single devil fruit, right?
Not every single one. That's
well, most of the devil fruits. Okay, and that
a majority.
I think that part of it is probably almost 100% true, just because like it just seems way too true. Okay, but like the conclusions that we can make from that being true, I don't understand like what's important.
What I'm saying, so for one, we can say that Oda's inspiration for devil fruits are this.
I really wish for somebody would fucking tell me the fucking significance.
Brago said,
"Oh my god,
Brago."
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Maybe
oh,
it's
that, okay, he's in here.
No, let me just chime in. Let me chime in. So
it probably does relate to Sanji's eyebrows are curled, and they do have these like powers that people shouldn't really have. So maybe some aspect from a devil fruit was incorporated in there. And like Sanji's dad, Judge, like we haven't seen his eyebrows. He probably doesn't have.
Maybe he implemented some features of the devil fruits.
It wasn't like genetically added.
Nigga, this sound like fuck shit.
Wait.
Jesus.
Yo, let me say this.
Wait. Roger, is Roger
Right,
in here?
first off, time out.
Oh, Roger's face isn't here.
Oh, Roger is here?
Straight up.
What's up,
This
Roger?
has been straight. Wait, hold on. This has been straight up the most interesting stream I have watched on any One Piece topic in the past 3 months.
Hey.
I don't know what is going on. Shaman guy
give props to these man. Shaman, man, he's killing it, man.
Shaman, I don't know where
this man just came from nowhere.
You are like a legitimate supernova, and I need to make sure that you are on the next Reverie. Like you need to be on it. I am blown away.
Round of applause! Round of applause!
Yeah, please. Come on.
All right. Now, with that said, I wanted to hop in because I saw some people were confused about that whole
I hear
discussion.
an echo. Who's echoing?
I'm sorry, this guy. I am.
So
I apologize.
who needs the explanation, real quick? Because I can get pretty.
One sec. Virgo. Push to talk. Push to talk, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much understand it, but maybe I'm missing something. So yeah, just go ahead and explain, and I'll see if I'm.
So the easiest way to explain this is basically like, say somebody has a devil fruit power. So let's take Ace for example, right? And Ace, all the people who ate the Marimara no Mi before him, let's just say none of them ever knew Hiken. They didn't know how to use Fire Fist. They used other powers or something. Ace, while training, while he had the Marimara no Mi, learns how to use Hiken. Ace then dies at Marineford, and Sabo eventually gets his devil fruit. Upon eating Ace's devil fruit, Sabo inherits knowing how to use the powers of everyone that came before him with that devil fruit, including Ace, who learned how to use Hiken. So like Sabo, when he first ate the fruit, was immediately able to use a fire fist attack.
Yes, he did.
And why this is important, if you compare this to, and I saw some people brought this up earlier, I was listening while I played Splatoon, like Blackbeard with Whitebeard's devil fruit, right? Is that right away, Blackbeard was able to use a lot of Whitebeard's powers.
He used Heaven on Earth, which is crazy too.
Right. So what's important? The important thing about all of this is that if Blackbeard knew that that has something to do with like the secrets of devil fruits or whatever, or more importantly, something that none of us have brought up yet, or at least maybe if you guys brought it up in the last 5 minutes, I didn't know, was the lineage factor that was brought up during this arc. The stuff with like the lineage genealogy factor, the stuff that like the Vinsmokes were researching.
Yep.
If this has any tie to a potential lineage factor, this could be, I think, really exciting and could really differentiate like what makes
that was what I was saying, Roger, because the lineage they're taking over the lineage of the previous owner of the devil fruit.
Well, the thing is that it's crazy. If you read through it, it tells you how to wrap something around something. It doesn't matter what it is, as a present, okay? And that will inherit the power pretty much. So that would explain to you why you could just wrap or make something like fire or an ability like a chair, right, into a devil fruit. If you read through that thing, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna read through it extensively.
That is explaining how Vegapunk or somebody, it doesn't matter, the devil itself makes devil fruits. So if Oda wants to reveal how devil fruits are made in general at the end of One Piece or whenever, this might be the golden key, like, stumble upon, where he gets inspiration out of his own culture.
Yeah, and Shaman, I feel like Blackbeard's kind of found out something along those lines, which allowed him to have 2 devil fruits, and like Vegapunk, right? He found that out as well, which allowed him to put the Kizaru lasers on pacifistas, right? Like,
and Dofi and the Smiles.
I think what's more interesting.
That is more interesting.
Wait, so if Dofi knows about this, is that the treasure, or is that the information that he's hiding?
It might.
This is what I was talking about when I didn't understand why this was important.
Anyways, that's why I'm saying it's gonna blow your mind, guys. I told you guys it's gonna blow your mind, and did it blow your mind?
Because if Dofi has information on how to actually create,
since Sabo inherited a Fire Fist, do y'all think someone like Luffy who got the rubber fruit, y'all think he inherited like some other features like why he's always hungry, like the previous owner was always hungry when he had the fruit?
Maybe not. No, I think it's not that. It's not those features that actually he gets. I think it's more about the attacks and defensive things. It's not really the personality and.
I don't think it's like that. I don't think the personality of the person gets inherited by the user. It's not like inherited will. I think if anything, it's like some type of defensive power or something that has to do with.
It's more like
he might even be aware of it first.
I think it's like more it's the experience with his devil fruit that he gets from the
I feel like those family symbols of the family crest, right? I felt like each one had their own individual devil fruit that they'd pass along line by line. The world government came by and they disrupted that whole system. And that's how I see it.
Don't you think like
the lower ranks? I feel like the lower ranks had like Luffy's fruit, where it was trash, right? And the top tiers, like the higher rank people, they had the most used fruits. Like that's how I see it.
I mean, Luffy at the beginning, he was kind of trash with his devil fruit, but he was a kid though. So I don't know if that.
You gotta understand that because Luffy didn't like inherit all these incredibly amazing skills, right? That just means that all his predecessors with that fruit were trash at it.
Yes.
Yeah, but it seems like
you
had a bunch of swirls on it.
Maybe,
like you guys said.
It's like
you guys were saying, the more swirls on it might be the more abilities you have.
No, the more swirls. Just have you guys watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, where like the Avatar keeps passing on what he learns, right? It's kind of the same. Where
it's like the all for one, one for all, whatever from My Hero Academia, where he just passes powers down generation after generation. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a cool idea though that when you look at the artificial devil fruits compared to the regular devil fruits, they don't have swirls. They have like those dots on them, and they're not like natural swirls either. It's just like dots, just like this weird like circle pattern on them. There isn't like the weird swirls or the weird layers that all the other devil fruits
it doesn't have that.
So.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why
wild. This is like. This is legit the most excited I've been about like a One Piece theory stream in like a really long time.
Jesus Christ just appeared, man.
It's just like it's wild, man. Like I don't know where you came from.
Revelations.
Shaman. I don't know who you are. I know nothing about you. But like I see potential in you.
Man.
I like legit.
Oh hell yeah, bro! This man actually has a lot to offer. I've been talking with him a lot of times. It's really interesting.
I think you gotta rename the stream now.
Shaman
the Lord. Shaman Jesus Christ. Shaman Christ.
No, Brago.
Shaman God.
You should call it the rise of
Shaman the Buddha. No, Shaman the Buddha. Shaman the Buddha.
Shaman the Buddha.
Yeah.
I actually believe in the universe.
Mochi and Shaman Kings, right? Nah, that's lit though. That's lit. Nah, because I'm thinking about the possibilities of like if this is actually a thing. Okay, because then that pretty much confirms that in Wano we're gonna get some more shit than we kind of expected as far as like devil fruits.
See, it just makes me. I gotta say that. It just makes me really, really fucking hate to like. If you from my like I did a foreign exchange student year in Idaho, and when I went to the high school there and talked about One Piece, it was like, what the fuck is One Piece? Oh, that's that stupid swordsman guy who has like his sword in his mouth. People were making fun of it, it was like regarded as trash and everything.
Wow.
And in Germany, it got looked upon it way more serious because dub in the German version was like really legit when it started out. But
boys,
thinking about just having it just makes me happy to have like this crazy ass community now, and One Piece is this crazy legit. No,
I don't mean to cut you off. Is anybody with any powers? Can they let Super Cool in because he wants to get in?
All right, I'll put him in.
With any powers.
I think there's a possibility that
I'm sorry, I don't have any fucking powers. I'm just fucking Virgo. I'm sorry.
That a devil fruit.
Yeah, right. Come on, bro, Virgo. Don't underestimate Virgo, man.
The main point of this, right?
I mean, nigga, I am not to be underestimated.
We're getting far away from who's talking just now.
And the main point of this, right? The main point of this is you guys should read this. You guys should read this yourself and make your own theories on it. Like we read this, like me, Shaman, and the other people. Like I forgot their names, but we read this together.
Yeah.
And we made our own theories on it. Like
I'm gonna read it extensively. I'm gonna definitely read it. Like
I mean, it seems worth doing.
Toddy's on this. Red Nose, Chatty.
Yeah,
me as well.
It's BDA, guys. It's all BDA. You guys should join the Discord. Be enlightened. You guys gotta be enlightened. Join BDA.
Hey, join the Discord.
Yeah, of course. This is the light. This is the best place ever.
What if people in the
by the way?
The BDA Pirates, we've been here since 9.
Wait, so you guys are telling me that something good actually came out of the BDA Discord for once?
Hey man,
Actually, it is. It is.
We nurtured
the discussions we had.
True, I made the list because of you.
Hi, Daniel. When Shaman first joined, he was a little pop.
Listen, man, I found out who Manjoro was, bro. Like, I feel like that's a win.
I found out who Batchy is. That's amazing.
Kappa?
Like
Kappa? Like,
Roger, don't you find it funny? Don't you find it fun that Oda gave that insect a name?
Bro, you think I'm playing?
Bro, I was shocked. I didn't even know there was an insect during that freaking arc. I mean,
full body
what the fuck is
that shit and put it in the soup, man.
If we asked Oda,
quote me on this. I am absolutely doing a video on Batchy in the next 2 days. It's gonna happen.
Hell yeah!
You're lying.
Roger. That's as lowest you can get in the power level rank.
That is blasphemy, Roger. You are not.
I swear to God, I will. I promise.
Of course, why not, man? That shit is pretty important. It's transcendental.
I'm gonna send you the list.
Manjaro and Drip, the dream team. That's what they say in the chat.
Yeah.
Nah, that's great.
Yeah.
Great. Like this list,
Exactly.
again, it's incredible.
Yo, Brago, hey, Brago D early morning.
Hey,
Shout
man,
to you.
it's lit. It's lit.
Thank you.
Hey, going back to the devil
Brago
fruits
only
and
shows that for
the
the
people,
European
the
people that you
carriers,
come
like
in the
I
early
think
morning.
it can correlate. The devil fruit can correlate with like the personality. Like I wonder if Sabo will become like more pugnacious, like Ace when it comes to fighting.
No, I think it's not really.
Hey, good
with the
word.
magma
I think it's not
Seen a
personal.
Wait,
kind of with the
let
magma
him finish.
fruit.
Let him finish. I
Seen
hear
a
a
kind
terrible
like
echo.
with the
Who's
magma
echoing?
fruit and like he's fairly hasty. Like he moved a marine base in the New World and he was like the first one to do that or some shit. And then when like Kizaru or Aokiji has the ice fruit and you can see that he's like laid back and nonchalant. Like
You know what? That's something I always thought about. Like, is it kind of like a destiny thing where they're destined to get this fruit? That's why the personalities match so well.
Yeah, I'm not saying 100%, but I can see how there's some influence.
Or is it just like they're warped by the devil fruit and they slowly become more like, you know, what they ate? Because Doflamingo, he became obsessed with like manipulation and controlling. So
you're basically saying that Luffy ate Roger's fruit. Is that what you're saying, Bargo?
Wait, I said nothing.
I
said nothing of the sort.
I don't think Roger had that rubber fruit.
Then Tekken just made a video. He just made a video about that, right?
No, if it
Honestly,
was like
that
that,
shit
bro,
would be so
Luffy would
trash.
be
Luffy is
Rayleigh
extremely
would be
charismatic
beastly.
though.
Rayleigh didn't say a single fucking thing about that when we saw him. Like, you wouldn't think like, hey, that's Roger's fruit.
That's a good point, Brago, with the Doflamingo and manipulating.
Yeah.
I've always kind of believed that if
make
Luffy's
sense.
fruit came from somewhere else, that like Luffy's fruit, not necessarily Roger's fruit. I don't think
Somebody would have had to say
it's more likely that
something.
if there is some type of weird, stupid connection like that, then it's Joy Boy's fruit and not Roger's.
Can I say
Everyone in
something
the
really quick?
whole world would know that it's Roger's.
Like
fruit.
Whitebeard would have
It's
said
fruit of
something at
pirate.
one point, like, "Oh, that power, something."
It's not even him.
No.
Everyone. You know
or
how when
especially
Whitebeard
Rayleigh.
died?
Rayleigh, right? Rayleigh would have been.
I think it would have been portrayed if Roger had the rubber.
Yo, Brago,
You know, like he would have said to Luffy, like, you know, Luffy, you're using this fruit wrong. Roger used to use it like this when he was training him, or something like that.
But listen.
Even like taking
There's
all of that
something.
out of account, like look at Garp. Garp is Luffy's grandfather who spent his entire life chasing Gold Roger.
Yeah.
Don't you think he'd know
Yeah,
what
that's
Gold Roger's
fair.
power is?
That's
and then if
fair.
his grandson
But
immediately say something.
there is a detail here, bro. Actually, Rayleigh didn't actually mention, for example, Lestroy had until after the 2 years. Afterwards. I think,
but
right?
can I say something?
He saw the
Well,
freaking
the thing
Strahd,
is,
but
he
didn't say
mentioned
anything.
He mentioned Shanks
Yeah.
though. He mentioned Shanks. In that,
Yeah, but he
Sabaody.
didn't.
So he mentioned Shanks.
I guess, but he didn't actually say anything about Rogers or he had that straw hat or anything like that. He didn't even actually have a reaction.
But also he also said, "I don't want to tell you anything Shanks hasn't told you, so I'm gonna stop."
And Roger did fight with a sword. So I don't
can I say
know
something about, because
like
we always
imagine
were
Luffy
asking-
fighting with a sword.
We always were
Considering if he had
asking-
the rubber fruit.
We also asking why the Marines always got those crazy devil fruits. So there is a possibility actually that Vegapunk can make those devil fruits himself, in the way that we now know about this theory that we're talking about. So we're always thinking because I think
that
like
would be
a lot
kind of
of
crazy if they can make Logia devil fruits.
I'm not going so far to say
Because
that
then-
Vegapunk or anybody makes them like that is like, because why would Vegapunk make
Not
a book
anybody. You have
about
to be Vegapunk.
categorizing that stuff, you know, when he can make it, you know?
but
add up.
Shaman, you said about making in a chair or something you can make out of that.
Yeah, so
with that saying, why wouldn't Vegapunk make like the strongest fruit with the strongest things that are in the world?
Maybe it doesn't work, you know, maybe the powers, if you
Maybe he
you
already
think,
did.
like, if you can, maybe you think like the powers contract or like burst up again when they annihilate themselves, you know, you can't just pack a chair and fire and ice or whatever in one thing and make it
Maybe
the
that's
best
what
thing.
Kaido's fruit is.
What?
What?
Fuck! What the fuck?
Yep. Here we go.
Jesus Christ!
Sounds about right.
What the monkey shit is that?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I did the swirl thing. I'm definitely gonna read it and get some more information from that because I'm interested.
What is this batchy thing?
Like, goodness gracious.
Berg is so lost, man. He's out of this place, man. Fuck.
Let's say what you guys are saying.
I ain't even gonna lie. If I was you, I would have left by now. If I was confused for like an hour.
No, but this is
I
one of
would've
the
left.
things. This is one of the things Oda likes us to do research and find out about stuff and learn the things.
I
that's
agree
going
with that.
on in the
I
real
agree
world.
with
I
that.
mean, I appreciate Oda as a mangaka. He's dope.
Yeah, but like, if there's anything I've learned from
Yeah.
researching on theories is that you research on a theory and then you just get completely fucking wrong and.
Yeah, sometimes you
One
don't
thing. Fuck.
Yo,
Listen.
why I don't
It's a hit or a
Hey,
miss,
true,
but
that
it's
is
mostly
so fucking true.
you searching for stuff. You searching for stuff, and you found out stuff that you actually would never think about knowing. And that's the thing.
It's
also
fun
what
though.
Oda's
It's fun.
trying to do.
It's fun, especially
Yeah,
when
the
you
thing
make.
is,
makes-
it's like,
I think.
here's the thing about theories,
It's a
though. Like,
blast.
I already said
Oda
it.
definitely gets like inspiration from a lot of different things, and like you can tell, like
Yeah, it's
okay, so for
complex.
example, like
Yeah,
the
but
Capone thing,
like
like
how-
he definitely was basing Capone's character off Al Capone, and like he did like
Yeah.
the whole Valentine's Day massacre, and
Yo,
like me and
Dan
agree
Fruit.
on, like,
Do you,
all
do
the
you think
specific,
Oda
all the
actually like?
what I'm saying-
all the specific details on it are usually like way different. Like he usually just takes like a vague concept and then like does it off that, and then changes everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
but what I'm
I can
saying
definitely
is
see like this.
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that we
you
we
think
read
Oda
One
actually
Piece.
looks at
One
our
second,
videos?
Fergo, 1 second. What I'm trying to say is,
Go ahead.
Oda is letting the people in the manga searching for the One Piece, while actually the readers are also searching for the One Piece, and that's the knowledge of the world.
That's
I like
like
that.
that.
Yeah, I like that.
That's convoluted.
It's like
Oh, man.
it's like the Throne Wars, and then it's like Game of Thrones, and it's like, oh, what happens at the wedding? Oh, people want to get killed at a wedding.
The red wedding, really, nigga? The red wedding, really?
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
cool to
that's
stumble
it.
upon a cool like theory and tie it
Oda be
in
taking some
together. I mean,
references
I don't think
When it
theories
comes
nowadays.
But he does it on purpose. He
Yeah.
wants people to like,
Yeah.
look into it.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
you guys said, like the theories are half the fun. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Who's
Because
gonna
I
sit?
It is
Hey,
true.
No, the theories are the fun.
Whitebeard
They're
didn't
all
sit on the
fun.
throne. He sat next to it.
because the point of a theory is to kind of is to make you at least think it could be possible. That's the point of it. To like make you think like, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can see that
totally
happening.
agree with
That's what I want. That's what I want the person to say. I can see that happening.
Like I had
Puts
I
that
think that-
notion in our head. He puts that notion in our head so that we can speculate and have all types of fun with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a lot of people complain that One Piece isn't like Hunter x Hunter, or where he doesn't explain everything right away. But like, I feel like that's
still
like
think
we
you
wouldn't be able to
can't
have these
compare that.
these
That's the
hour-long
fun part.
conversations.
Exactly.
It's on
You need
purpose.
suspense. Yeah, the suspense is pretty important, I think.
Yeah,
And
but
because
we
the-
want
and
us to find out itself. That's the most important thing.
Because this series is so long, there's more room to like think and try to get answers to these questions we don't know.
Yeah.
And he leaves like
And the show is
vague
getting more
clues
and
There's a
all
more
lot
over.
of
complex.
mystery in One Piece.
Yeah.
And the show's getting more complex and more and more and more. So it's really getting versatile and you know ambiguous. So it's getting really bigger and bigger. So you have to think more and more, of course, about it.
Exactly, and that's why I'm liking the theories and stuff like that. Because the same thing with Kuma, I was so intrigued with Kuma in the book, and I found about stuff like actually like Kuma was an apostle of Jesus, and that kind of stuff. No, but for real, Brago, you're laughing now.
Yeah. I got you.
That wasn't me, bro.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
It makes
I
sense.
said
Nah,
that
but
twice.
It makes sense
there
in
is a
some
theory
way.
about that, man.
Yeah, but it's a
I
crazy
just
thing.
I want the Jesus fruit. I want the Jesus.
No,
Jesus fruit.
It should be possible.
But the thing is, I found out with my theory that I make about it is what I think is actually that Kuma got all the stuff about the 4th century in his hands all the time.
Oh.
Because it's the Bible, and the Bible is the same thing. It tells about the past and the world.
I
I think the Bible is where actually say the Bible
Mirage.
that Kuma holds probably there. It tells where is the boy century. That's
So
what
the
it
One
is.
because
Piece. So
the thing is,
Kuma gonna be
because-
like, here, take my book. It's the One Piece.
No. He gave it just to a few persons, and that's why I think, for example, Kuma is joining the revolutionaries, and Dragon knows already a lot about the 4th century because of Kuma. And one of the things as well is that we know that the revolutionaries are like searching for people to join their crew, and because they believe.
Yo, hold on. Is that Brooke talking?
Yeah.
Yeah. You did a video about this, right?
Yes, I did a video. But
Yeah,
they
I've seen it.
but
That
they-
was great.
They
Yeah.
believe in something, and that's what the apostles of Jesus also did in the past. And they recruited people to going around the world and have the same thought as they have. So
Speak the gospel.
yeah. So what they do
No,
is-
bro. You have to hold on. You have to link the video. That video was phenomenal. Honestly, I really liked it. That was really you explained really well what happened. The thing about Kuma
I hear a
in the
lot of
Bible.
slurp.
Honestly, it's pretty interesting.
Nah,
Come on, bro. Come
No,
on.
it's good.
no, but the thing, no, because I think actually that Kuma is from Ohara and he was knowledgeable and stuff
Oh,
like
you
that.
think Kuro was?
That
Oh,
was
okay.
good
I love
shit.
this,
That
man.
was
I
good
love-
Yeah, he was
shit.
from
Oh, you think
Ohara.
Kuro
Yeah,
was
that makes
Ohara?
sense.
I like it. That's
That makes sense.
I love it.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, Brago, but I think that Kuma was actually apprentice of the father of Robin.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I saw a theory
do you-
people suspected Kuma was Robin's
See
dad.
that?
So do you think Kuma told Dragon about Robin?
Yeah, so wait, because that's why they relate.
Whoa!
Well, Kuma sent Robin to
Yeah,
him.
he sent him there. He sent her
Ah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
That's
There we
facts.
go.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a bait.
Oh wow.
And you got
Or did Dragon say, "Yo, whenever you
Man.
get the chance, send her to me, man"?
That's beautiful thing is like if even if we would have like out of this elemental like the Karakuza pattern, like let's assume like Brago, Roger, Space, Joyboy get like something and we all get something together that in the future like pops out and is almost legit what Oda reveals, right? And we're close to
Yeah.
that. Oda will change it, you know. Oda
Oh
will
my
make
goodness,
some,
dog.
you know, no, wait, like
Yeah,
Oda will make,
let him
like,
speak. Well, hold on.
like Oda
He
will,
actually watches
no,
these videos.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Definitely
You got
does.
it.
Oda,
Definitely
no,
does.
I think
Oda
he
will,
does.
no, Oda will make something different too. But the thing is, like, he already is way before that, right? So if we find something that's like really legit, he will make something else because there's so many factors in the story he's looking upon, like Vegapunk, for example, right? And all the others, people, you know. So once we
I'll
get to the
change it
point,
up.
you
I'll
know,
change it up. Do you think he alterations?
I mean, he
What?
watches
Wait,
it probably, but like,
broke
the
up.
thing is that like
Yeah.
it's it's a
You broke,
journey,
man.
really.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
were
even
in
hear
the
the
sunken
question.
place.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, I didn't hear the question.
You got sucked in, man.
Somebody
Come
pull
on,
one of these on you.
Yo, I like that Kuma theory, Mara. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's amazing,
It's
bro. You
good.
have to link the video, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Link the video.
Yeah, link the video.
You have to do it. That video is really good.
Yeah, I like the Kuma theory a lot.
Shaman, you shook
So
the
y'all
community.
telling me
Post that shit in
Dragon got a
general.
kill switch on all the
Hopefully no
pacifists?
ban.
Hopefully.
It's like when we make something a theory, okay, and it becomes almost true, it will only become almost true. But if it
Shaman,
becomes
I
almost
I
believe
don't
true,
know, man.
we're fine
I
with
don't know
it.
if I agree with
I
that.
see what
Shaman,
you're
because I
saying, Shaman.
predicted
You're saying
that,
Oda's gonna snatch the
Jack
rug
was
from
gonna have a
under us
mammoth
when we're
fruit.
so
Jack
close.
ended up having a mammoth fruit. I got that 100%. So I don't know, man.
Yo, Roger, Roger,
Right?
you said like, look, I'm totally 100% with that thing. Kaido, if he has devil fruit, humans mythical soul and fruit Oni is
Of
like a
course.
real legit shit.
The
That's
Oni
legit because he has the club. No, it's a human mythical soul. So think about it.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
Chopper has the human fruit, right? We know there's a dog fruit. We have seen variations of it, like Dalmatian, who's in the in the Marines, right? And there's different variations of types. So there's human fruits, different types too. We know Sengoku has a human, Zoan mythical, right? Buddha. Okay.
And mythical is also the rarest and most powerful of all the other zone types.
Exactly.
That the guy who's in control of his zone army would have one of the rarest zone fruits.
So for Kaido having a human mythical Zoan fruit type Oni, if that shit comes true, dude, that W is huge. That is huge.
If we get it,
so who else are we
So
gonna see on
that's what you think that what makes him immortal, invincible.
Well, yeah,
That's
because the
why.
actual Japanese culture. The Oni, like the sort of like the myth behind the Oni, without getting too much into it, is that they are unbreakable, that they are invincible, and that there's nothing that can kill them. Like in all the old stories of like demon kings and Onis, which like Oni just means demon. It just is like a general Japanese term for demon. But like in the story of Momotaro, like the Oni antagonist. He was the Demon King. And Momotaro, obviously, is Momonosuke, being the Peach Boy, and the whole thing with the pheasant and the monkey. I mean, it's like there's multiple layers to the whole Wano thing with characters that have already been set up.
What do Onis eat specifically?
They eat humans too.
They eat humans specifically? Huh.
No,
Thought
not
so.
specifically, but they eat.
They can eat. Okay.
They can eat humans. No, but the Onis
Kind of
normally
like a troll, then, huh?
Yeah, but the Onis normally characterized by like in the club, which Kaido straight up has. We've already seen that. The only thing is that a lot of people, when you look at Kaido, go like, "Oh, he has to have a dragon devil fruit." But I thoroughly believe it is possible that he was originally a dragon that ate the human fruit, much like Chopper did, and the human fruit was a mythical zone, which was an Oni. And if you were a dragon who ate invincible mythical devil fruit, shit, you'd be the strongest beast alive.
So, do you think he's a young dragon then? Because dragons
I think he's the.
for a
did
long
2
ass
videos
time.
on this. I did 2 videos on this and an Oni video about this. I think he was what was inside the egg on Roger's ship.
Oh really?
That's
Shit!
Crazy.
Yeah, Roger, I got a crazy theory.
And I think the reason that he holds such a grudge against Oden is because I think Rod trusted the egg to Oden after the Ed War, and Kaido was basically, as a child, as an egg, was ripped from his home, and so he holds a grudge against the people of Wano Country for taking him away from his family, which gives him that sympathetic backstory that we need, and then he rampages on Oden, kills him, but you actually would understand where he's coming from by doing that. So he's actually literally, he hatches as a dragon, and in Wano eats this mythical Oni devil fruit, which would make sense for it to be in Wano, because it's a Japanese myth. Wano is based on Japan. A lot of factors there that he set it up for that to make people think that he's a dragon fruit user, when in reality he's probably actually a dragon who ate a devil fruit.
Somebody don't read my profile picture. Says
like a dragon.
Somebody said Ace was
and
in
he
the
has
egg.
whiskers like a dragon.
Tattoos, well.
That will be really impressive.
Oda is trolling, false reply.
I don't
know about the dragon Zoro killed, but like some dragons have like just really like tough ass skin, and maybe that can.
Yeah, the one that actually fought, the
applied.
green one, I think there was in Punk Hazard. There was a smaller one. It was green or something like that. They had a really rough time trying to kill him. I think it was artificial.
I got one crazy theory for Roger. I think Kuina is actually part of Kaido's crew. And saying that,
I'll hear you out. It's 1 a.m.
Let me explain.
1 a.m.
He's like, I'll rock with
I
it.
know. Let me explain. First thing is because I think she's actually working for the revolutionaries, because we saw in chapter 0 that Dragon's ship was going to the island where Kuina was in Zoro's in the dojo, and one of the most famous birds is the crane bird in Japanese mythology. And Kuina is actually a name from one of those crane birds. And they're living on an island that called Kaido, Hokkaido. And saying that is, I think she's working for the revolutionaries, but actually pretends she is part of Kaido's crew.
Okay, I have 2 things against that. One, Kuina was a child during that time with... Actually, in fact, she wasn't even born yet when Roger stopped at the island. Because she's Zoro's age. Zoro, like, literally... Roger was dead 12 years before Zoro was even born. So Kuina would never have known Roger. That interaction would have never happened. And 2, the crane thing is already actually in the story with Suru. Because Suru is literally crane in Japanese. Like, she represents the crane. There were like connections even before Suru was introduced in the cover panels.
Yeah, I know that.
Like the foreshadowing of cranes. So I think it's a cool idea, and I'm happy I heard you out because it's like 1 a.m. But I think it's wrong.
It's 1 a.m. It's 10 in the morning in Germany,
it's
bro.
just because I hope. Just the thing is, why I hope that, to explain it more, is because when the Shogun finds out that actually Kuina is working for them and Zoro is there as well, that Zoro's, and he's doing something to Kuina, Zoro's going to be the power up to defeat the Shogun. That's why I had that thought about that.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool.
Yeah, I think Kuina's alive, so I'm with it.
I think Kuina is dead. I think we're just reading.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so too. No. Actually, in the words of our favorite new character,
what's gone is gone.
I mean, people
until Oda brings it back.
Just can people just can't accept the way how he.
Yeah, that's kind of weak. It was weak.
He died.
It was
so they want actually to change that.
Somebody said the stairs should be on the list as well.
The stairs should be on the list. Are the stairs on the list, Shaman?
Well, let's talk about it.
Where do you rank the stairs?
We can get. I don't
Yoko level, man. We already Anime Fat Talk did a video about this.
Legit question though. Legit question to all you guys who've seen the list now. What do you guys think about that? I put Goldie Roger at an SS. What do you think about that?
I feel like
that's the same as Whitebeard, right?
Yeah, where's Whitebeard?
That's right. That's right. That's fair. I think.
There we go.
Why not? That's fair.
I feel like put up too many S's. I feel like S plus is enough.
Let me see. Where did you put Rayleigh? Because I think Rayleigh has like people. It's like a huge variation with Rayleigh sometimes.
Yeah. No, and
as long as you have,
and here we go.
As long as you have
yeah, of course. But we're talking about Rayleigh Prime. Rayleigh or Rayleigh old Rayleigh or what?
I want to do like rest in peace character and like I did them already, but like Prime, I can do a Prime version of the characters if you guys want.
Yeah, of course, but we don't know really how strong they were.
Because like,
all right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Take it easy.
Hey, thanks for coming through.
I'm going. Nice one.
Peace.
Yep.
Peace out.
Yeah, you got Rayleigh at A.
Peace.
Okay. Is this current or just Prime? Shaman.
This is current.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this is present. Go into the future. Like this list is supposed to be accurate for us in the future, so that we like shape it to be so accurate that at Wano we can have Zoro or somebody else legit having an enemy and saying, okay, this guy, this is how it's gonna go.
Shaman, it'll never be accurate if you have more than one opinion, right? Everyone's gonna have a different opinion. Just like keep it the way it is. It's your opinion, right? So that's what makes it good.
Yes,
yeah. I think I'm okay with how it is. Honestly.
Well,
because,
if you read the forward,
right? Bro, if people change it, they're all gonna have different opinions. Some people
Yeah, then everybody gonna make their own list.
Yeah. And you know the discussions they're gonna be crazy. No one is gonna actually agree with nothing. So
Luffy's a double S. What you mean?
I still think the majority. I still think the majority of the people have like sound knowledge. I think that.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, I know, but man, when we're talking about Discord, it's different, man.
Yeah,
the democracy. Exactly. This shit doesn't work like that.
Well, I know there have been a lot of people from different manga types jumping on the One Piece ship because their series has ended, and there is a lot of controversy going on. I know that Whole Cake Island, especially when I think Whole Cake Island is gold, I thought it was gold since the start, kind of. I mean, it's all good, as long like the hobby increased like high scale, like it's top tier.
I mean,
it's
interesting that you bring that up too, where you talk about like how Bleach is over, Naruto's over, and we've seen a huge influx in people who even used to do videos on those move over to One Piece. But I think like what's really weird specifically about this year when you compare it to something like last year is I see the beginning of Wano, not Reverie really, because I feel like people who are going to be really into the Reverie arc are people like us who are already like diehard fans who want to know like world building stuff. But I think when Wano hits, that's going to be something that I could truly see like a massive influx of people like start their YouTube channels around the time Wano. I really think Wano is going to be the arc that pushes One Piece a little more mainstream, just because like
the swords
an
and
arc
shit.
that takes place on a Japanese island with traditional Japanese stuff. It's just like that is weeb. 101.
New swords being introduced.
The only thing I gotta say to that, the only thing I think you're totally 100% true, and this will happen. And I can only say this, Rogers, you better have like 500,000 subs by then, or
I think
Brago 200 subs.
I talked about this with KOL the other day. It's funny because there's a lot of things that could potentially happen this year that could blow up a lot of channels, and like for me, I'm in this really good spot where like I do Nintendo stuff with the One Piece stuff, and depending on on what gets announced at E3, dude, if Smash gets announced at E3 and Wano begins this year, it's over. Like I could easily get 500,000 subs.
Roger.
Oh, come on, man! Don't do that.
Roger, you realize it doesn't even have to be Smash. It can be Mario Party. That Mario Party is people are waiting.
Bro, get out of here.
This dude is not on that, man.
It gotta be Smash.
Come on, bro. Mario Party is the shit.
I mean, Smash is
It's not Smash, man.
It's not those videos.
Come on.
It's not Smash.
You're right, though.
Dude,
It's really fun, man. It's more.
No, you're right, Roger.
Yeah, because like Smash Brothers is something that like Smash is what blew Etika up. Smash is what blew a lot of people. Like even when I was starting my YouTube channel, when I started like 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, like the first videos I did were live reactions to Smash character announcements, and like I had literally 2,000, 3,000 subs and was pulling like 8,000 views on like these reaction videos for Smash characters, and that was like when I had 1,000 or 2,000 subs, like. When you're at 150 plus and you have like all these other people that you've worked with and done collabs with, and the Smash Brothers stuff comes out, and Wano Country comes out, it's like, it's wild, man.
I think the video I saw for Etika was the reaction to Cloud.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to deal with that. I mean, it's too much shit. God.
Well, hey, man, more content. The better. I don't have to make One Piece series all the time. I'm happy with. I mean, even like next week. It's great because for such a long time, people were like, "When's your next My Hero read through gonna be?" And I'm like, "Bro, I have no time to do a My Hero read through until like the next time we go on break." And then Lord Almighty, Oda was.
I mean, hopefully, man, I'm waiting for that.
Brought us on break, so now next Thursday I'm doing my read through. So that'll be nice.
No, I have to say, a total respect to like Brago and King of Lightning, Roger Space, and Joy Boy too. He's like over 100K.
Dude, yeah,
like,
Joy Boy is blowing
crazy.
That's lit.
Like it's
That's
crazy.
awesome.
It's crazy. It's crazy that like you gotta think like just think of a room. Okay, if there would be 60 people in that. And then think about a soccer stadium. Okay? 100,000 people.
That's a lot
like,
of people.
Just like the scale, you're gonna respond to those people. That I got like fierce respect for like the whole YouTube thing.
Yeah. This shit is blowing up, man. That's true.
He's a beast.
It's been crazy, man. The last 2 years, this shit actually One Piece is being actually really represented in YouTube, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I feel like the I would say like Zoe was where I kind of had like my explosion, like my sub explosion. Like Zoe.
Yeah. Zoe, the whole Sanji thing.
Joy Boy kind of blew up, and then Tekking too, because Tekking used to be Bleach.
Yeah.
But he really blew up.
Tekking crossed over so well. Like it was,
and so I think that's gonna happen again at the very beginning. Like I don't think we're special. I think like we're working hard, but that like I'm not trying to flex. I think like that's something that's gonna naturally happen over the course of time. Is like if you make One Piece content, like especially during Wano and during Reverie, even I would not be surprised. Another couple channels blow up at 50K to 100K mark.
Dedication to the hobby is all it is.
Also, like I know somebody like I don't know if you know these people, Roger, Blackleg Vince Smoke, but the thing is he posts like spoiler vids, so I'm not subscribed to him. Gear 5.
I mean, Gold Nakama in the Brazilian community blew up.
Yeah.
He went from like 50,000 to like 250 in the course of like I think the past.
Wait, hold on, Gold Nakama, I think it's Spanish.
Oh, he's Spanish? I thought he's Brazilian.
Yeah, Spanish because I'm Spanish myself, so I know him.
Oh, right on, cool. Right
yeah.
No, like
it's real good.
Yeah.
So
it's not like it's some weird thing that like a lot of these channels are blowing up. I just think like people like having good new One Piece content to listen to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the One Piece community, especially when you compare it to like Naruto or Bleach or any of the other big ones, Dragon Ball. I think genuinely on the whole it's a lot less cancerous. I feel like yes, there's cancer in the discussions. Like we'll bring up something and there'll be some argument.
Burger
about,
versus Sanji. Oh my goodness.
Or whatever.
I think cancer is always so much cancer.
Stop.
I don't know about that.
No. Cancer just only in this topic. Cancer just only goes so high as you let it to be.
Yeah.
Get digged into yourself, right?
You know, with the moment
like the One Piece YouTube community though, like the actual creators, dude, it's not even close to like the Pokemon community. Poketubers are like on a. I used to be one. I know, like
revelations.
Like, they get the legal battles. They like, drama. It's a mess.
Yeah, I think the community is really close now too. It's like it's dope.
But going
Yeah, I think the
like,
referees are close for sure.
Yeah, yeah. We just gotta get Sawyer. We just gotta get Sawyer Twitter, and then we're good.
You guys in the VC text chat right now?
Text chat. What do you mean?
The VC text.
The VC text.
Called VC
Like
text.
right in, yeah.
VC text.
So there's this video from last year, from this guy called Eyepatch Wolf. That was the most.
Huh?
He's going to
I thought he's like, you know, he was just like dramatic effect, you know, just like waiting.
He was at
He
loss.
flew away. He's in the Matrix. I don't know what happened with him.
His
Is he in here?
I think I've seen the super
video
iPad.
Super iPad.
Yeah.
The super. Yeah, that was a pretty good video. I watched that video.
Yeah,
I've seen this video. It's good.
Yeah.
Swakage, who YouTubers, people like Swakage got blew up.
Yeah, Swakage, like.
Yeah, perfect example. Or like Afro, another good example.
Afro
in the
Senju?
anime, Afro Senju, dude.
Yeah, because he went
Afro
from like
like
15K or something to like
Yeah,
to like 100 in like it was like a couple weeks, I think.
Well, it was exactly 1 week.
It was
because what
crazy.
happened was he uploaded all of the Naruto.
Fuck.
Nobody else had it, and everybody subscribed to him.
With Storm
And
4, right?
that's literally
Storm
all it takes
4.
is one thing.
Yeah,
one
Storm
game
4.
and one new.
I'm gonna
story.
roast.
Yeah, he
my
was getting like
provider.
half a
I'm
million
gonna
views
roast
on his
my
videos.
provider.
Yeah, and that's all it takes. Like a lot of people, you know, who are smaller YouTubers will be like, "Oh man, I don't." Keep at it. You will.
I think
eventually-
another thing. Yeah, another thing
You
is
gotta
that
get Brago to at least
a lot of
200
us.
I think it's
yeah,
ludicrous
right.
to me that Brago is not at least 50 right now.
Man.
Like we gotta get you to at least 50, at least.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
We're gonna keep working. We're gonna keep working, putting out
We gotta
content.
keep the BBA
you know,
Pirates strong.
We gotta.
I think
Look,
a lot
The thing
of
is, you still gotta remember that's 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Of course.
Think
It's not
about
sneeze.
that. I mean,
that's a lot of people.
Look,
man.
look.
That's incredible.
Compare, the same thing goes to you. Look, you have a guy called PewDiePie, right? He has 56 million abonnents, right? Think about that shit. That is like you can see the guy just mentally getting fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like
I
stumbled upon a video the other day,
he's
and it's
dying
like
inside,
I'm
like,
like he's not.
dying
He
inside.
doesn't enjoy this anymore. I'm like he's just going through.
I don't know.
emotions. But I guess
it looks like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the thing is, when I went to his
mean-
comment section and people were just like, I just came here to say subscribed. I'm like,
Bro,
what?
like it's out of control.
So I think people
PewDiePie's
just subscribe to the
out of
channel because they're like, oh, it's the biggest channel. It's like a meme to go to his channel and just say subscribed.
No. What
Is
he's
that
doing
it?
is that
I mean, I don't know. I feel like
far from he's so far from what he used to do that he just
Who?
makes videos to gain subscribers, like whatever.
He
is the
could
new thing,
make-
he does that.
Yeah, he could make a video on him sitting on a toilet, just
Get a
like
million
It's just a
views.
business. It's a business.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly.
It's a pure
People will
business
love
thing.
it, man. It's just.
See, I would imagine
I mean,
that at that point, I
But,
would,
like,
like
do you
again, I
want-
don't know. I'm not anywhere close to that
Yeah.
level, but I would imagine like at that point when you could just make a video on whatever you want.
Do you
like,
want?
why would you not
yeah,
want
exactly. You get
I would,
exactly.
I'd be making videos
Yeah.
of my terrace house. I'd be doing
Yeah.
terrace house.
Yeah.
But I think what it is, right? He's
It's
trying
all
to.
about your mind, Roger.
He's trying to
It's
be
all about
edgy.
your mind.
He's trying to be edgy, and he's trying to. I don't know. The content doesn't fit him. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like it comes off as awkward.
Existence problems.
It comes
bro.
on.
And I think that I mean his private life. I don't know. He might have a lot of
It's
issues. I don't
because,
know.
It's because
you know.
he has such a large audience now that like
Yeah.
even if
I mean,
he
he's a human being. You know. At the
try
end
to
of
like
the-
get
at the
away
end of the day.
from like what he usually does, everyone will just go at him. That's how.
But I
it
mean,
is.
at that point, like I said, like what is
It
he
doesn't
afraid
matter.
of?
He's getting a
He
million
loses a million
regardless.
subscribers. Who cares? He's
No,
got
no,
54
not even,
million.
like I feel like he's gone too PC with what he does. Like
He's gone PC.
trying-
You think he's PC?
No, too PC. Like he tries not to like trigger people.
Remember
like,
he did some shit last year. Like he did a bunch of shit last year and the year before. So
No, he did, and then
Yeah.
he stopped doing that because like he saw what
because
happened.
he had the thing as far as like so some other website, and then of course he said nigga.
The hard R.
Yeah, the
Oh,
hard, with the hard
oh,
R.
he said the N word.
Yeah, with the hard R. You
Oh
know.
my! Oh
And-
shit!
and
Yeah,
then-
you know,
wait,
a lot of people
remember? Was it
got
him who
triggered.
started the YouTube apocalypse?
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah, he was the
No,
first.
no,
one.
He did
wasn't
something.
him.
It was because of
It wasn't him.
it was the Nazi joke.
Oh, yeah, he did a bunch, and then that's like started like this
Was it
whole.
him?
Well, it was one. They found a video on the Washington Post.
It was a stupid ass like.
No. This happened after PewDiePie and that incident. It brought like more attention, and the Washington Post did a story on it, and it's like, hey, look, YouTube, you have ads running on this video, and that's when YouTube was like, oh. And sponsors, they were like, yeah.
It was the advertising.
Yeah.
That's
the advertisers, they're like,
everything
yeah, we
began.
out of here. Yeah, that was.
That's how everything started.
I gotta say this: the one who really got the fire up to YouTube and the whole gaming YouTube section was the Angry Video Game Nerd back in 2005, and that's when the whole shit. That's when the whole shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've watched
I know who
this.
that is, but I had never watched his stuff.
Angry Video Game Nerd and Cinemassacre got
Shaman's
that
just
shit
ahead of
rolled.
his time.
Damn, Shaman.
No, they made he made the shitty game reviews and everything. People are like, oh, people actually enjoy watching somebody like reviewing a game. And then people were trying, let's see if like people want to enjoy me playing a game. And that's how Let's Plays happened. And that's how it all happened in 2010 then. And that's when YouTube got attention. Like, you don't want to see a star singing the whole shit you already heard in the radio, right? Remember?
The reason why it started picking up attention in 2010 is that that's when people started making money off of it. Before that, no one was making money.
Yes, but like, I'm just saying, this guy got it rolling, okay? That's the crazy part. And
I think
this
it's just
guy
that
has
people actually,
2.5.
I think people actually related with him. Just because he was just a normal dude playing games, so that was something actually different from TV. It's just what it is.
I remember this guy doing Chocolate Rain and him like benefiting off that.
Tay. Fun fact: I literally had lunch with him like 2 months ago.
I actually saw him on.
Fuck! I promise, he lives in the Glendale Burbank area. He lives in LA. Yeah.
So I saw him on this guy's channel, Lamar Wilson. Randomly.
Lamar Wilson.
Yeah, it's a random channel I stumbled across. Like, okay, I don't know why I clicked on the video. It's like Tazon Day. I was like, who the hell is Tazon Day? And I googled Tazon Day. It's like one of those days on the internet, right? And you just start clicking on.
Yeah, you get into
and
a
it's
point.
like, I was like, I didn't even know why I was doing it. And it's like, oh, okay, cool.
I like that. Some guy in the chat, Serious D Punch said, if Rogers Base says the N word in the video, he will get 1 million subs guaranteed. That is not true.
You think that's how you?
Your Shonen Jump shit will probably be fucked with and stuff like that.
Bro, listen, man. How things are nowadays, like it would.
But there is one dude counting freaking in live from 1 to 100,000, I think.
Roger is a setup.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I know that guy.
I've seen him.
Funny.
Yeah,
and he donates like 20.
He donates a bunch of money to Twitch streamers sometimes.
Oh, that guy.
Who is this?
God damn it.
What's his name?
That guy's Mr. Beast?
Yes, Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah, he dropped like
Mr.
30
Beast.
grand on a streamer and the guy was started crying.
Yeah.
What
He does it all the time. All the time he does that shit.
Watch, this guy
Bro.
blew up.
He thinks it's
This
YouTube
guy
money and
blew up
dumps
by
it.
just saying like words for 10 hours straight. That's
Bro,
all
he
could
had a
say is one
video
word.
getting Snickers from every Walmart in my state. He drove to every Walmart in his state to get a Snickers bar.
I'm telling you, man.
Okay,
People
his
is
biggest video-
weird.
his
It's
biggest
more
video-
weird than you. What?
And he gets bro, he had a stream one time and every donation was like $500. I was like, what the fuck?
What the frick?
He had like so many donations of $500.
Bro, that's how I feel every
What
single
the
time I watch one of Etika's streams. Like,
Etika.
it is just donation after
I
donation.
don't know, man.
I just gotta know.
Listen, man, Etika is like has transcended what streaming
bro.
is. Like, I don't even know. It's,
Dude, I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
remember the time he was drunk, man.
listen, man.
He was 1 hour out from the stream. He was sleeping. I don't know what the fuck happened to that shit, man.
Bro, the thing, I think the difference
He
though,
was
is
drunk.
like, with PewDiePie is like, Etika literally doesn't have to do anything. He could turn on a stream and he can get like tons of money, but he enjoys the actual act of making videos,
Yeah.
and I think that's what
Yeah,
separates
yeah.
people
Yeah.
from like the people who are just like quickly trying
to get some
videos
money.
out there, like,
I
make a lot of
think,
views.
I think, I think, yeah.
But I think, like, over
The difference
time,
is the
it matters.
passion. You need
I
passion.
agree,
to
Gavin.
do
It matters
something.
what your views are, and it matters what the content
Yeah.
is, and I think
Right.
people can genuinely tell if you're passionate about
Yeah.
something.
It shows.
Bro, there is
It
one,
shows.
bro. The The perfect example is Uzumaki Khan. Do you know this guy?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this dude enjoys so much what he's doing. So much, I love it. It's great, man. I love it.
I feel like Uzumaki Khan should honestly like get like
Patient.
sponsored by Crunchyroll, and like where it's like they're like, yo, it's okay, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like his he always stops because he gets a copyright strike or he gets like
exactly. It's fucked up.
You know.
Lately he said he hasn't been doing it because a lot of family shit has been going on, but.
Exactly. He's he's having some problems with
The
job.
thing about PewDiePie is like if you look upon it when in 2012 he like got to the 2 million subs, right? He was still doing the Let's Plays with a good content, right? But where he is now, it's way different. And the thing is, like, I dropped him like years ago because like I'm looking Wine Sauce, you know Wine Sauce?
Yeah,
Vine Sauce is like legit amazing, like real long video game content. And this guy doesn't even need to show his face because everything he says and talks about is fucking legit. Like one side he will talk about his life, he will talk about what's going on in the world, he will talk about the game and where game's heading to.
I think I've seen this dude.
It's fucking
I think I've heard
amazing.
about him.
The meme itself in this community, in the Vine Sauce community, is so high level. You don't understand shit if you've not tried to watch some streams. Like
that sounds like Pop Team Epic. Wow.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I just like good content. I like when seeing people put effort into the content.
Then there's Red Letter for movie guys. There's Red Letter Media.
Actually, though, Red Letter, I hear a lot of people talking about Red Letter, saying they're really good, like movie entertainment, like YouTubers. Red Letter has nothing. I don't know if any of you guys watch Double Toasted. Double Toasted is like by far the best movie reviewers on YouTube.
I watch what's his name? I watch Jeremy Jans.
Chris Tugman?
Nah, I don't watch Chris
Tugman.
I watch Jeremy Jans.
Jeremy Jones. The dude who moves so much with his hands and shit.
Oh, he does. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah,
I don't know.
I used to watch Chris Stuckman, but then he just kind of meh. He's like, you know,
really. I thought that he was really. I don't know.
He's kind of just like
his opinions are pretty complex.
He just meh.
He has. Okay, I don't know.
Like Jeremy, like I like his enthusiasm. So
yeah, exactly. He's funny.
I tell y'all something because y'all are like in the Rivery chat and stuff because the One Piece Arab community with like people with plus 200k subs and whatnot did the Rivery stream like a week ago.
Did they really?
Piece Arab.
There's a One Piece Arab community. I didn't even know.
A One Piece Arab community.
Wait, you gotta be more Arab,
Wait, what is
this? Is some freaking ethnic shit or what?
The One Piece Arab community did a Reverie stream the other day.
Did they really?
Oh wow.
Here we go.
I'm gonna link it in the.
I mean, Roger, I think it's gonna be all in Arabic.
Like a lot of them have like plus 200k subs.
Dude, I just want to I want to see it. Even
if
it's in
that's
Arabic,
cool.
I want to see it. It'd be awesome. Yeah. I want to see that.
How they
but
speak is amazing.
That's so great. That's like it's kind of transcending communities now.
Yeah, it's expanding.
And expanding. Like wow, that's awesome.
It's expanding. Yeah.
200k subs, and I didn't even know about this people.
There's like people with 300.
Does China have YouTube?
No, China.
No.
Shut down by the government.
What do they use? What do they use?
Fuck, dude.
They have to use like illegal websites. So
I'm just saying.
All right, so
like VPNs.
Why is it illegal, Chris? Yeah.
That's Korea, man. What the hell are you talking about?
If China had that.
Shit, even the second born in the
That's like 1/7 of all our views chopped because there's like 1 billion people in China.
No. If they had that YouTube shit, right? They'd probably be the #1. Like they'd be like million subscriber channels just based on.
Oh, easily. Chinese
yeah.
That's true. But I think we arrived at the end of the stream.
Bro, that's fucked up. I just read one comment. They said a One Piece Arab community. No wonder Pell survived.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
Yo, Hassan, were you?
Wow.
I'm gonna link it
in the chat, man. In the.
Should I link it in the chat in Brago's live chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was looking. I was just DMing Shaman because I wanted to get the link to the Arabic Reverie.
No, I don't have it, bro. I don't know what this is about, man. So sorry, bro.
It was Hassan that was talking about it, Roger.
Somebody snore? What the hell is that?
Someone fell
Yo,
asleep.
yo,
I'm looking for the link to it. Did anybody put it in?
I'm putting it in.
Hey, wake
Yeah.
up, bro. Fuck.
But yeah,
Here,
Put it in general, or where are you putting it?
in Brago's live chat in YouTube.
Brago's live chat on YouTube. Right, I'll check it.
let me see.
No, don't put it there. You're not a mod.
That shit's just gonna.
Put it in Discord. Put it in Discord, bro. Oh, you
He's a
are?
mod. He's Hassan. Hassan, right?
Wait, hold on. I can't see it because I'm not. I don't think I'm a mod. Am I? I don't know what I am.
Holy shit, that was a lot of views.
He doesn't know. I think.
I'm never in Discord. I don't know.
Oh,
Is that Hassan the one who put the link?
Yeah,
that's his. Wait, so this
Yeah,
video
exactly.
has had a 200,000k like viewers? What?
Nah, it has. Nah, he has 200,000 subscribers.
Okay.
AI
Oh
show.
shit! This shit is crazy.
AI show.
Wow.
I don't
I
understand
wish I could
Arabic.
translate
Really
this,
cool, man.
yeah.
Do you
I know.
understand Arabic? That's a question.
Nah,
Right.
I know. The thing is that I know how to talk with it, but I don't know how to read it in my case.
How do you know?
That's a problem.
Because
Like-
because I'm from my father is from Arabic and my mother's Spanish, so you know.
Where are you from?
Oh, that's
No.
From Spain.
I'm Moroccan.
This is a side of YouTube that none of
Maghribi,
us
tío.
Well, it's
Hey.
10:40 in Germany right now.
We're all gonna start getting like Arab recommendations in YouTube
God
videos.
damn.
Arabic now. Why are you guys speaking Arabic?
No, I just I commented on there. I commented on there, and I went, "It's so cool to see the Reveries going international. Congrats on your stream." So we'll see what
They're gonna be like,
say.
"Who is this
Yeah,
English
exactly.
motherfucker?"
Who's this
Brago and Roger. When
This is the
you guys
suspect.
next
God
time
damn.
gonna-
You said what?
Part 4's. It's not going to be till like April or May. It's a while out.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yep, definitely. You know, gonna let it build. I'm sure by the time the next reverie happens, we're gonna
Who's,
be
are
at the
you
reverie.
doing? Are you hosting the next one, Brago? Did we decide on that?
I said if I get to 10K by the time.
Okay, yeah, because I know because King doesn't want to do it, and Tech King said he doesn't want to do it, and Sawyer's not gonna be able to do it, and Forever World tried streaming that Dragon Ball one didn't work. So if you can't do it, I'm just gonna do it again. But I'd prefer to have it on your channel because I want you to get subs.
Yeah.
No, bro, you're gonna do it though,
Let's
bro.
do
You gotta
it on
do
Shaman's
it.
channel.
You gotta do
Do
it.
it on Shaman's channel, guys.
Shaman's channel.
Thanks.
Yeah, this man is the man.
Nah. Honestly, like Shaman, like.
I'm not gone. I'm not gone, yo.
What?
He brought. He's not gone. He said.
Still here, bro.
What?
Still
He's
here.
not gone. He's here, brother. He's here. The one and only.
I'm still here, man. I'm still here.
The Buddha.
I'll be around. You know.
Nah, but next reverie should be great. I can't wait for it. We'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
What happens? I can't wait to discuss. Like, we have discussions all the time in the chat as far as like category and shit like that, you know. But you guys will see.
It's gonna be refreshing topics, you know.
Reveries gotten to the point where Google Hangouts needs to expand the 10-person.
Wait, what's going on, Waldo?
Oh, the reverie it has like so many people now.
Yeah.
How, Waldo?
Was that Dan?
Yeah, what's going on, Braga?
What's poppin', man? Came at the end of the
Nothing
stream, man.
much,
Came at the end of the stream.
Yeah.
But yo, Discord Fridays. I think this was a great stream. Got a lot from it. I really enjoyed like the content that we got from this, and of course, Shaman. You know, got an invite to the reverie.
Shaman the Great.
Birth of a legend right here.
Pretty much,
guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Shaman Christ. Shaman
Yeah,
Christ,
man. But nah, I appreciate you making this list, this extensive list, and you know.
Nah, bros. I'm watching all you guys like the whole.
I'm gonna tell you one
fucking
thing.
Last year,
Yeah.
like I watched King Recon since a long time. I watch Brago since like last summer. I watch Roger's Bay. I watch King of Lightning. You know, all you guys, and the community.
Yeah.
One Piece community is fucking going at it. It's amazing.
It's growing.
Good time to have the hobby right since 2001.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah, it's definitely growing. I mean, I'm seeing so many different people. They're starting channels and they're making videos and just joining the discussion. It's like, I think the community is doing great.
You know what
you guys should do for the next stream? You guys should do a Fire Z stream while you
when the
discuss
One
stuff.
Piecers is revealed and shit like that. Oh
Yeah,
god.
that fighters in.
Is that if you
It's so
mad
fu-
low?
I'm mad low. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was saying that Like we're not even in the climax of like One Piece. Like imagine like the final war when like the One Piece was revealed. Like
We're gonna be freaking 40 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
50
be
years old. We're gonna
I won't
be
be 40 years
ancient
old.
motherfuckers, man.
Years
I'm
from
telling
now,
you.
I'll be 38, man. It'll be fine.
We're gonna have a big ass wisdom about One Piece. Just wait for that, man.
Yo, Roger's gonna be doing reactions with his kid.
It's gonna be crazy.
What's crazy is like after One Piece is gonna be so weird. Like after One Piece.
What are you gonna do afterwards, man? Your life doesn't have any sense there.
Weirdly enough, I'm actually looking forward to it. Like, I actually think that'd be fun because then we'd be able to look at the whole series as a whole and then like do breakdown videos and talk about like all the foreshadowing. I actually think that'd be really fun. I think that'll be a good time.
You know what? And we're gonna pass that wisdom to our sons, and it's gonna be generational.
Do you think?
Do
you think we'd ever get like a sequel?
I'm waiting for that.
A sequel to One Piece.
I don't think we're gonna get a sequel.
No, I think we'll get a
thoroughly
prequel.
No, I really hope we don't.
I thoroughly believe we'll get a One Piece Kai when it's all said and done.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
That's gonna be crazy.
I need it. Like a perfect paced anime. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, someone mentioned a prequel would be great. A prequel would be fantastic.
Yeah, of Rogers.
Prequel would be
A
good. Yeah, with
prequel?
Ace or something.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. I agree with that.
Oda gonna live forever to be able to do all that. Right?
We're gonna wait for 20
Oh,
years.
you don't know he does that? Oda is
That's
immortal.
someone else's good.
Kaido's
They're gonna wait for
immortal.
another 20 years.
He's got to at least live the next 10 to finish the story because right now he takes breaks, he gets sick all the time. I just want that man to be healthy. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. I'm worried. That's true. it's really, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Let's hope.
Togashi looking at him like, you work week to week like that, bro? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Get it together. Good trash.
He's like, they're gonna come
You're
back
not at my
anyway.
level, man.
It's like, I
You're
dropped
not
10
at my
chapters and I
level.
come back next year, man. We're good.
Let me teach you. Let me teach you how you do it.
But can you imagine like Togashi taking making 10 chapters and going away and coming
Bro,
back? Like he's having like the time of
Togashi-
his life. Like he's like, yo.
Have you seen Togashi lately? Like he is just popping those chapters out of nowhere, yo.
I need Oda to stay
Oh,
far
yeah.
away from Togashi, boy. He don't need nothing to
He's
do
being
with
liberal.
Togashi.
Togashi, like I'm telling you, he's getting back in the seat, and he's not gonna stop, bro.
No, these
call
chapters,
me in-
these
call me in
last
2
few
months.
chapters have been fantastic.
Call me in 2 months.
Don't crush my hope. Don't crush my
So
hope.
wait, hold on. Right now it's healthy.
Like 350, 340,
373.
373.
370. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but he popped
That's-
out
that's-
like last week. It's like two chapters in like 1.5 weeks. He did that shit.
I mean, the thing is, he comes back and he drops like 10 chapters and he leaves. That's how he does. After 10 chapters, and I'm like, all right, you know.
Last year it was like one chapter.
When he gets
and
money,
then it
he
got-
No, he puts out
he
a
goes
volume
away?
a year. That's
Yeah,
when he dips.
yeah. So I mean, he's good. Like he doesn't have to like write anymore. Like he's had like he.
Yeah. I mean, he did Yu Yu Hakusho,
Yeah,
so
he's like,
I mean,
you know, but
Hunter x Hunter. Okay.
hold on.
I mean, Oda is still in one thing, so we're waiting.
I
for
mean,
the-
Oda
for the end of
said
this.
Oda stated like once he's done with One Piece, he's going on a long vacation, and when he comes back,
I mean, he
he's
deserves
gonna
it.
write nothing but short stories.
yeah,
I think he deserves
Yeah, he
it.
deserves it. I
Well, he
mean,
should just never make anything else after One Piece. He should just relax for the rest of his life. He deserves
Man,
that.
I mean,
he's
he definitely
paid.
could.
Rich, rich as
Oh my
fuck. long
goodness.
Oda isn't doing
Everything
this for
else.
money at this point. This is
This
not money.
this has been a
He's
long.
doing it. Well, yeah, 20 hours a day is pure passion.
That's passion, man.
Yeah.
That's not money.
And he said one time, I think, if you're not really committed to do One Piece like I do, you just get fired, man, or something like that. I don't know what.
Yeah, he's
I think he
super
said something like
obsessive.
that.
He's super obsessive and weird.
His official quote from that interview, I know the one you're talking about,
Yeah.
was that when I hire my editors, I ask them if they would die for One Piece. If the answer is
Exactly, that was the thing. Exactly,
Can you-
exactly.
can
That
you-
was.
Can you guys imagine getting asked that question in an interview?
Oh my God, this man, I'm telling you.
If it's One Piece,
Oda,
I'm saying
Oda.
if it's One Piece, I'm probably saying yeah. But any
Yeah.
any other job, I'm like, what are you tripping? Nigga, what? No,
Bro, that's golden, man.
No.
He's on a mission. This man is on a mission. He's trying to accomplish something, man, with this shit.
Yeah.
Is what you gotta get out of this stream though, for real, is like how long it's gonna
You
be
have
till
to
One
be
Piece
willing
is
to
done.
die though for that.
Till
Like,
till One
that makes
Piece is
sense.
done. Like you guys mentioned how old we're gonna be when it's done. Okay, think about this. You can't die before Luffy is not the Pirate King. Think about that.
Yeah, of course, but I think he
You can.
already knows.
They have.
He already has the end.
Do y'all
From what I
think
know,
One
he actually
Piece gonna be the best-selling comic book of all time when it's all
he
said and
drew
done with?
the final panel, I think, already, something like
Where
that.
is it at right now? Isn't it like 2
It's
right
in
now?
third place.
Third behind like
place.
Batman and what?
Batman and Superman.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have the sales. I have the sales.
I don't know. I think eventually maybe, but then it probably gets
No,
surpasses
no,
again.
it's gonna pass.
Nah,
It's
I don't
gonna
think
pass
it'll
him.
surpass a Western creation.
It just passed Spider-Man.
From an international impact standpoint.
I think it could.
It's already
but
number
I think
one.
it
No,
takes-
no, no. It's already number one.
One
I think
It's
if
the
if
one
it's
number one
single-
manga. It's not the number
Yo,
one comic book.
Guys, talking
No,
One at a
no,
time,
no,
guys.
you guys are wrong. You guys are wrong. For comic books by a single author, he's number one. But other than that,
Roger
he's
wants to
not
say
number
something.
Number one.
No,
Oda's
all I
a
was gonna
goat.
say, earlier
Oda's a
was
goat.
that like I think the potential is there for One Piece, but it is facing a lot of obstacles. I think One Piece needs to come to North American Netflix. That's
Netflix,
rule number
yep.
one. It's got to come to North
Yep.
American Netflix. Two,
Yep.
that live action
Well,
show needs to not be
I'm
garbage.
I'm
That
from
live action
Germany.
No,
show is
It's gotta
it
come to
is
my
Roger.
Netflix.
That is. That's the one rule about live action
This
shows
is
for
garbage.
anime, Roger. They're
I
all
know,
bro,
trash.
come on, have some
They're
freaking
all-
hope.
There's
Some
no
hope.
fucking
I'm saying
hope.
this is the-
Stop
I know,
selling
I'm-
hope. You're the worst kind of person.
I'm not selling hope though. All I'm saying.
No, not you,
I'm
Roger.
not
This
selling
other guy
hope.
trying to sell hope.
It's me.
And
That's
a
me.
little
That's
bit
me.
of
That's
you too,
me.
Roger. Not
I'm
gonna
guilty.
lie.
I'm guilty.
All
I'm guilty.
all
I'm
I'm
guilty.
saying is that
Yeah.
all I'm saying
I'm guilty.
is that if it's going to surpass Superman or Batman,
Yeah.
that needs to happen. It needs to be good. It needs to be on Netflix.
Yes.
They need to have a Kai.
Agreed.
It needs to there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen. And I just don't think that's gonna happen.
I think
there's a potential for it, but I don't think it will.
It's so big in Japan. I think they're at this point. They're like, yo, man, we just gotta do our thing over here. Like,
I think if it just keeps being long, I'm pretty sure. If he does it for like 10 more years and it's still because like every year it's still the like best selling manga in Japan. I feel like it could probably do it because I don't think comic books sell as much as they used to. Like they're not doing One Piece.
Yeah, right now everything is more visual, so of course.
You gotta
It's a
understand
safe
this, though.
assumption to make that it's
the
gonna be-
Olympics is gonna happen in 2020, right? So that's like a huge opportunity for
a crossover. Oh, they're definitely gonna
Yeah.
use One Piece for marketing and shit. Like, it's definitely gonna
Yeah,
be a
they are,
huge part of
definitely.
it. It's gonna be a huge part of the
Think of
Olympics.
this, right? You guys are talking about the real life series, right?
Right.
That's kind of come up, right? Okay, think about this one thing. Okay, take the Barati arc itself, okay? Just like get the One Piece name for a second out of your mind, okay? Just have the story for the Barati arc as one movie, for example, okay? Think about it. When Don Creek eats his bowl of rice, right? And drinks up his wine and just swings at Sanji, okay? And then
Sanji's
just
a bitch.
guns blazing after they attack him, okay? Just shows what's beneath his armor. This whole act itself with real actors, you can have a fucking insane movie just based on the Barati, okay? If you
Mihawk
do
versus
that,
Zoro
that
was a
just think,
live
just
action
think
fight.
about it. Just think about it. Imagine like
It depends on how they do it.
Oda like goes to Hollywood because he wants like this thing to be legit. He doesn't want it to be trash.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
people
well,
said
okay.
that
So
he
who do you choose
denied
for the
movie-
No,
act?
this is just
For the actors, do you like?
well.
Do you keep
well,
them? Do you
first
keep
of
them
all,
Asian or like? do you-
Leonardo DiCaprio.
You can't be
Hakeem.
like Attack on Titan bullshit. Like it can't be like a Death Note.
Sanji.
It
Yeah.
can't be. It can't be just like the actors will probably be B-rated, okay? But the one who looks most like Sanji, for example, or Don Creek, those are the actors you need to get.
I'm not gonna lie, Leonardo DiCaprio when he was younger,
we know the producer, but the producer said that
He
the
was great.
budget that they're
He,
trying
like,
to
looked like
get for
Sanji.
this is like the biggest budget in Hollywood TV history.
It needs to be if
No,
you're gonna
it's
write
not-
somebody
not
with
the
rubber
biggest
skin.
budget. No,
like
let
a
me. I'll
rubber
clarify that. I'm gonna fact check real quick because I know the answer to this.
That's wrong.
The budget is the same as Game of Thrones.
Which
is
is
what the
Yes.
budget.
That's
Which
cool.
is
That's really
crazy.
good.
That's
That's
crazy.
that's
It has
insane.
to be,
That's
though.
insane when you
Like,
think
That's
if
about
you
what
it.
we
have-
need.
If you're gonna have
That's
Luffy as the main
crazy.
character, stretching his arms and shit, you have to have a huge budget. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, or else it wouldn't
Well,
work,
not even
period.
not even
A
just
bunch of
that,
money
but
just
it's like
stretching his arm.
also casting. Like, Who are these people going to be?
If you're not
They need to
fine
be
with
people that
CGI,
they're
this
not.
thing
They
won't
need to
be
be some
able.
nobodies to
But
me.
when you think of
Pay
the
them
budget of
niggas
Game of
Exactly.
decently, and
Thrones,
yeah,
They
they
can't
I
need
mean,
to
did
be
you see
like
Game of
nobodies.
Thrones?
Put all that
they
Game of
can't
money
be
into
Thrones?
it.
Asian.
like
Only Asian.
half of
Only
the
Asian
King
ones
cast.
should
is
be
such a
Zoro.
racist.
You just
No,
want it.
listen, listen.
I just want it to
Listen.
be like right. I just want him to get it right.
I think
Sanji's
in
French.
Don't listen to her.
Let me say this.
terms
Let
of
me say this though.
casting, I think in terms of
Oh,
casting, most of them need to be unknowns. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Game of
yeah.
Thrones.
if you're going to try to Americanize it and you are going to try to make the cast diverse, I think first and foremost, Usopp needs to be black. 100%.
Of
Usopp
course.
needs to be black.
Yes,
I think.
But he is black.
he's
no,
African.
can he be? Can
No, he
wait,
was
wait,
the
didn't
actor.
Manga,
Oda?
And I
Talking
think
about
he's
the
a black
actor.
man.
And I
In
think
One
Oda's-
Piece, he's literally a black man.
He's
No,
talking about the actor.
Oda already
Oda's
said what
mentioned
the
where
races are. Yeah,
right.
Oda
Oda's
said what the
mentioned where the
races
races
are.
are,
So
so
why
they
don't
should
they
go
just
with
follow
that
that?
as casting.
Brooks
Exactly.
Austrian. He's a skeleton.
And Sanji's French and like Zoro's Japanese.
Exactly.
Hopefully,
And
as long as they don't go for like an overly
Swedish.
French
Sweden?
accent, you know what I mean? Like where it
No,
like
they
makes it
would-
corny.
Robin is from Russia, I think. Oh, not. I think.
Yeah, Russia.
Oh my
What
god.
they need to give
Russian?
Sanji
This
that
is
Brooklyn
fucking
accent
amazing.
from the
A lot of them
phone.
are
The-
a lot of them are freaking Europeans, man. I mean, Brugge is from
Chopper's
British.
Canadian.
Austrian.
and that's the
Chopper's
best-
Canadian?
Austrian.
Oh yeah, I think yeah, it was.
Chopper's Canadian.
But that doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, look at Drum Island. That shit is Canada.
Look,
Canada,
for people,
or he wants Canada
for people who have,
let him have it.
people who have never seen One Piece or read the manga or watched the series and stumble upon this new series on Netflix. Okay, it's gonna be their revelation to the story, man.
Right.
First time. Think about
But
it.
it has the potential to be like if it ends up like a Dragon Ball Evolution, I think it could ultimately hurt.
No.
Oh no! Please.
Oh my
no.
goodness,
No.
no.
Thing is, if you
No.
get a budget like that and then you botch it, nah.
And it
Please
will
don't.
fail.
I hope
Yo,
not.
Don't
CG
talk
I think-
about
But the
this.
difference here,
If you're gonna
bro, you
go-
said the producer. I think the producer is a big
Prison
fan.
Break.
I think the
He's a-
producer is a big fan of One Piece, right?
Yeah, and
And
he's
he was the
also-
producer of what was
Yuki.
freaking Prison Break,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys do know.
So
that
that's
Chopper's
actually
the most-
saying a lot. That thing.
Dude, I
That's
know.
saying a
I
lot.
the
think
most
that if
Canadian.
they're gonna go with like for casting at the
Right,
very
Yuki.
least, like they should go with unknowns, except for potentially the villains. I think if they're like for the arc villains, for like one-off arc villains,
Eminem is
I think
NL.
that's where they could like maybe.
That would be crazy. That would be great. That would be awesome. man.
Fucking dope as hell.
You guys know that.
When
You guys know that
inspiration-
Oda draws. Guys. Oda draws his like characters based off of like some Japanese.
Yeah, like the three.
Kizaru.
Bro,
Kizaru.
Eminem is
Yeah.
Enel's
I would lose
inspiration.
my mind. That'd be-
Kizaru,
that'd be
Aokiji.
Like, Eminem is the inspiration for
Imagine Hulk
Enel.
Hogan is white beard, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine Eminem playing that guy.
They say
No, oh my
Steven
goodness.
Seagal
Oh my
is
God.
Steven
This
Seagal is
would-
Crocodile.
Full circle.
Listen.
It would be amazing.
Listen. Imagine Eminem being a fan of One Piece is forever. We didn't know that.
I don't know. He never mentioned it.
Who
So-
knows that, man? Maybe he is.
That's the good thing. So it's one key given is like you see,
Eminem
you
ain't
see
no One
gaming
Piece,
movies.
You know what I'm gonna say? This guy's still selling hope.
Yeah, I don't know.
Of course, I'm selling hope.
I don't know. Yo, I appreciate everybody coming
This
through,
show
man.
gonna flop.
This was
Yeah,
dope.
bro.
This is dope. I enjoyed it.
That was cool.
Shaman, your Twitter link will be in the description. Put the link to the list in the description. Raj, I appreciate you coming through. Everybody in the Discord, I appreciate you guys coming through. Definitely.
Thank you.
Discord Friday again. Next week. 12 a.m. If you want to be a part of it, you can join the Discord. The link will be in the description, and I'm sure somebody's gonna post it in the chat. But yeah, you guys got any last things you want to say?
Yeah. They said change Tatum for Sanji. That's a good freaking choice.
They did what?
Channing Tatum, Tatum or whatever.
Channing Tatum, he means.
Tatum, yeah,
Channing
exactly,
Tatum.
Tatum. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm
Right,
like,
I was like,
I was
Channing
Yeah,
Tatum.
I
Hell
think
no,
Tatum.
no.
I thought he said Sanji was dead or something like that. He said a tomb. I was like, God.
Yeah.
Tatum.
I like
Yeah.
Nicholas Batum.
Sanji hates.
Ain't Nicholas
phonetics.
Batum French?
Phonetics.
Shout out to the One Piece community. Shout out to King of Lightning, Brago, Roger Space, Joy Boy, King Recon, and everybody in the Brago DA's Discord, bros.
Hey, that's lit. Appreciate you, man.
Shout out
Appreciate
to
it.
you, bro. You shook the world tonight.
Yeah. You've been really,
Shaman King.
prominent. I would
Hey.
say
You rang
prominent.
the ox bell, man. You
Hey,
started a
pretty
new
much.
era.
Pretty much. A new era.
Yeah,
New
great.
era. But
I appreciate really this whole thing. It's been awesome.
Nah, thanks to all you guys for coming through, man. This is lit. But for the chat, sticking around. It's 5 a.m. now for me. So anyway,
what is life?
Yeah,
Well,
right.
it's 11 in the morning for me, Brago.
Damn.
It's 11 in Germany in the morning.
That's crazy. I think that's also cool that like even though we all live in like different time zones, we can come together and talk shit, One Piece, whatever.
Technology.
You know, that's technology like is amazing.
Fuck Discord,
Yeah.
man. Discord is the key. It's the key for
Well,
everything.
200 years ago, you tell them that shit, they would roast you on a stick. You know?
Yeah, they will.
They
will impale you and shit.
Yo, Shaman, you should try to go with me to Comic-Con as well, bro.
Comic-Con? Well, yeah,
Alright, I'm
I'd
in.
fly over to